Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps that I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Down. Strap season. I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he code switch focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, Godfather, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a piece, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, then you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a beast. When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they want to call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, Godfather. I'm the kingpin.
What's good? What's good? What's happening out there? You know what I'm saying? You know, we got a lot of craziness going on in boxing. You know what I'm saying? We got Rolly Romero clowning, you know what I'm saying, calling out Errol Spence Jr. He said he don't want to fight Frank Martin because Frank Martin, he's not a star. He only fights stars. You know what I'm saying? So he wants to go straight to the big fish. He don't want the little fish. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he must have forgot that he got knocked out by, you know, little ass Tank Davis. So imagine what the hell Errol Spence Jr. gonna do to you, right? So, you know, I know Rolly just be capping, you know what I'm saying? But we got a lot of that shit going on, all this clout chasing with Ryan Garcia going up to 140, trying to pull Gervonta Tank Davis to 140. Now, you know, I mean, I know Tank fought Marius Boreals, he can do it, but the man is trying to campaign at 135. So why is Ryan Garcia trying to pull Tank down to goddamn 135? Shit don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Unless, you know what I'm saying, he can't make the weight no more. And why is he, you know, trying to call Tank out so heavy all of a sudden? You know what I'm saying? And he knows, I mean, he gotta know that, you know what I'm saying, he looked a little bit better in that fight with your boy, what's his name? You know, he just fought Fortuna. What's going on, Who's Real? What's going on? Yeah. Now, I mean, but he looked a little sharper, you know what I'm saying? But he throws the same fucking jab, you know what I'm saying? It's quick, but he throws at the same speed. You know what I'm saying? Tank just time Leo Santa Cruz. He times everybody. Tank got some of the best timing in boxing and the power. So, why in the hell is he so anxious to get knocked the hell out? You know what I'm saying? Especially with that damn chin in the air. So it just don't make no sense to me. Maybe he just want the payday and then he'll check out. Maybe that'll be his. We don't have to hear from Ryan Garcia no more. But I want y'all to hear this here, this little piece on what, because I know everybody's like, I couldn't get it before.
Protecting himself and protecting his record, protecting that zero, and that's why he doesn't want to step in there, because he knows what type of fighter you are?
A little bit. That has something to do with it a little bit, but at the same time, I just think he thinking the big picture. Like, if I take a chance like this, I need to be getting paid as much money as possible, just in case if I lose. He's talking about he want to fight this guy and fight this guy, so he's going to be the A side, He don't want a 50-50 fight. Well, that just lets you know right now he's not 100% confident in his own abilities. He can say what he wants. The casual fans can say what they want. But me, if I'm confident in my abilities, I'm like, okay, we can do it. It don't matter if it's 50-50 or not. I know I'm going to win, so I don't have nothing to lose.
So y'all heard that, you know what I'm saying? So, Terrence, he be putting himself out there and he says things and he just be contradicting himself, you know what I'm saying? So, but his fans don't hold him accountable for nothing. I say it all the time, but Crawford fans don't listen to what he be saying. You know what I'm saying? They just let it go, you know what I'm saying? But everything Errol Spence Jr. say, they have to twist it and turn it into something that supports Bud Crawford. Even though Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying, he done crisscross on everything he's had to say. And then they say the hate is real. No, bro, it's the truth that's real. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no hate to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, anytime we try to hold Bud Crawford accountable, I mean, we just talk about to the things we're saying. We're not saying saying Errol Spence Jr. ducking, he's a drunk, he ain't shit, he ain't, wish he would have died in the car accident and all this weird stuff that they be saying about the man, like they actually hate the dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's real hate. You know what I'm saying? Just saying that a guy had a weak resume, that's not hate. That's just goddamn true. Right? So then we got Bernard Hopkins. I couldn't upload that. My shit was too long on that one. But we got Bernard Hopkins, you know what I'm saying? He breaks down, he goes to KO Boxing, you know what I'm saying? And he does an interview with KO Boxing. And in that, how Bernard Hopkins talks, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucker is like, he think he's some kind of damn philosopher, but you know what I'm saying? He sounds punch drunk to me, because he just goes off into these damn tangents where he's talking about, you know what I'm saying, the man in the mountain and upsets and farms and shit. And I'm like, what in the hell is this dude talking about, man? I'm talking about, hey man, once, because the dude challenged him. He said, okay, first he said, Crawford, you know what I'm saying, he can adjust. He like his experience, you know what I'm saying? He's been in fights where he had to adjust and he pulled it out. He said he never seen Errol Spence Jr. do that, you know what I'm saying? So the dude challenged him. He said, well, you know what I'm saying, maybe because Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying, he never had to adjust because his style, you know what I'm saying, he just dominates and keep going, right? And that's when he went off into this weird ass explanation. I guess he didn't have shit else to say, so I guess he said he'll just muddy up the damn conversation with some bullshit. Where he's talking about something. Well, we know if we see the man on the mountain, and if you live on the farm, I can't. I wish I had the damn clip. You know what I'm saying? To let me see if I can pull this shit. I don't want to knock out everything I got. Well, he started talking about all this crazy shit about the man and the upset, and I was like, this dude done ran out of he done ran out of shit to say. You know what I'm saying? Because he came back up that shit. Then he said that Terence Crawford opponents, you know what I'm saying, was night and day, you know what I'm saying, to Errol Spence Jr. opponents, right? So I was just looking, I was like, is Bernard Hopkins being real here, or he's just pushing some kind of goddamn agenda, right? Let's go. Who's real says Rolling Nose. He says Rolling Nose the ghost will smoke him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He already know. That's why he don't want to fuck with that dude. He's trying to get these big money fights. But let me get back to what Bernard was talking about. So he goes talking about the opponents that he talking about some Terence Crawford been there, and his opponents are night and day. I'm like, who the hell is he talking about? And then he said, this is something that's real important. He said, you are your opponents, right? You are. I thought that was funny as shit because we all know Terence Crawford opponents, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't all that, bro. They wasn't, you know what I'm saying, the top dudes, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't special talent. So when Bernard Hopkins said, you are your opponents, right? I said, so well, goddamn. You mean Terence Crawford is Victor Postal? You know what I'm saying? You mean tell me Terence Crawford is washed up Kell Brook and a retiring Sean Porter? Is that who he is? You know what I'm saying? Is he Thomas Delorme? I mean, is he Mean Machine? That's who he is. Let's look on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Well, Errol Spence Jr. is Kell Brook when he was a champion, an IBF champion. You know what I'm saying? Is he Sean Porter when he was a WBC champion? You know what I'm saying? Is he Danny Garcia when he's in the best shape of his life and Errol Spence Jr. was at 40%? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Ugas, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who gave him a great fight. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at the resumes, and if we go by what Bernard Hopkins is saying, then he's picking Errol Spence Jr., not Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest with the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was just confused. I was confused. I was like, what the hell is B Hop talking about, bro? You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be one of the legends that really know the sport. But then I thought about it. I say it's got to be some kind of agenda here. You know what I'm saying? That's they just won't acknowledge Errol Spence Jr. as, you know what I'm saying, the best. I mean, the man got 3 belts and Bud got 1. And they got the same number of fights after in the same time frame that, Errol Spence Jr. went through all that bullshit with the car crash and the eye surgery. So that tells you that Bud he wasn't trying to move nothing in the division. I mean, this is just simple logic. This is just common sense. You ain't even got to be a hardcore. Well, yeah, you do. Most casuals, they just looking at the fight. But you got to follow the sport to know this shit. So you know what I'm saying. So how you gonna be sitting back on the WBO? Yet you supposed to be the best. You supposed to be pound for pound number 1. Yet you sitting back waiting on Errol Spence Jr. to collect all the belts. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't make no sense to me. And then you got the legends playing into the same bullshit that like they casual fans or something. You know what I'm saying? So Courtney Thompson says B Hop on that BS. He's literally said Bud had better competition talking about you are who you fight. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And that what lost me. I was like, he kind of fucked this point up when he said that. Cause I say we all know Bud don't have no legacy fights on his shit. And that's why he need Earl. And he's constantly contradicting himself. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, in those interviews, you know what I'm saying? All them interviews he done, he said, I don't have that signature fight. But you know what I'm saying, this Errol Spence Jr. fight will be a legacy fight, right? For him. One legacy fight. He's going in on the Hall of Fame, right? With one legacy fight. So, I mean, it don't take away from the man's skill, okay? But, you know what I'm saying, if you haven't fought anybody, you can't be somebody. That's the whole premise of boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing against Bud Crawford, but if you don't fight the fights, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just, you looked at differently. You know what I'm saying? Look at Boots. You know what I'm saying? Boots haven't fought nobody yet. He fought some good step up fights. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't get Errol, if you don't get Terence Crawford, if you don't get the names, guess what? We'll be saying the same shit about him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, people don't want to hear that because they love your boy so much. But it's all the same. It ain't no hate. You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth, and people hate to hear the truth. Courtney Thomas said, "I'm glad he got to be." He said, I'm like he got to be talking about EJ." Yeah, he's talking about EJ. JV says, "Is Mike?" He said, "Is he Mikey Garcia when Mikey was considered top 10 pound for pound? Is he Mikey Garcia when Mikey Garcia was Yeah, right. Right. Well, Mikey was a four-division champion. You know what I'm saying? Mikey actually was a damn good boxer. You know what I'm saying? I knew who Mikey Garcia was before I knew where he came out before Errol Spence Jr. So I was a Mikey Garcia fan before I was a Errol Spence Jr. fan. You know what I'm saying? And Mikey, he was beating people asses and stuff. But just like Adrian Bronner, he just stepped up a little bit too far. He just bit off. See when you beating up motherfuckers and they not that good, say yeah, you look good, but then you come across another special fighter, then he make you look like what Errol did to Mikey Garcia. That's how you look. And that's what I'm trying to tell Bud fans, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you look good against everybody. You cannot convince them that he's fought lesser competition, and they know he did. So, you stepping up now to a 50-50 fight after all those years of fighting C-level, B-level fighters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you look good against them, but it's a reason why you didn't fight Jerron Boots Ennis. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a low risk, that's a high risk, low reward fight. No, dude, you need legacy. You need legacy fights on your record to be considered the Bud we think you are. You know what I'm saying? That's not hate. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Errol fight Jerron Boots Ennis. That's the difference between real boxing fans and the fans that Bud fans, the fake Bud fans who think everybody want to see Bud lose. No, we want to see everybody fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I shit the way Bud acting, I would hope that he move aside so EJ could fight Boots and Bud just going into the Hall of Fame on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So Dungeon Talks says Spence been collecting the belts, Bud just been defending one. Exactly. And see, my thing is you can't be that dude that's sitting back saying you the best and you ain't trying to push, you're not trying to move the division forward by cleaning it out. You know what I'm saying? You just kicking back. You know what I'm saying? That's my problem with Bud, because I have no problem with him saying that he's pound for pound number one, but I want him to go out there when he's get called upon by a challenger and I go out there and whip their ass. I want EJ to do the same thing. I want him to fight Boots next. If he beats Terence Crawford, I want him to fight Boots next until he get defeated or he goes undefeated. One loss don't mean shit, people. You know what I'm saying? We just got these new boxing fans here that don't know shit about boxing. You know what I'm saying? Rip to you know what I'm saying, Roger Mayweather. A lot of you dudes out there, y'all so in your emotion because you're a fan of one fighter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if your fighter lose or not. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that motherfucker is lesser than the guy he fought. I mean, they could fight again and that fighter could win. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. See, now we live in a time where you just fight one time and say, "Oh, that fighter's better than this one." No, bro. No, I mean he was better on that night. You know what I'm saying? So he's Courtney Thomas says Derek James said something a few months ago and slid by some people, but he said it meant a lot. He said he said some fighters are made and some are developed. EJ was developed, but was made. Right. It's starting to look that way. You know what I'm saying? It's really starting to look that way. You know what I'm saying? Because unlike a lot of people who think you hate Bud, I mean, I think Bud is a really great fighter, but he don't act like a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? He act like he's trying to protect his but he's trying to project shit out there, and that really pisses me off when a fighter, I've never seen a fighter do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like put shit out there like the other fighter's scared or the other fighter's ducking, and you're supposed to be pound for pound number one. No, nigga, I want to see you get out there and fight the best. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll listen to what the hell you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you sitting back in the cut, holding on one belt, saying nanny nanny boo boo, you need me. I'm like looking at you like, now what's going on with this nigga? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like looking at this nigga like he's talking all this shit and ain't moving nothing in the division. You fighting generic motherfucking welterweights. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? You're supposed to be the baddest in the land. Go out there and fight Jerron Boots. Take him off the table. Go out there and fight Virgil Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? Fight the best in the division. You know what I'm saying? Screw all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? With his fans, with his fake fans, or whatever you want to call them, they don't hold him accountable to shit. You know what I'm saying? And you see EJ, he went and fought all the champions in the league like you supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like you supposed to do. Um, Bud didn't go and fight Ugas. He could have fought Ugas. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't want to take the risk. I mean, what these guys, I know they see this. If you're a real boxing head, I know you see that, you know what I'm saying? But they want to protect this dude, you know what I'm saying? And that's not what boxing is all about. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to protect Hearns from Sugar Ray Leonard. Nobody wanted to protect Sugar Ray Leonard from Hearns. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't all this bullshit about Sugar Ray don't want to fight Hearns. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no Marvin Hagler, you know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Leonard should, let protect the Sugar Ray Leonard from Marvin Hagler. You know what I'm saying? So we just got this new dynamic of fans who are emotionally attached to these dudes, and it's like they're trying to put their little bullshit on everybody else, on real boxing fans, and that shit is not cool. It's like y'all need your own channels, you need your own situation where y'all could go over there and cry all day about, you know what I'm saying, stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is JV says Mikey was scared to get to get off his work. Oh yeah, Mikey was scared to get off his work versus EJ. He said, but mine would change when he's in the ring with Spence. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe like he will switch on, and he better. You know what I'm saying? He better, because you know how EJ coming out, you know what I'm saying? So he better come, you know what I'm saying, with his mindset right. You know what I'm saying? His mind better be right when he get in the ring with EJ, you know what I'm saying? Pretty sure it will, you know what I'm saying, because he never fought this caliber of opponent, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure he's preparing himself because he's been working out since April, since the Ugas fight, you know what I'm saying, at least. And Courtney Thomas says EJ learned something from each fight. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say, you know what I'm saying, like back when he fought Kell Brook, he was beatable. You know what I'm saying? I think Crawford probably would have beat him back then because EJ was still learning a lot. He was still putting his style together. And I think by the time he got up to Danny Garcia, he had stopped putting everything together. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he had fell off from the accident, and you know what I'm saying. Right when everything was coming together, you know what I'm saying. He fell off. He had the accidents and stuff like that. So he had some setbacks that kept him from improving. But each fight that he had gave him something. You know what I'm saying. It gave him that big fight experience. It gave him how to dig deep. You know what I'm saying? It showed him that he needed to be in better shape. Kind of like Bruce Lee when he fought that other master from China, and the guy from China, you know what I'm saying? They were fighting for the rights for him to teach Americans, kung fu, and he went in there and he realized he was not in the best shape. He could have did better. And that's EJ. He's winning these fights, but he know he could do better. You know what I'm saying? So he went in there and he fought Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying, having a fat camp, so he knew he could do better. You know what I'm saying? Because he should have knocked Porter out. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't because he didn't do any strength and conditioning, right? So he goes into the Danny Garcia fight after the accident. He knew he could have did better, but he was fucked up from the accident. So now we got an EJ that's hired a nutritionist. You know what I'm saying? He's doing the things he's supposed to as a champion, even though he should have been doing it all along. So James says, how long before EJ says forget it and moves on from Bud demands? He can get a big bag fighting Thurman without hopping through hurdles and salute my brother. What's going on, James? Yeah, you're right about that. That's why he told him I'm taking the easy route, because so he trusts and he does business with PBC pretty no effort, you know what I'm saying? So, and look what we're going through with Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So, just like the clip said, you know what I'm saying, Crawford just say any damn thing, like he acting like Spence afraid, you know what I'm saying, afraid to lose his so he's asking for all his money. Now look what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Just when he said this shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, does he even listen to himself? You know what I'm saying? So Dungeon Talk says, how long? He says, boxer these days want to have that Mayweather record. I mean, that shit don't matter, bro. You're gonna lose if you fighting good dudes. I mean, I hate to tell y'all, say some of your favorite champions like Muhammad Ali, they got multiple losses. You know what I'm saying? Roy Jones Jr. got multiple losses, but not Hopkins was knocked out the ring. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Mayweather, he's just a lucky, Andre Ward was knocked down by Sergey Kovalev, you know what I'm saying? Really, if you ask me, he lost that damn fight. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep fighting top motherfuckers, you're gonna lose, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just that if you avenge, you can come back like Jamel Charlo. You know what I'm saying? He got a draw, luckily, but he came back. Well, no, he lost the belt actually to Tony Harrison, right? So he came back and he avenged the loss. That's all that matters. Come back, you know what I'm saying? Lose, come back, improve. And that's a great example of what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Spence could go in there and decimate Terence Crawford, or Terence Crawford could go in there and decimate Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? But long as they come back for the rematch, you know what I'm saying? Any fighter that's a top fighter, because there's a small threshold that separates two great fighters, right? And whoever fights the best strategy or take advantage of the other mistake could win that fight. That could be the thing that swings the pendulum in winning the fight, right? So but you come back in two fights, three fights, you know what I'm saying? Now you know what I'm saying, who the best is, not just from one fight. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. So, that's just how I look at it. So who's real said if it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck, it's a duck. Courtney Thomas says, Bud is all in the water calling EJ out his name when he knew that EJ already had a fight with Ugas, but now he can't find a pin. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? What's going on, Morgan? What's happening, bro?
What's going on, my guy?
Oh, nothing much, nothing much. What's happening? What's happening
So I
with it?
just been tuning in, bro. Loving what you're talking about, and the thing is, you touch on a lot of points. A lot of people don't want to mention because it don't always make their fighter look good.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's funny because 2 days ago I was on Easy Work Boxing, cooking him pretty good, just off pure logic and facts, and had a lot of his fans that was in his live chat saying, he on this platform cooking you. But it wasn't even just about me cooking him because I think he a good dude. But the thing
Mm-hmm.
is, we both, like me and you, we could find some negative in any fighter, but we'll keep it real
Mm-hmm.
about it. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of these Bud fans, they will dismiss everything you mentioned, from resumes to this and that. Like, this man told me, he says, well, I'm gonna kill you with this by saying um uh Earl's resume is better than Terence. He says, I do this all the time to people. I said, all right, give me what you got, right? This man tells me word for word. Right now, still up on his channel, bro. He says word for word. He said, this, I'm going to show you his resume better. I'm going to take 4 fighters from Earl. I said, first of all, why do you got to take any fighters for somebody to prove their resume is good? He said, just let me do it. All right. He takes Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Ugas, and Danny Garcia, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, now you name me another fighter that Earl has on his resume that's either ranked better, has more status than anybody else that Terence done fought. I said, oh, that's easy. Mikey Garcia. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
Man,
because
man.
it's like they got a think tank, you know what I'm saying, for talking points or something, like, kind of like some kind of political think tank. They trying to think, hey, how can we poke holes and make narratives and shit? I'm like, why is that? That don't make no damn sense. Because the truth is the truth, bro.
Yeah,
The truth always going to be, all you have to do is tell the truth and know what you're talking about, right?
that's
So
100%.
they can make up whatever they want. Like they keep saying, how many undefeated fighters did? I mean, they keep saying this weird shit. Then they keep forgetting Mikey Garcia was undefeated. So they keep saying Bud fought all undefeated fighters, more undefeated fighters than EJ. And I'm like, bro, how many? Who did Earl fight that was undefeated? I was like, bro, undefeated don't mean shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It only
What was
means
your
that you go
Yeah,
ahead.
like you said, I'm agreeing with you, like you say, but you could be undefeated, but what's your status like while you're undefeated? Mikey Garcia was
Hmm.
number 4 on the pound for pound list when Earl fought him? You see what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, that
right,
means something. Not only are you undefeated, but you're looked at in the world as one of the best ever at that time. You see what I'm saying?
right. And
So,
people were saying that Mikey's smarter, smarter boxer than EJ. They were saying, you know, that Mikey, you know what I'm saying, boxing IQ was, you know, way better than EJ. You know, people they thought Mikey was gonna beat EJ. They really did.
And that's the
You
thing.
know?
And that's the thing to what you're saying, bro. That's what make the Mikey Garcia and Errol thing so fascinating at that time. Regardless what me and you and others that have the higher IQ know, as in we're just not fans of somebody, like how what he say? Well, I'm picking Mikey just because he's Mikey. But you
Right.
got all this boxing knowledge. You actually live the sport. You're a living legend, and you pick it Mikey just because he's Mikey. No breakdown. What makes me mad with these Terence Crawford fans is not the fact that you think Bud can beat Errol. It's the fact you have no logic behind it. It's all emotions. Like if you listen to most
Mm-hmm.
Bud fans, they don't tell you why they think Bud gonna win. They don't tell you how they think Bud gonna win, how they see Bud winning, as in like visually. It's just, oh, he's gonna kill him. He's gonna scrape him because Earl hasn't been this since the car accident. They still blaming the car accident.
Right. Well, they were hoping. The weird thing is, they were hoping that EJ was more messed up than he was. You see, what I'm saying
Exactly.
that was sad to me that they don't want the man to be at his best. You know what I'm saying, when he's facing Bud Crawford or Danny Garcia, because if you think about it, even Bud fell into that shit because he went to the Danny Garcia fight just to be on site in case EJ got knocked out. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? And what happened was, you know what I'm saying, he got sadly disappointed. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to see what Errol looked like after that car crash. You know what I'm saying? And he knew Danny Garcia could crack, and he wanted to see EJ get knocked the fuck out. And it didn't happen for him. As a matter of
Uh-huh.
fact, he got ran out of Texas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because
No,
they were talking.
like you said, Earl. Remember in that same video, Earl was damn near in the middle of his post conference. I mean, his post fight win in the ring, and he told the people in the crowd, chill out." Remember, he told them to chill out.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
leave that nigga alone. You see what I'm saying? Let
Right,
him live. Leave him alone. You see what I'm saying?
right.
So
Now,
they don't realize how big EJ is. You see what I'm saying? Like when it comes to Nebraska, I'm in Nebraska all the time. I just got back from Nebraska 2 weeks ago. My son travels down there to play ball all the time. But when it
mhm,
comes to Nebraska and Texas, it's not even close. See, Earl run Texas. Bud run Nebraska too, don't get me wrong. But when it comes down to, you gonna see Bud in Texas before you see Earl in goddamn Nebraska. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Even if it's just vacation.
and Omaha is fucked up. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I've been through there. You know, I drive. I'm a
Yep.
truck driver,
Yep.
and I be through. Man, Omaha. I'm glad Bud is doing what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? That makes him a great man. But Omaha's fucked up, bro. The roads are fucked up. Everything is fucked up in Omaha. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. So,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? They do not need to take that fight to Omaha. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't shit there. You know what I'm saying? They need some reconstruction up in that motherfucker because it's terrible.
Through the whole city.
It's terrible. But yeah, but to get back to what you were saying about Sugar Ray Leonard, he was covering one of EJ fights when he fought Phil Greco.
The Greco. Yep. Yep. Yep.
The Greco. And
Yep.
you
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So for him to, you know what I'm saying, say, you know, pick Mikey because you know, these fighters are very competitive, you know, even when they're not in the same era. You know what I'm saying? They have, you know, certain uh they got certain biases, you know what I'm saying, against the
Mm-hmm.
dude who is the man at the moment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Uh-huh.
starting to see that, you know what I'm saying, with Roy Jones Jr., with Bernard Hopkins, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to acknowledge this dude, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he's not flashy, you know. I mean, Bernard Hopkins wasn't flashy. You
He
know
was
what I'm
technical. He
saying?
was a technician as well.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Ward, you know, Andre Ward wasn't. He was a fundamental
Uh-huh.
dude. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? I don't understand. And they see Prince Nazim get fucked up by Antonio Barrera. What's his name?
Barrera. Yep.
Barrera?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So fundamentals. All he did was use fundamentals against all that flashy shit, all them hooks and all that speed and all that, you know what I'm saying, power. You know, that shit wasn't nothing against a fundamental fighter. You know what I'm saying? That's coming straight forward, you know what I'm saying, blocking shit to beat
Yep.
your ass. And
Yep.
I'm telling y'all, you know what I'm saying, all that fancy shit, you know what I'm saying, it depends on what kind of experience you have, who you fought, and
Yep.
see. Terence Crawford ain't never fought nobody on this level. You know what I'm saying? And I know they haven't been watching boxing as long as a lot of us have, but your boy is probably about to get his ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? Real bad. You know what I'm saying? And size matter. They don't understand that.
Hey, and to what you're saying, bro, let me add this to it too, right? Now think about this. You want to hear something scary, bro?
Go ahead.
I remember me and you talked our last time on, we had a couple guys on, we was cooking pretty good, right? And I remember I brought this up. I said, listen, I'm going to tell you what I believe. And the more I say this, the more we see it coming out closer this fight get, right? I'm starting to believe that a lot of these fans, a lot of these fighters are picking Terence Crawford only for Crawford to make the actual fucking fight. A lot of these motherfuckers know Terence is a diva. And with Terence already leaning on that, I'm leaning on that, I'm already going into the Hall of Fame shit. These fighters that been these ex-professional fighters, they know that Terence Crawford technically doesn't have to take the fight. So they're boosting his ego. Oh, he'll do this. He'll do that. Oh, yeah, it's not even close. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, he's just different. There's something special about him. All to get the fight. Now, I say that because the more and more you watch these interviews now, Tarver's starting to change his answer to a degree. Not change as in switch on Bud, but now it's, oh, no, Earl's something special. Let me tell you that now. When you start listening to Tim Bradley, shit, the other day, Tim Bradley had a breakdown. The majority of his breakdown was giving Errol props. But it ended with, well, I don't know, man. I just still think Bud can get him. But it's really a 50-50 fight. If I got to pick, I'm going to pick Errol. But before that, remember that? A couple months ago, he going to stop Errol. He going to stop Errol. Trust me. It's easy. He going to stop Errol. He going to stop Errol. It's nothing. I see it coming. It's easy. But see, now that the fight getting closer, and they don't have to sugarcoat shit no more because the deal's already damn near made. It's hard to pull out now. Now you're starting to see how they truly feel. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Roy Jones is letting off the gas on Bud so much, saying it's a 50-50 fight because, Earl a pressure cooker. He a pressure cooker. He could do this. He could do that. I just think Terence Crawford, yeah, okay, I understand that. But why go from you thinking he'll beat this man up and drop him and put him down within fucking 4 to 7 rounds? But now it's, I don't know, man. Terence, he's going to have to be on this game too because Earl ain't no slouch. I can see ways Earl could stop him too. See, now they're giving Earl credit now that the fight is damn near made. It's like they got a baby talk Crawford into taking the fight because they know he doesn't have to take it because technically he's going to be pound for pound anyway. I mean, not pound for pound, but he's going to be a Hall of Famer anyway. Now he's not going to be first ballot with that weak ass resume he got, but he's still going to eventually get in there. You see what I mean? But he hasn't fought enough guys to where he's going to ride in on that first ballot shit. You see what I'm saying? Because they also look at who you fought to get you in there quicker. It ain't just because you went because you was undisputed. They could look at that. Yeah, you was undisputed, but wasn't nobody there when you won.
Well, I also be thinking that these motherfuckers, they analysts too. They got podcasts and they don't want to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of want to back it up. You know what I'm saying? Because Roy Jones Jr. I don't know. He's not the best speaker. He tried to play both sides. Shit, you know what I'm saying? So, they haven't perfected. Paulie is good at that shit, so he could talk his ass off. And what I'm saying? But you got to have them skills, you know what I'm saying, to be able to not seem biased, you know what I'm saying, and try to keep it 50-50 so your analyzation, be on point. And I think with Tim Bradley, he's trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? So if he is wrong, you know what I'm saying, he don't look so fucked up that I don't know shit about boxing.
No,
he know it's coming.
You hit it right. Keep going though, bro. Keep cooking. But you hit it right on the head with what you just said. Like you said, they trying to cover their own ass with 2 hands in case that storyline flips.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because if EJ go out there, let's say EJ go out there and just falloom, you know what I'm saying, Terence Crawford, like he ain't even supposed to be in the ring. Now they look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know what the hell they talking about, and they boxing analysts. So who the hell gonna listen to y'all? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? After you done got the biggest fight wrong, you know what I'm saying? So now you looking stupid. Now you got to eat crow on your podcast or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You forced to admit it at that time. Ain't no hide no more. You can't hide it no more because you said. Think about it. First of all, you want to hear the. Now we all know Earl don't talk much, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you want to hear the realest shit Errol said out of a million things he said? Do you want to hear the most simplistic thing he said, but was the most standout realest shit he said? And I know when I say it, you're gonna be like, hell yeah. You know what the realest shit he said was?
Lay it on.
We gonna see who holding up the fight when I get that third belt. See all that talking shit you was doing when 80% of the time you was talking shit about me, I was already signed to fight somebody else. Or like I got like me and Easy was talking the other day, Easy Work boxing. I said, well, if you keep going back with this 5 years, he had to wait for the fight. Why the fuck didn't Bob Arum ever send nothing over? Because the fight is clearly happening because of Errol Spence and Al Heyman and them. I said, so why didn't he never send nothing over? Why you in Jamaica in the ocean looking for the goddamn big fish and not in your goddamn promoter and people office getting that paper over to the big fish?
Right. Because, Bud think he's some kind of puppet master. You know what I'm saying? He think he's some kind of slick dude when it's not that serious, bro. Shit is not that complex. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? We looking at you, dude. You know what I'm saying? You haven't fought, the best dudes in the welterweight division. So how are you getting over on the fans? Besides, we see you fighting those generic welterweights, right? So that's not really getting over on nobody. Nobody is fooled by what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You sat back, for the last 3 or 4 years, fighting the Amir Khans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nobody wants to shit on you, bro, but Amir Khan don't give you much weight. Mean Machine don't give you much weight. Not trying to hate on you, but you're supposed to be fighting the Boots, the Jerron Boots the Jerron Boots Ennis of the divisions. You're supposed to be fighting the Virgil Ortiz of the divisions. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to fight the best, you know what I'm saying? Ugas, you're supposed to take care of that side. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't. So, I don't know who the hell he think he's fooling, you know what I'm saying? Or his fans, you know what I'm saying, who keep saying, these guys supposed to be great. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just like looking at them like, man, what the hell y'all talking about? Dungeon Talk says
not only oh, go ahead, bro. You said what?
Oh, I was just gonna read. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Not only that, but think about this, bro. Bob Arum said it best. We have the best matchmakers in boxing. He said it best, bro. Think about it. At the end of the day, they treated Terence like a prospect fighter his whole career, bro. Think about this. He fought, even at the damn near 147, when it comes to like top elite American fighters, at 147, how many did he fight? He just fought Sean Porter, and he had to be forced to make that fight. He was going to be stripped if he didn't fight that fight. You see what I mean? And I don't care what nobody say, bro. I'm not giving him credit for that Sean Porter fight. It's not that because I felt it's not because I think he could have lost. No, it's not. It's not that deep. The fact is, Sean Porter said on numerous occasions he was done. Errol Spence took a lot out of him, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But then you turn around and you get with your friend and you get a bag before you leave. Y'all hustled the sport of boxing. And I'm not mad at that, bro. I respect that because that's your homie. Get a bag. You helped him get a bag and get out the game. I respect that. You see what I mean? But I'm never going to credit you for that win. Especially even nowadays, you got a lot of Terence Crawford fans are real too. You just got to run into the right ones, right? Even they say, Sean Porter wasn't hurt, and his dad stopped the fight. He wasn't hurt, bro. One of them was a flash knockdown. The other one, he caught him clean. He got hit. He got buzzed, got dropped. He wasn't done, bro. So that's why when they was trying to interview Earl when he was walking out, the Earl was like, man, he got all of that war shit on. You should let him fight. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that was the easiest way out because you can't blame Sean Porter. You can't blame Sean Porter for his dad throwing in the towel. You can't because his dad made that happen. So you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. And I hear people say Sean was hurt. He wasn't hurt, bro. Think about it. When he got dropped that last time, he displayed his true frustration. Hitting the canvas, breathing like pissed off, breathing like mad. He was upset he actually ran into that shot and got dropped the second time. His dad didn't even never give him a chance to recover. I mean, as in from a buzz. He was okay, bro. I'm not saying Terence wasn't going to finish him off, but give Terence that opportunity to look even more superior by finishing him off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They robbed Terence. They robbed Terence Porter more than they robbed Sean. They robbed Terence Crawford that night more than they robbed Sean Porter. Because Terence Crawford had enough in the tank to do what we know he could have done. It just, I hate that his dad stopped it.
Yeah.
I hate the
And
fact that they make it seem like Sean. You would think, man, they make it seem like Sean quit. That's how they make it seem like. They make it seem like, oh, you know, his dad threw in the towel. They just make it seem like Sean didn't just want no more work. That his dad just had to throw in the towel. That's what they make it seem like. And I feel like I think people like forget, but his dad said that he was going to stop the fight anyway.
In the beginning, bro. You're right. That's sad that his dad said that.
When have you ever seen?
Let me say this real quick, Pool, and I'm gonna let you ride it out because I know you got some cooking. I just want to feed what he said because I know you're gonna feel this too, right? Now, but then remember when Derrick James did that interview and said, how Derrick James basically said they knew Sean Porter wasn't hurt, and Sean was so pissed off at his dad he didn't talk to him for a while. Now, don't get me wrong, Derrick did say he still ain't talked to him, but I think he was more saying that he was just so pissed off he was basically like, fuck you, dad, for a little bit, because Sean knew that his dad knew he wasn't hurt, and his dad did pull the Macho Camacho move. It was bigger than, oh, I'm not gonna let my son this and that. No, if your son is truly not a gatekeeper in the sport, and think about it, if his son beats Terence Crawford, he beat a number one pound for pound. Now he has the belt again, and everything would have benefited Sean Porter to the max. Ain't no person in this thing stopping their son from going out on his shield, long as he's not taking brutal punishment. Now, if he was taking brutal punishment like Ugas was, then I could see his dad throwing in the towel and saving his son, as in his son is his fighter. But Sean, he just got beat up in certain parts of the fight. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting brutally just destroyed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So shit. When have you ever seen Sean Porter beat on the damn canvas? You know what I'm saying? I mean, the whole shit was like an act or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just getting up and be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I tell people, you know, when he prepared for EJ, he prepared for 6 months, bro. He really wanted to win that fight. You know what I'm saying? When he trained for Bud, he trained in his backyard. You know what I'm saying? He trained in his backyard for that fight. You know what I'm saying? So you could tell he wasn't serious. He had about 6 or 5 different trainers to get ready for EJ. See what I'm saying? So they know all this stuff.
He said he had 3 camps for EJ. And don't get me wrong. It looked like he did too. You get what I'm saying?
I mean,
don't get me wrong. When we watched the fight live that time, it looked like it was close. Don't get me wrong, because Porter is busy. But I done watched that fight probably 12, 15 times. And if you go back and watch that fight, you got so many people saying, man, with the first fight, when I first saw it, I thought it was close. But then when you go back and watch that fight, Earl beat him like 9-3, 8-4 at best. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sean Porter was just so busy, but he was missing he couldn't throw a goddamn volleyball in the ocean. He was missing hella shit. Now he caught him clean too, don't get me wrong.
The thing is, he was eating shots and he kept going. He was eating shots and he just kept going. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give a shit because he knew he had trained so hard he was going to win by attrition. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to win by attrition because he knew his conditioning was so goddamn good. You know what I'm saying? You train for 6 months for a motherfucker, you're gonna try to outlast him. You know what I'm saying?
At least that.
Right. He was burning that
fight, man. Spence wasn't, you know, Spence explained what he did for that camp. He said he was playing a video game, and then when the media came, he'll do a few push-ups. You know, do a little something. As soon as they left, he'll play the video game again. Like, but for
that
him
was a fat boy. That was a fat boy camp
like that.
Yep.
That's
it's kind of like what Crawford did to Gamboa. He underestimated Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? And so he had to go out there and he had to like really bite down to win that fight because he underestimated. And Errol Spence Jr. did not respect Porter. You know what I'm saying? He didn't respect his abilities. You know what I'm saying? Or what he could do in the ring. What they told him, he said he fight like a out of shape street fighter, in shape street fighter. That's what he said about what's going on, Emmanuel 7 Lion? What's going on, my brother? And Mills Lane, what's going on? He says, Bud just said, if everything goes right, it's going down in November. Yeah, I saw that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard about that? The fight going down in November?
Yeah. Hey, Camille, in the comments, Camille Rajput, you right, bro. If I said your name wrong, too, my bad, bro. But like you said, Kenny Porter just wanted to show that he called the shots, and he's been doing it. Honestly, I feel sorry for Sean Porter, man. And I know his dad just overwhelmingly just really loves the guy. You know what I mean? But you could just tell from how his dad treats him as a grown man that as a kid, I might have damn near ran away, bro. Or I would have went to my grandma's house, man. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be a grown man and you still talk to me like I'm fucking 7 years old.
Yeah.
Because I don't care how much you love me. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, if I'm wrong, my father, correct me or guide me. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm your son, no matter how old I get. But the way he talks to this man on a public platform, it's just utterly, totally disrespect. How he took the mic at that fight saying he didn't train, he didn't do this, he just didn't do this. That's so disrespectful to say. Not even for your fighter, but especially as your son.
And I would have fired his ass right then and there.
I'd have fired him on the microphone, bro. Like you said, I'd have fired his ass right there on the microphone in front of everybody watching.
Yeah, he be dominating Sean ass. Johnson Pansy, thank you for that 99-cent super sticker. I appreciate it.
That's why that dude said that, he was that's why Derrick James said that Sean ain't talked to his dad since the fight.
Yeah.
It's been it had been like 6 months since Sean had talked to his dad. And his dad, he knew he fucked up. But you know how dads be, man. Shout out to Town and everybody on the thing. Shout out to the chat room too. If you
Nitty G,
hit that subscribe button as well.
Yeah, y'all subscribe for sure. Hey, Nitty G in the chat, like you said, bro. Like you said, Nitty G in the chat. EJ wasn't even focused. That's the sad part, bro. We ain't even seen a dedicated Earl. We ain't seen a dedicated Earl since back when he was fighting Chris Algieri and them.
Nah,
you see what I'm saying?
Since he was fighting Ocampo, that was his last.
You see what I'm saying? Like he been having fat boy camps. As in, like he said, I couldn't even do no core workout. All I could do was basically lose weight for the fight. I couldn't do no real strength training or everything.
He said 50% of him is better than all these fighters right there. But see, that's why I said when the people lose their hunger, when the motherfuckers start making that bread, they lose their hunger. And see. That accident was the best and the worst thing that happened to Herb because he showed him that shit can be gone in the blink of an eye. And
100%,
where he was just letting go.
Hey, I'm gonna let you take this comment, bro. This is. Don't you get tired of this? I'm gonna let you take this comment. You see it?
It says someone explain how someone with a trash resume like Crawford has been considered pound for pound. Which fight solidified him as pound for pound? He fought all his fighters after they was washed up. Actually. He fought everybody that was put in front of him. He's beat past champions. He's fought Gamboa was a pound for pound great when he fought him. He
wasn't on the pound for pound list though.
I'm saying, but he was a pound for pound fighter though. Like
as a top fighter at the time. I got you. Okay, got you, bro.
Yeah, he was one of the top people. You know what I'm saying? It was him, Mikey Garcia, and Wambon that ruled that division. And all of them could have been considered pound for pound, but you got people like Floyd Mayweather and shit. They ain't gonna put them above, but them motherfuckers was talked about. They were superstars. And like I said, Crawford beat some good fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if he beat washed fighters, he still beat the fighters. He fought the fighters before he got the welterweight. He fought everybody that would fight him. And he beat them. I mean, he unified the daggone 140 division. So we can't say nothing about it. Like now in the 147, he hasn't took the fights that we want to see him fight, but he hasn't lost as well either. And he has fought champions, even though we don't consider them champions, but he's fought the champions. He cleaned out a whole division. Once you clean out a whole division, I don't care who you is, that makes you pound for pound right there. Clean out a whole division. Because
hold on. Shout out to Scott. Shout out to Scott Bishop, man, a real Bud fan here. He said, I like Spence, but I just think Bud is that bro who will find a way to get it done. He brings all kind of smoke. I like him.
I'm fine with like I said, you can't blame a fighter because everybody else is suck. Like, if everybody else in my division suck, if I dominate that division, you can't blame me. Especially if I dominate in great fashion.
Exactly. That's a fact. And that's why with me, bro, no matter, even though I got Earl stopping this man. That is what I got. That's just me.
Yeah, he's gonna stop him because he hasn't had the fights. Like
Right.
in welterweight, he had a chance to make the
Man,
fights.
hey, say
He's
that
had
shit
the
again.
chance to make it.
Say that again, bro. That's what people not
He
getting,
had
bro.
he had the chance to make the fights that he need to increase his
Man,
skill, but he
that's what they
didn't
not
choose
ready
to
to
do
listen
it.
to. They not
See,
ready to hear you on that.
look, he tried to act like a diva, and he feel like, well, I'm the top. They gotta beat me. It ain't
Yep.
about them beating you. It's about progressing yourself. Like
Exactly.
if you don't test yourself or progress yourself, then you won't know how great you truly can be. What is
Exactly.
greatness if
Man, oh
greatness
my
is not
God, bro.
tried?
But
I,
again, like you said, this is why I don't get what you're saying, bro. Everything you said is not opinion, it's factual. Okay? And that's what they're not getting because a lot of Bud fans, besides my man who just said that, Scott Bishop, I mess with you, and it's a few other Bud fans in here I mess with because y'all keep it real no matter what. But that's what people don't realize. It's about you continuously progressing. That's like me. If I spar every single day with a prime Mike Tyson, but you spar on with a dude that's in your grade that ain't never boxed before, when it come time for war, who the fuck is ready more? It ain't
you're
about
not
just
gonna learn them
skills.
tricks and trades that you need to get by.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he's been inactive. Yeah,
Why
he's
you
been
think
inactive.
when Floyd was training, he got Earl? Like, why you think people spar champions? Like when people coming up, they spar against champions. They know the champions gonna whoop their ass, but they love to get a chance to spar against champions because they sparring against people that's better than them. And when you fight against people that's better than you, then you get to learn the tricks of the trade. So when you're
Exactly.
fighting against champions, you're learning tricks from them champions while they're beating your ass. You're learning. So it's victory in defeat.
Yep.
That's what
It's
people
iron
don't
sharp.
realize. It's a
It's
victory
basically
in
iron
defeat.
sharpening iron.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly. You can't
the only
sharpen iron with
What's
a dirt
going
rock.
on, Trill? Y'all subscribe to Trill Will, man. He got some great content. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the you know what I'm saying, best members of the LDBC. What's going on, Trill?
Hey,
What's
what's up
up,
with it?
Trey Will?
Pool
What's up,
County.
Trill?
What's up with it, fellas? What's happening with it, man?
You know,
Hey,
Upper Echelon already
hey,
sold the sign too.
Pool County. I had to get on somebody's neck. They was talking shit, talking reckless about you the other day, man.
Oh, really?
Some weird ass delusional Bud Dick Rider channel. Like I can deal with like people who have a good opinion about Bud and Errol Spence. That's cool. But when you make a whole channel about misinformation and telling lies and capping and lying and leaving out facts and shit, and like for instance, you remember the whole interview when Bud and Errol was in front of Bob Arum and they was talking about making the fight back there behind stage. He's taking bits and pieces of the video saying stupid shit. Then he started saying stupid shit about you. So I had to get on his ass. Pause.
So
But see,
you know all that means is I made it. That's all
that
it
means you
means. You know what
popping
I'm
right now. That all you doing is
Yeah.
getting Pool County more views.
Exactly.
Because
You
people
fucking
gonna come
weirdo.
check out and see who did it. But see, if you gotta build yourself off the back of somebody else, then dude, you don't got what you got going.
Right.
You
That's
know what I'm saying?
weird, bro. That's
Hey, let
weird
me
What's
as
ask you
going
fuck.
on,
guys
Renee?
something. Let me
What's
ask
going
you
on,
guys
Renee
something.
Box Young? What's going on? Y'all subscribe to Renee Box Young, man. He really got some great content over there. I love to listen to him
For sure.
and his take on boxing, man. What's going on, Renee?
Hey, hey,
If you
peep
want to
this
come
too,
up.
y'all. Think about this, right? It's fighters. Terence Crawford, like I said, I mentioned it earlier. You hear Derek. The thing is, they making Derek James more and more ruthless. See, Derek James don't talk much, but Derek James one of them people to say
And Errol and them, they watch everything. They both
exactly
watch. Because I
right.
mean, Derek James on my Instagram, and he pays attention to all that shit. They use it as
Yeah,
board material.
yeah. But see,
All
look
that
at
shit is board material.
right, and look at this, right, and that's exactly what it is. See, this the thing is, see, Terence Crawford don't realize he preparing for two fucking animals that night. Not only motherfucking Spence, but Derek James too, because he's a brainiac. You see what I'm
And he
saying?
ain't got no help
Derek
with
James will
Bomac.
break your ass down from that corner. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Hey,
He
you
what
know
you
what?
don't see.
But Bomac is asking Bud, what do you see? What do you want to do?
Exactly. That's
Well,
why
if
I
you
said
want to throw the
Bomac is
left,
no
throw
help.
it. If you want to throw the left, throw it. If you don't. See, the thing is, that's why I love Derek James. How many times have you heard Derek James in an interview
He
say,
don't ask
I'm
nothing.
not a
When you
fan?
come,
How many times have you heard Derek James say in this interview, I am not a fan of Earl or Charlo. I'm their coach.
That's what he
Bomac
exactly.
said.
is
He tells them exactly what they.
Bomac is Bud's number one fan. He be
Exactly.
asking him
You
shit. He
heard
ain't
what
telling him
you
nothing.
heard? Did you hear what Derek James told him after he beat Ugas? Everybody else was like, "Good fight, good fight." Derek James said,
He said,
"We
get
need to
your
step
ass
back
back
and
in the
relax."
gym.
We got some more shit to
Yeah,
work
you
on.
got shit to
Yep.
work on. He
Yep.
Hey,
congratulated
matter
him
of
and
fact,
shit.
bro, you just summarized everything I said why I think Bud's gonna get beat by Errol Spence.
Yeah.
Because of the fact, I'm telling y'all, the thing that's going to be the
And every
biggest thing to
time
get
they come
exposed
back,
in this fight, when they get exposed in this fight, it's going to get exposed of how the level of competition each one of them has faced during their
Yep.
progressive
And the
careers.
coaching skills. It's going to show that they can't make adjustments.
Right. It's
Like,
gonna show the coaching skills, gonna show the ability in the ring. It's gonna show the level of competition where they fight, where they putting themselves to the test. Can they measure up when they get in
and the
hot
fucked
water?
up
What
shit about
happens
it,
when they
right?
get in trouble? But I promise y'all gonna see a different Errol Spence. It's not gonna be the same one everybody used to seeing because they're in the lab working on mistakes. Bud
Exactly.
got
That's
motherfuckers.
See,
all.
right
Man,
now,
they
Bud got
working
that
on
motherfuckers
Earl,
mistakes
around
like a
him
that
mug.
Earl that
pumping
y'all
it.
seen versus Ugas,
I'm
that
telling
was
y'all,
an Earl
y'all
that
not
was
gonna see
damn near
that.
3 years out the ring.
Y'all
And you
not gonna
know,
see
but
that.
That
Y'all not gonna
and
see that Earl
Bernard
again. That dude
and
dead, bro.
Bernard told on himself in the interview. He said, "You are who your opponents are." Right? That's
Yeah.
what he
Right.
said. And I was like, "What the hell? That just
Bernard,
contradicts."
he
Go ahead.
contradicted himself that whole guy. I thought the man was drunk, bro.
I
Bernard
know.
Hopkins just don't
Most
like
of these
Earl.
people
And
that be
then when
Earl
the
contradicting,
came
dude
at
they been
challenged
drunk.
him,
look. Earl
then when the
came at
dude,
Bernard, and him and Bernard been beefing since then. But I
Yep.
got the video dropping on Bernard tomorrow too. I had to add him to the Why They Hate Spence series.
Yeah, I'm sure
Bro,
gonna
Just
watch
that's a
it
like,
too.
dope ass series too, bro.
I'm
That's a
sure
dope
yeah,
gonna watch
series.
it.
yeah,
I
man.
done
I
watched
got
all of
4
them
of them
so
done
far.
already. I'm gonna finish the other 5 of them up this week. I'm gonna finish probably
Hey,
2 up
you know,
tomorrow.
do you know what we really ain't talking about, bro? Do you know what we really ain't, me and Poole touched on a little while ago? But you know what, y'all, we really ain't touching on that these Bud fans ain't thinking about?
What?
Crawford ain't never been under them French fry lights, bro. He ain't never been in the situation he about to be on that night he fight Earl. As in just the crowd, the
Nah,
attendance, that many
when he
people
went over there and
there,
fought in
the
England, it was a
pressure.
big crowd. It was a big
No,
crowd when he went
that's
over there.
not the same, bro. He was so early he was so early into his career that it wouldn't have mattered. You see what I'm saying? He had
Yeah,
enough
that's a
talent to
fact.
go over there and beat that man. I'm talking
That's a
about
fact.
going into a 50-50 fight or a 60-40 fight the other guy's way. And you ain't never been on that big stage. And you don't have the resume behind you to show you truly even ready for this war. You see what I'm saying?
See,
Just the lights alone can fuck you over
no,
if
but
you ain't mentally ready
this
for it.
was gonna get Crawford right here. This was gonna get Crawford. See, Crawford, he's starting to doubt himself. Once you doubt yourself, you've already
Yep.
lost.
Yep.
You've
Hey,
already lost.
hey,
Once you
do y'all know what Errol Spence's greatest weapon is? His
his
greatest weapon is
confidence in
taking your
himself.
strength. No, his Errol Spence's greatest weapon is taking away your strength and
Yep.
humbling you by taking it away from you and stopping you. That's what he did to Ugas. That's what he
That's what
did
he
to
does
Kell
to
Brook.
everybody. That's what he went
That's
to
what he
Sean
do to
Porter. He fought
everybody.
Sean Porter in the
Yes,
dugout.
yes, that's the reason why the
That's why
fight
it's in
looked
my
the way
truth.
it did. The
I got
fight
the
looked the
watch.
way it did because he fought Sean Porter's fight. That's why people
Exactly.
keep trying to
And
bring
Sean
that
Porter
fight up. And I'm
told
like,
you.
man, come
Sean
on, bro.
Porter broke it down. He said the difference between Earl and Crawford, Earl takes what you do best and he fights your fight. Crawford, he fights his fight and you got to stop him. See, that's the
Yep,
difference. Earl can
yep.
fight your fight or Earl can fight his fight. And see, the difference is people haven't even seen really the way Earl fights. When he fought
Yep.
Lamont Peterson, he showed
Boxing.
people just think he bulldozed Peterson.
Yeah,
That
he
was
went
classic
down.
skill.
He
He
really
walked him
did
down.
bulldoze him. He boxed Peterson as he was
Yep.
beating.
Yep.
He was putting on a clinic.
He put on a master class against
Yeah,
Peterson.
Mikey
Hey,
Garcia.
y'all,
He did
I
against
want
Mikey
y'all to go
Garcia too.
back on that Peterson fight
Uh-huh.
and watch that last round Spence
you talking about
fought
when he
before they
switched?
called the fight.
Yeah, when he switched it.
Spence even switched to Orthodox.
Yep.
Yeah, he was
And he
switching.
was catching his angles was crazy. Even right before he switched to Orthodox in that last round, he was hitting them from so many different angles. I was like, damn, okay.
And look, and I'm gonna tell you one more thing people didn't notice. Did you see how he would bounce on his toes when he was catching them?
Yep.
Did
Yep.
you see his feet
Yep.
moving when he was doing it?
Yep.
He
Yep.
looked
You see
like
how bad
Charlo, didn't he? He
did you
looked
see
like
did you see
Charlo
how
versus
bad he
Castaño, didn't he?
Yep.
did you see how bad he hurt him when he
not
sat
look
down
at
on his punches?
Yep.
did
Did you
you
see
see
how
the way he
bad he
was
hurt him when he
bouncing?
sat down on
No,
his punches? He made him
but
go to the corner and think about it.
and Lamont Pearson is a swift little fighter. But
Hell yeah, and he
did you
tough as
see how
shit too.
Earl? But look, if you notice, did you notice Earl cut the speed up on that fight? Did you know Earl looked a lot quicker than he did in the damn fight before, and he started bouncing around. He started sitting on the balls of it. He went on the balls of his feet, but he was
He
up on
was.
his
But I'm
tiptoes.
gonna tell y'all this though. He was bullshitting because he liked Lamont Peterson. He
Yeah,
knew he had him
Exactly. He
beat.
showed Peterson a lot of
He
love.
did not
Yep.
lower the boom on
nah, he
Lamont
wasn't putting the
Peterson.
boom on him, but he
He
was putting the
wasn't.
boom on him. Look,
He
he
was.
wasn't
He
putting
was
the
just.
bull. He wasn't
That's
putting
a
the
fact.
boom on him, but he was putting the boom on him.
Well, every now and then,
He
Lamar
was.
Peterson. Every now and then, Lamar Peterson would try to come back. You know what I'm saying? He had to
hit him
let him
behind
know.
his
I'm talking
head
about
or
he
something
hit that
too.
motherfucker one time, made him sit down like he was sitting on the toilet.
No, I'm
Like,
talking about.
Yeah.
I'm
He
talking
put him on
about.
his pocket.
I'm talking
He
about
put him on his
particularly. I'm
pocket.
talking about specifically at the end of the fight when he had him fucked up. You know
yeah,
what I'm
because
saying? He was
dude,
taking.
he was telling Hunter to go ahead and stop the damn fight, man. Hunter
Yeah,
should have been there.
No,
Earl
I'm
That's
just
did.
saying. I'm just saying he wasn't hitting him like that though. He wasn't hitting him
yeah,
like he.
because he respects the man, but he knew the
That's
fight
what
was
I'm
over
saying.
with.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
just
yeah.
waiting for Barry Hunter. He was
And
wondering why Barry Hunter was
Peterson had so much
even
heart.
Derrick James. Derrick James even hollers over and
Yep.
talking about, are you not gonna stop this?
Yeah.
And I saw an interview where he said Lamont helped him in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Helped him
Yep. And
train.
that's
Yeah.
what it was about.
You know what
Yep.
I'm
That's what it
saying?
was about.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
Respect.
tell you one thing about fighters that people don't realize: to be a fucking fighter, you gotta have a motherfucking sharp mentality. You gotta be somewhat of a sociopath. Because
No fact.
as a fighter, you have to be able to cut all your emotions and all that friendship off. You can be friends with a motherfucker, but when it's time to get in that ring, it's war. That damn friendship shit's out the window. It's you versus me. And see, that's a fighter's life is a lonely life because at any given moment you can have to go against a motherfucker that you call your friend. And
Hey, y'all
it's
got a
you
question
and
for
him.
the panel and for the chat. Do y'all think that for this fight, you think Spence should go back to Blu-ray or should he stay with the guy he working with now?
100%.
He can stay. He can stay with
Both.
whoever. He can work with
I think.
whoever.
He's
I think
strong with
both.
Blu-ray,
Hold
right?
on.
But I
I
think he
think
should use both
both.
of them though. He should use
And let
both
me
of them
say
because
why I
one of
think.
them's a
Let me say.
nutritionist. One's
Go
a
exactly.
nutritionist.
Yep.
And
And
the
I
other
say this
dude,
because I say this. And my bad to cut you off, big dog. My thing is this. I'll say both because that nutritionist
that's what I
it had
say.
Errol cutting weight like sliced bread. It was easy for him.
And have Blu-ray give him that damn
Yep.
strength because
Yep.
if you
Yep.
seen in the Ugas fight, Ugas was able to move Spence. Like, he was able to
Yep.
move Spence around a little bit. Now when Blu-ray got you, goddamn got you, ain't nobody gonna move you, boy. You're strong.
You got them bricks, man. The weight. I'm gonna be real with you. Earl is amazing because we give Blu-ray a lot of credit, and I think this is why Earl kind of fell back a little bit. And it's understandable because at the end of the day, no matter what Blu-ray teach you, it got to be in the fighter. It has to be in the fighter. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's Earl 100% doing this shit, but with the training and the knowledge that Blu-ray was getting him on getting stronger, man, that took Earl to a whole different fucking level. And I'm gonna tell you like this: without Blu-ray, the shit Earl gonna do to Crawford is gonna be insane. So if he fuck around and do get Blu-ray, he might fuck around damn near kill that boy in there.
If he get Blu-ray and he got that nutritionist, if he gets Blu-ray and that nutritionist, Crawford don't go past 6. But I'm gonna tell you right there,
I believe that.
5. I'm gonna be real.
That.
Because I'm gonna say like this: that nutritionist is keeping Earl in shape right now.
Oh,
if you look at Earl, Earl look like a motherfucking damn 80s motherfucking construction worker. Nigga got this
every day.
he got that bush ass mustache. He got that bush ass mustache. Yeah, damn thing.
He's focused. He's focused.
Yeah,
that's one thing that's what they don't mention about the Sean Porter fight. They don't mention the fact that Earl even admitted that he wasn't completely focused on that fight.
No, he
was a fat camp
everybody know when Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, and Danny Garcia, he didn't have strength and conditioning. Now, Danny Garcia, he was focused, but he was coming off the accident. But for Mikey Garcia and Sean Porter, he had fat camps and he knew he was better than every welterweight out there. So
yep.
As such. You feel what I'm saying?
The biggest thing that happened to Earl, like you said, the worst, but the most important thing that happened to him was that car accident and him having his son. After he had his son, shit changed completely.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He a hell of a father to them girls. He doing everything. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but ain't nothing like that. There's nothing like that little boy. That he in his mind, it's legacy time now.
Yeah,
come get this work.
Dallas made the lights come on. Dallas made the lights.
That's how it is. That's how it is with my baby boy. You feel me?
No fact, but we're men. We all men, and that's how we feel about anything. We all men. So at the end of the day,
he had that boy everywhere he go. He had that boy.
That baby boy. That's
got him
the
in the gym with him sparring. Got him in the gym with gloves on, lacing them up.
You know, I got my boy in there now. You know, my little boy 8 and the other one 5. My daughter 14. But you know, I was a whole different man once baby boy was born. You feel me?
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a
you know,
little you, man. That's a little you.
And salute to you too, for real with that. You see what I mean?
appreciate it. That little nigga bad as shit though.
That's why we need to keep their asses. That's why we got to keep their asses on.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look,
Trill, you know, one thing when you come over here, you'll never hear me talk about other people's channels. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't give a damn about their channel.
Yeah,
real talk.
You know what I'm saying? I only go to
That's what I
channels.
meant to do.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I
only
meant to
go
do
to
now.
channels.
Nobody else's back.
I only
why I
go to
meant to do
channels
the
I
name,
fuck
bro.
with. I only go to channels I fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
Me
I go
too.
to your
Me
channel.
too.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what the haters say because I don't go to their channel.
I
I
don't
don't
give
even
a
listen
fuck.
in.
I ain't even gonna give them the view. You feel me?
I don't give a fuck.
I
listen to you.
I don't hate watch other people's channels. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying?
You know, I got.
I don't
care
need
what
that
you
kind of
doing.
content.
I'm gonna tell you what that is. That's motherfuckers that ain't got a life. Because
Right.
I'm gonna tell you about me right here, bro. I ain't got enough hours in the day to make shit for my channel, to make content for my channel, do what I got to do in the world, and then get on here with my boy Pool and shit like that. It ain't enough hours in the day for me to go look at somebody else's shit and hate. You feel what I'm saying?
Hell no, ain't got time.
If you got
Ain't
enough
got
time to
time.
sit there and go hate on another nigga page, you need to get you a goddamn job.
See, that's the motherfuckers
at
who
the
scream
home.
in the fight.
And
That's the motherfuckers who.
that's
Go ahead.
motherfuckers that ain't got no motherfucking bills. That's motherfuckers
See,
that ain't got no bills.
you ain't doing the same.
They riding on the back of their family.
It's a difference, right? It's a difference between, say, Pool, we heard some bullshit, and a quick second you touched on it, like, hey, did you hear what whatchamacallit said? As in, say, fucking Bud said something, and then somebody else shared it, and we touched on it as a topic. That's different. You got these other channels, like you say, they'll talk about another channel, a whole damn interview. I mean, a whole damn. You be like, really? You know what I mean?
Because look, they can't figure out nothing else to talk about, so they got to figure out something. They done ran out of ideas. So now they
Think about it.
So they got something to dick watch your channel. They do it. They do it all the time.
Bud channel. Think about the Bud channels. The Bud channel, the Bud supporter channel.
Hey, y'all
My bad,
let
bro.
Trill cook real quick.
Yeah, that's my bad. Go ahead, bro.
They think this shit cool talking about the next man channel, but I'm gonna tell you one thing about this. A man sitting there jocking and talking about the next man, that's shit females do, dog. So are they doing that? They need to really think about they doing what females
watching your channel with their feet up in there and shit.
I call it cock watching, dog. Like,
hell yeah, bro.
That's female shit right there, dog. A real man don't jock or hate on the next man. That's why I say every time it's too many men out here raised by women and they take on the female characteristics. These beta males, bro. They get online and they forget.
But if you're grown
down and they let their true form show. So if you're making a
you're
whole show about another man, you hating on another man that you got to take you a whole day to sit there and put that much energy into talking about the next man, bro, you jocking them more than a female, bro.
Facts.
Females don't even put in that much goddamn work. Like,
man, you can go look at my content right now. You will not find one video on my channel where I'm talking about somebody else's channel. There was only one time I did it. It's because this motherfucker was lying on the LDBC. And I had to defend my family. So that's the only time I did it.
That's different.
You know what I'm saying?
That's different.
But you'll never catch me talking about
videos. Don't talk about no channel on the videos.
Hell no, I talk about current events and boxing and shit.
If you're a grown man, you ain't even built like that, bro. You don't like you said, up, you don't have enough time to get your own content out there. And right, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm working shit 70-something hours a week, and I'm trying to get this content out. You know what I'm saying? How the hell do you have time?
That's two damn jobs right there.
Right. How the hell do you have time to go fuck with somebody else and hate on their shit? I don't get it, bro.
Y'all put y'all links in the chat so I can go subscribe to y'all if I ain't already subscribed to y'all. I know I'm already subscribed to Undisputed. I know I'm subscribed to him.
But you know what though,
what's up, Nevels? What's up, W Nevels?
After this fight, what are all these channels that be just strictly hating on Spence gonna do?
Nah, that's why I was trying to get in there, man. But I was letting people rock. If you notice to what you're saying, bro, majority their highest views, even these Bud lover channels. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I'm saying as in that's who they rock with. Okay,
that's a fact, bro.
Right. But what I'm saying is this: when you really think about it, their biggest content viewership comes from when they're talking shit about Earl. When they just talking about Bud, them shits don't be hitting them views like that. They gotta cross over to bring others over to even view their channel. You see what I'm saying?
I bet they couldn't tell you why they hate
And
Errol
that's
like
why
that.
Poole. But that's why Poole said. That's why Poole said earlier. They trying to cover their ass with two hands now, giving Earl praises now that the fight damn near made. So if the shit fuck around and happen and Earl beat the shit out of him, now they can use Earl on their platform daily, talking about how good he is now. But before the fight was gonna be made, they was talking shit.
Right,
y'all drop y'all link
before.
so I can make sure I'm subscribed to everybody. Y'all drop y'all link real quick.
Yeah, drop y'all link so I can go subscribe to y'all shit.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah, so I mean, if you look at my archives, I got everything on there. I got shit. I got Robert Helenas versus that Polish guy. I got everybody.
Y'all, my
Super
son want to
flyweight,
say
everything.
My little junior want to say hey to everybody. Go ahead and say hey to the panel and to the chat.
Hi.
What's
up,
man?
Okay, well, hi.
Hi, what's up?
I actually am going to soon get my own YouTube channel in effect.
Talk up, they can't hear you.
I will get my YouTube channel in 90 years probably. I mean, not 90 years, 90 days.
He said 90 days when he turned on his birthday, he gonna make his own YouTube channel.
All right, long as the pops put it in the channel, we gonna follow you too.
Yep.
For sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Here.
You know what I'm saying? But that's all I'm saying. You know, some of
the kids to watch.
All I'm saying is these dudes, you know what I'm saying? It's like they feed off that hate, man, that negative
only
energy,
person I
bro.
seen was I Am True Will. Is that the only one that got a channel? Who's MNC? MNC on the panel. Who y'all, bro?
I'm MM, but I don't got a channel yet. But I'm about to show get one, man, because I love what y'all doing, bro.
Get one.
I gotta get one. I be having so many people in the comments asking me, like when I be commenting on others, like, bro, why we follow you? Like, you gotta follow me on somebody else's channel right now.
Yeah. Hey, and matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all the same thing I tell Pool Counter. Y'all, the door open. Anytime y'all see me live, y'all come through. Come through, get on the panel.
For sure. For sure.
Not only do I just talk boxing, we roast,
this.
we have fun, we laugh. You know what I'm saying? It's fun over there.
If you go look at my daggone videos, right? You see, I started mine last month. I started my page last month.
Okay, bet. Yeah. That's motivation, bro.
You know, I just hit 1,000 subscribers a couple days ago. But
I'm trying to get back to 1,000 subscribers. My old channel got banned because of some perverted ass trolls got on my panel.
Yeah, I remember you were going through that.
Fucking
I remember you were going.
Damn, some trolls got on there and did something.
But see, one thing about it, when we all link like this, it's easy for everybody to, you know what I'm saying, jump in and out of people's, give everybody information for everybody to mess with each other. Because like I say, just be good fun, just talking and hanging on here.
It's
building. And like, that's what I don't get. Like, a lot of people should be coming together instead of damn separation. That's the problem. We got too much separation out here.
Well,
niggas
always want to be the best.
Always want to themselves. They don't want to share with nobody. I want everybody around me to win. I want all y'all.
I feel like this: if the people around me winning, then that means I did my job. That means that's the job as me being the type.
All right, Nitty G. All right, bro. Peace, bro.
Because I feel like I'm like a boss ass nigga, right? I've always been like a boss ass nigga, so I feel like if the niggas around me can win, that shows what I did. You feel what I'm saying? That shows my characteristics and being able to bring everybody with me. Because if I'm the only one winning, then hell, I ain't got no team with me. Then hell, where I'm gonna be by myself?
It's boring.
It's lonely at the top. Baby, be by yourself. And I'm gonna tell you like this. That's why when you got money and your people don't, you can't hang with them no more. You feel what I'm saying? It's enough out here for everybody.
Oh, we got a from Germany. Who is this? How you say that?
Oh no, that dude jumped on my panel yesterday, bro. That shit was weird. he was tore up on my panel, bro. He ain't know shit about boxing.
How you doing, Parseval?
That ain't the pigeon man. What do you call him? Pigeon dude?
He wouldn't the pigeon dude. I know him. I banned him from my channel. This dude just hopped on my. I put like normally on Sundays, I put a link in the chat so everybody, if like people they got an opinion about what I'm talking about. Like for instance, I was talking about the the Lion Garcia versus Fortuna fight Sunday, and he just popped on the doggone on panel, and the nigga was drunk as shit. Like he was off his ass drunk. I'm talking about He said, I
Yeah,
gave
that
my
sound
last
like
beer.
pigeon, man. That sound like pigeon, man. Pigeon be
I
toe up,
know,
man.
I know what
That's the
Pigeon
thing. We
look
gonna
like.
have a good time.
Pigeon a weirdo, bro. Pigeon a straight weirdo.
That's
That
for
telegram
real.
right there was just boy. He just hopped on the panel doing weird shit. I had to ban him off. I had to block him off
I'm
that
still
shit, man.
laughing at you, though, Pool.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
We
Pool.
gotta. Hey, the meat and potato. We gotta get on the meat and potatoes again, though. I gotta say this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
When
Pool,
this
you gonna
fight go
start
down,
listening to me, though, bro.
when this fight go down, it's just too many. It's just too many negatives for Bud right now, and I say that because the most important thing you need in this fight is to believe in your fucking trainer. And Bud don't respect Bo Mac high enough. Bud don't got enough respect, as in on the game, knowledge of boxing, to where when shit really get deep, and Bud ain't never truly been in no motherfucking deep waters when you got to swim back to that goddamn boat. You see what I'm saying? Bud ain't never been in no deep water like that. So when it come to pressure time like that, and you don't have true faith in the guy that you supposed to listen to, you gonna drown faster. Because out there trying to have a slug match with Errol throwing wild, and he's fundamentally sound like that, Earl
That's
coming
what he
straight down
said.
the pipe with straight shit. Not none of that wild, slow shit. He coming
And them
straight down the
looping
pipe with slow
shots.
shit. He gonna knock Cuz smooth the fuck out. Watch what I tell you.
And you know, Terrence be throwing them looping shots. And
And
what
they
Hell
loose.
motherfuckers
yeah.
don't
They
realize
loose. And they loose.
the fastest way is a straight line. The
Hell
Exactly.
fastest
yeah.
way.
Earl
Hell
And
yeah,
coming
y'all
down the
look at
pipe.
them
Uncle
looping
That's a
hooks.
Now
fact.
don't get me
That's a
wrong.
fact.
Now I
If you look at
think Bud gonna get his licks in.
no, he
I
gonna get
got
his
you.
licks.
I
But I'm
think
gonna tell you
Bud
one
gonna get his
thing.
licks in. You know what I'm saying? But everybody think he gonna knock him out in between
No, see
punches.
one thing about
That's
Terrence
what
Crawford, he
they
got
think.
them looping shots. So
Yep.
you know when he looping them shots in, what he gotta realize Spence has that damn jab. That impressive
Yep.
jab of Spence. That shit's gonna reset. It's gonna reset most of Bud's offense.
Every single
That's
time.
what
Say that
people
again.
don't
Say that
realize
again,
about
bro.
Spence. What they
Say
don't
that again.
realize about Spence's jab is he resets you every time when he
Every
hits
It's
that
elite.
time, bro.
jab.
It's elite.
Because that jab that he got is so vicious, it's so impeccable, plus it hits hard. Anybody that fought Spence will
Man.
tell you that jab is like a straight. And every time you get hit with
Man.
that jab, you're gonna have to
So
reset.
the
You're
way
gonna
I
have to
Man.
see it,
reset, and
the way bro,
he combinates off his jab. So
Yep.
you know the jab is the end all, start all. It's the alpha and the omega. He starts his
Hey,
combinations with the jab. He starts his defense with the jab.
hey,
He
I got a
resets
question.
people with the
I, I,
jab. He
I
gets
got a
his
question.
range with that jab. Bro, I'm telling you, that jab right there.
I
Terrence
got a
Crawford
question for
jab is
y'all
gonna
fellas.
die.
I got a question for y'all fellas. What is
Go
Bud
ahead, though.
gonna do with the ever pressing offense and the change up of punches and the angles and combinations and the accuracy of Errol Spence? What is Bud gonna do? Because I went back and watched the Gamboa fight. I watched the Gamboa fight and I seen that Gamboa was very successful on the inside, and Bud didn't really have no answers till he kept holding him and shoving them off of him so he can get some
He leans.
outside punches
You
landed.
know, I'm gonna tell you something that you just said right there. Go look at the Gamboa fight and go look at the what's your dude that just came out? The dude that
Greg
Bud
Machine.
fought. No, we was just talking about him the other day. He just slipped my mind. The one that was switching stances on Bud. The one that just
talking about
Hank
like Hank
Lundy.
Lundy. Talking
Yeah,
about Hank
look,
Lundy.
go
Hank
watch the
London?
Hank Lundy fight and go watch the Gamboa fight. If you go watch both of them fights, Hank Lundy was outboxing Bud and whooping his ass the first 4 rounds. But if you notice, Bud started using his weight and started leaning on him like he did with Gamboa.
I'm
See,
telling
but
you, Bud got
now,
some dirty shit with
listen to
him,
what I'm
bro.
saying. He started leaning on them boys because the boys, Hank
He's
Lundy
way
was
bigger
too.
than them.
Yeah,
Bro,
he
you
Right.
was
know
like
Remember, hey,
he was 2 weight
Hank got
classes
some
bigger than Lundy.
speed. Hank
Look,
got some
remember Hank.
speed, man.
Right, but
look,
remember Hank Lundy said Bud came in at 160. Remember, he
yeah,
said after they
he was 2 weight classes
rehydrated,
bigger than
he said
Lundy.
Bud came in at 160. Now it's like 145. And then when you
Yeah,
go back and watch that fight, Bud looked way thicker than he did.
yeah, it was,
He was thicker than
and the
Gamboa
same with
too.
Gamboa. When he fought
Yep,
Gamboa, when
yep,
Bud and Gamboa fought at the 135, Bud came in at 147,
yep,
and Gamboa came in at 137. He was
yep,
10 pounds heavier than Gamboa.
And
yep.
he was leaning on him too. He was leaning on him a
Exactly,
lot
that's
in
what
that fight.
Bud does because
A
that's a
lot.
veteran. That's a veteran move. When you
Time
lean on
out.
a person, you
I mean, Tyson Fury did the
look what
same
Tyson
thing.
Fury did. Yeah,
Tyson Fury
Leaning
did
to
the same
Wilder.
thing
did
to
it to
Wilder.
Wilder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lean
But
on top of him, make him
lean
shove
on
him
them.
off so he can work
yo,
that
let
energy off
let's do
so
one
he
at
can
a
set up his
time, y'all.
punches.
Speaking over each other, y'all. Okay, can't hear
That's
you.
what Fury did to Wilder. When you lean on a motherfucker, that damn weight that you carrying, bro, that shit, it works on your legs. Like you carrying that man's whole body leaning on you. If a motherfucker lean on you 4 or 5 times around for like 3 or 4 seconds, bro, that's a workout, bro. And after about 5 or 6 rounds, your legs are gonna beg for that shit. And it's gonna slow you down.
That's what happened to that's what happened to Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? That big
And that's what
motherfucker
Crawford
leaning
did to
on.
both of them. Crawford did to Lundy and he did to Gamboa. Watch the fights. At the beginning of the fights, they were tagging until Crawford started using his weight.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this on the back of that. The thing when it come to Earl, you gonna pay for them motherfuckers. You gonna pay to come in trying to hold and hug me. His body attack. Earl, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about Earl's body attack is so crucial where he's gonna have to clinch more than he want to, but he's gonna pay for all that. And with him clinching, he's now making himself even closer to Spence. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you, Bud's best defense, and y'all see this in every fight, is him moving away. That's his defense.
Yep.
He rarely even slips shit. He moves away.
Hey, I'm glad I'm glad Ecclesias mentioned the Sean Porter fight. Did y'all notice in the Sean Porter fight that Sean was very, very successful working the inside of Bud? Yeah. Bud couldn't really do anything up until he caught Sean Porter don't even got a jab. Sean ain't got a jab like Errol Spence. That leaping jab he throws, it leaves him open. He got caught. He got caught with some shit.
But see, hold on, y'all. That's Bud's advantage. See, he's waiting for that opening. He's waiting. He's not putting himself out there. He's just fucking around with the jab, just putting a little shitty jab out there. You know what I'm saying? And he's just waiting for you to. Waiting. Yeah. See, and he's gonna be losing rounds against Spence, looking for that damn opening. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't gonna find one, dog.
I'm trying to tell you.
He ain't gonna find one, dog.
Did you see how Bud was trying Porter every time Porter started to work on the inside, right? Hold on for a second, bro. Right. Every time Porter started working on the inside, y'all see how Bud would tie him up and frustrate him. See, Bud was tying him up and frustrating him. That's how he ended up catching Sean at the end, because Sean was getting frustrated because every time he started to work, the man.
But Sean always raggedy at the end of rounds. That's how Earl called him. Yeah. Because in the 11th and 12th, Sean always get sloppy. See, he already sloppy. He get real sloppy at the end of the round because he put so much energy into volume punching. He be tired. The motherfucker was tired. You know what I'm saying? That's how Earl called his ass.
He wasn't prepared for it like that, like he was against Earl.
What you were saying, Morgan?
Oh no, I was saying, bro. See, I'm an analyst with this shit, and everybody that's on the panel is too. So when you just said the realest shit we talking about, and then when you just said his best thing is him backing up and all that, that's 100% facts, bro. But you got these fighters talking about, oh yeah, Terence Pete is so good, he ain't gonna stand there, he gonna back up. But they talk like they're fighting at a goddamn baseball field to where he got 197 miles, he can keep moving. That ring gonna eventually cut your ass off. You see what I'm saying? And when Earl coming in with that educated jab, he's not coming in like Porter bouncing and this and that with the horrible reach that Porter has shorter than Bud's. Earl coming in with an educated jab. So now when they talking about Bud going backwards and fighting on the back foot, I'm still breaking all that down because you can't get off because I'm leading with a jab. I'm timing and throwing you off with my jab.
That's right. And see, Earl got the dimensions to fight with Crawford. A lot of his fighters are too short, they're too small. Exactly. They don't have the reach, they don't have the timing, they don't have the dog. They're always missing something. You know what I'm saying? His leg was fucked up. There's always something missing.
But he lasted though with his length.
Yeah.
When he fought Jeff Horn was coming out the car accident.
Yep. But not only that, but Poole, like we said earlier, Poole, like Bob Arum said, we got the best matchmaking in boxing.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I understand they every time, Bud Crawford fans talk about him, they always talk about his accolades, but they never talk about actually, the fighters he fighting. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And that's what boxing fans look at, enthusiasts anyway. We go fight by fight, we look at the caliber of opponents that you fought. You know what I'm saying?
If not, look at Zurdo Ramirez and Jaime Munguia. Zurdo Ramirez is 42-0. Jaime Munguia, I think he like 40-0. I bet you can't name one motherfucker Zurdo Ramirez beat.
Not one.
I bet you can't
Fact.
name one motherfucker.
Fact.
Zerto Ramirez is 42-0 with like 34, 35 knockouts. Can you name any one of them? Now he about to fight
That's
the
a
beastest
fact.
of all. Can you name
That's
any
a
one of
fact.
them?
Jamie Munguia. You can't name none of
I
his
mean,
damn opponents. He got about 40 fights, don't he?
yeah, he 40-0. He 40-0. But
It's like
Hey, shout out to that comment that you got on the screen, Cedric B25. Hey, bro, that's 100% facts. Like you said, bro, Bo Mack and them got Bud ass in there training for the Spence that probably ain't even gonna show up until it probably ain't gonna show up until like the fifth round out if they make it that far. But listen to me, but Earl work rate is so high that don't be surprised. But Earl work rate is so high they're gonna be surprised when Earl out there outboxing, and I mean clearly outboxing the fuck out of Bud.
You want me to tell you which Earl gonna be there? It's gonna be the Mikey Garcia Earl with the damn Ugas's strength and conditioning. No, it's gonna be the Mikey Garcia Earl with the damn Lamont Peterson strength and conditioning.
Lamont Peterson. It's gonna be the Lamont Peterson and Mikey Garcia Earl.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the Shad Earl. It's gonna be the Shad Earl come out and destroy and walk down shit. That's what's gonna be out there.
Earl gonna box the shit out of Crawford, and when Crawford looking like a damn hot mess, then he gonna walk him down.
Hey,
I'm telling y'all what's gonna the main thing that's gonna be.
Everybody saying Crawford got more tools than Earl. Everybody talking about Earl can't box with Crawford. Everybody talking about, man, Crawford is the superior boxer. Y'all just fucked that up for Crawford. Now Earl about to go out here and box the shit out this man.
Man,
look.
Hey, the more we talk about it,
he gonna control the range. He gonna be pot shotting Bud, and then after he show everybody that this is what he can do, he gonna walk that man down and he gonna finish.
Hey, Pool, me and you talked about this a couple shows ago, and I said I'm gonna say it again. I'm starting to feel sorry for Bud, bro, because all this media noise, all these fake ass opinions from these ex-pro fighters that I don't even truly think they 100% believe. But anyway, they are making it worse and worse for Earl. I'm telling you, Earl's not about to come in there trying to fill out rounds. Earl's about to come in and show this nigga, I never thought you was good. I never thought you was good. Earl coming into that fight to show the world this nigga is nothing. He's overrated, and he's never been like that. Earl's not coming in to play with this dude. He's going to get him out there early as possible. It's going to be more educated, though. Don't get me wrong. It ain't going to be him throwing hooks and still taking 3 steps after it. It ain't going to be true out of control. But he's going to, man, it's about to get ugly because you only can run so long.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that.
With power.
I'm glad you said that.
Like Devin Haney did Kambosos, but with power.
So
Earl's about to open up his toolbox and show everybody, because this is the stage. This is the stage that Earl needed. Everybody say he hasn't boxed nobody. He hasn't fought nobody. So on this stage right here, when everybody's watching, all eyes is on him, Earl is about to put on a masterclass performance. He's going to leave no doubt in everybody's mind. And he's going to beat Bud so fucking bad. Everybody going to be talking about, well, he outweighted Bud. He made Bud wait till he was old. That ain't the same Crawford. It's gonna be all types of excuses because I'm gonna sit there.
Hey, let my man go that said I'm glad. Let the guy go who said I'm glad. I'm glad. Who was that? Let him go. He was about to cook.
That was me.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm glad you said that, because one of the worst things you can do to a fighter like Errol Spence is you try to undermine. You try to undermine what he can do in the ring. You try to take down
what's going on with punch out boxing and MMA. Sorry, go ahead.
And then one of the worst things I think Crawford, those casual Crawford fans are out here doing, all the ones that are nut huggers, the ones that come out here pumping his head up and got him thinking he's so grandiose, so he's not going to take camp as serious as Errol Spence is taking camp. He's going to take it serious. Don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be as serious and as focused and as laser sharp as Errol Spence's camp. When Errol Spence gets in that ring, he's got a point to prove not only to Bud, he got a point to prove to all of these doggone retired fighters that's riding Bud's coattail. He got a point to prove to old media. He got a point to prove to all these old bullshit YouTube channels that's out here lying and sending out misinformation. That's why he put that tweet up. These people don't understand. Y'all are throwing fuel on an already lit fire. This man already said they were going back to the lab. They have been training since after Ugas's fight. They ain't stopped. They are still going. Meanwhile, Bud is going over the Hall of Fame fucking ceremonies. He's still fighting, trying to make speeches and dumbass shit. And they're not taking Errol Spence serious. But Errol Spence is taking them very serious. And when he get in that ring, I promise you, everybody gonna be all hush mouth. I'm gonna be in the building that fight. It's gonna be on my birthday month too. I'm gonna
I'm
be
there.
there.
And
I'm gonna be
another
there.
thing, Trill, you know, Spence, they spar like they fighting, bro.
Yeah,
That's
ain't
Yeah.
no
something.
love, and ain't no love in they sparring session.
They spar like they fighting.
That's what I
Yep.
said. That's what I be saying. I said he getting top notch sparring every time. That's why they pushed Charlo's fight back to the January, so Charlo can have time to heal from all them sparring matches that him and Spence is doing. Because him and Spence and Spence is using Charlo like after he done sparred about 4 or 5 guys. Then him and Charlo going full speed. So that right
Yeah.
there is to make sure he still got a reservoir. See,
Yep.
and they doing that shit in over 100-degree weather. Spence,
105-degree weather, man.
yes, and Spence is putting in 12
Woo.
rounds. Look, Spence is putting in 12 rounds before he goes against the undisputed junior middleweight champion. And he's
Yeah.
going motherfucking 4 full rounds with that man in a damn 100-degree weather.
And 108-degree gym with
Yes.
no
Yeah,
wind.
Daryl
In
don't
This
a
ain't
sauna.
Daryl
outside
don't
100
slow
They
degrees.
in a
down.
sauna. They
But
in a
but
metal
the
box. They in a
another
metal
thing that
fucking box.
the another thing that they keep forgetting about Errol Spence is that as the rounds progress, the more pressure he puts on.
You
As
know
the
why?
rounds
Oh
progress,
yeah.
the
You
more
want me to tell you
strength
the
he
reason why?
turns
Yeah.
up. He
You want
turns up
me to tell you
during
why?
those lines. Ask Danny Garcia. That
Sure
shit
will. You want me to tell
swing.
you the reason why? Because this is the reason why. Errol Spence trains for a 20 round fight. And he trains to throw at least 150 punches per round for 20 rounds. That's what he trains for.
Oh shit.
That's what they
Yeah.
train for. But they said between 15 to 20 minutes. That way you should not gas out in a 12-round fight no matter what you do, right?
This gonna be
That's
hell.
That's a fact.
that's the first thing. The second thing is when the both fighters start, they got the same energy. But as the other fighters start moving and start taking them body shots from Earl sapping that man's strength. He's sapping that man's
Hey
stamina.
man. Hey
So,
man, you said it
so,
perfect.
so look. So while Earl is at 90% at the 5th round, he's at about 90%. It seems like he's getting stronger, but the other person has just felt that much weaker because Earl has took about
Yep.
his strength. And now with
Think
Earl
about it.
at 90% and this man at 50%, it's all
Right.
downhill from there. It's like a snowball rolling down a fucking hill. It
Yeah,
just
I think we
gathers
just heard
momentum.
Porter. Porter
He's
just said
gathering
something like that.
momentum. He's
You
gathering
just
momentum as he's coming down the hill, and you're just standing there. And
Right. And
eventually
not to
you'll get
and
wiped out.
yep. And to add to that, bro, everything you said is 100% correct. And then to add to that, they say this: well, Ugas is tailor made for Earl, this and that. Well, shit. Okay, cool. It's a million fighters that was tailor made for a lot of people, and the fighter that they thought was gonna win got his ass whooped. This the thing. Even what did you hear Ugas trainer saying? He's just standing there. He's not punching. He's just blocking.
He
Why do
said
you think that
uh-huh.
is?
his trainer
He
That
also
could them
said
couldn't.
body
Earl
shots. That could them
When
hip
that work,
shots.
when that work,
he
pull,
said Earl
pull,
so
like you said, them goddamn body shots and Earl hit you all in your goddamn hips and everything. You can't move.
and look,
He
and then
had to
you gotta
sit there and
throw
protect
and then
himself.
you gotta throw shots on top of that, knowing what's coming back at you. Knowing what's
Yep.
coming back at you.
You
So
gotta sacrifice punches.
and see, and this is the
Man,
thing about this is the thing about the 47 palms of Errol Spence. See, you gotta damn prepare for what's coming back at you. So while you doing that, you thinking. And when you thinking,
uh-huh.
that's taking a couple seconds off of your reaction time and on your hit time. He's already in emotion.
Yep,
He already got muscle memory. He's already letting his shit go
yep,
from memory. He's already throwing and
yep.
flowing. So while you thinking and trying to counteract, he still got these shits coming at you. And now
Now peep this.
it's
Oh,
like
my
double
bad, bro.
dutch.
Keep going. Keep cooking. My fault. Keep cooking.
Okay,
Keep cooking.
I'm about to step aside and let you get some, but it's like double dutch. You got to find out when you're gonna hop in that motherfucker, because them motherfuckers.
So everything.
It's double dutching, baby. You got to sit there and keep bouncing, keep bouncing. Oh, you done tripped up when you hopped in that motherfucker, and that's what happens.
Hey, bro, it's double dutch with 6 ropes at the same time. But think
And
about
see,
this though.
but
Go ahead, Paul. Go ahead, Paul.
let
Go
me
ahead,
get
cook.
this out.
Yeah, yeah.
I think EJ is going to turn the heat up early, bro. I think he's going to come out there with a
Man,
pace. I think, and I'm
That's what I
serious
said.
about this. I seen a little bit of his training that got leaked, and I think he's going to come out there with the fucking
I think it's
pace.
gonna be his best.
I think,
Gonna be his best performance ever.
I
Paul, I'm
think he's going to.
smiling.
Yeah, I
I'm
think he's going to
smiling at
come.
what you said, Paul.
He's going to come out there with a pace that
He
people are
about to
going to
drown him
think,
early. He gonna
right?
drown him early, bro.
He gonna take
Because
him out in that ocean, and he
that's
said it's
right.
Moby Dick, and Moby Dick
And
is
I
gonna
think
be in
he's
the
going to
ocean.
come out with a pace he can't sustain. People are going to think that he's going to burn out, but he's going to keep that damn pace up. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to
150
burn.
shots
He's going
around.
to burn Bud out, bro. That's what
He's gonna
I
watch.
see coming.
I told
That's
you he
what killed
trains for
Ugas.
100. Look, I told you he
That's
trains
what
for
killed Ugas.
150. Look, I told you he trains for 150 shots a round for 20 rounds. He gonna
But
come out
power
here
shots.
going. Yes, they don't
What's
waste.
going on,
One
Gene
thing about
Gomez?
them. One
What's
thing
going on,
about
Shelton?
Derrick James, Charlo, Frank Martin, and Earl.
Mm-hmm.
They don't waste shots. They don't do that little shoe shining shit. Every
Nope.
punch they throw is with bad intentions and it's meant to
Yep.
do something.
It's
They don't
tactical.
waste no shots. Every shot that's thrown has a meaning. Every shot has something to do. Anytime they wasting their energy, they knocking your energy down. So
Mm-hmm.
anytime it comes, best believe it's doing damage. And it's a
Hey.
system, and he has them
Yep.
hitting them motherfucking chakra points. If you notice, Derrick James have him hitting where your damn soft spots is. He has him
Mm-hmm.
hitting the rib area, the hip area, hitting the liver area, the stomach, the sternum. Like he has him hitting in the vital spots. And if you notice, he keeps going up and down, up and down.
Changing up
If
punches.
you take away the body, the head will fall. We ain't got to go for the head.
And
Let me
noticing
get
all that
this
he's
super
doing.
chat. Let me
Go
get
ahead,
this
bro.
super chat. Cedric25. Thank you for that 199 in that super chat. Said facts, Bud is a slow starter. Appreciate that, my brother. Go ahead, Trill.
And that's the
One thing about Errol Spence is he
Go ahead.
changes up his punches. The way he changes up his punches, the way he goes in, and he's working that body. Those hip shots work. I got hit in the hip a lot when I boxed. That shit hurt like
Oh
a
yeah.
motherfucker
Yep.
after a while.
Or
You know what
the
I'm
low
saying?
rib shots. Or the low rib shots take
Yeah.
you out too.
Hell
Or
yeah.
damn
But
rib
Errol
shot.
doing that
Oh,
shit consistently. He don't waste no food. Errol
have
don't
you ever
waste
been
no
hitting?
food.
Have you ever been hitting the liver?
Hell
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. I don't box. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I box. Hell yeah. That shit hurt.
That liver shot, or if you get hit right in the sternum, like if you get hit while you throwing, like if you extend it, like he caught a cut, like he caught Ugas. Ugas was in the middle of a hook, and that man hooked right up under Ugas's arm, right there into the bread basket. And Ugas said, "Ooh, that shit right there knocked all you goddamn."
That
Hey,
shit hurt.
Yeah.
hey, look, I'm gonna tell you what it was. Y'all don't remember the first damn knockdown that Ryan Garcia did to Fundura? I mean,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
y'all don't. I mean, not Fundura.
Fortuna.
Fortuna, yeah.
Fortuna, yeah.
Fortuna threw that shot, and Ryan hit him in his damn body. That motherfucker took a second, then he hollered. He said, "Ah!"
Yeah.
Let me get this super chat. I am Trill Will. Thank you, Trill. This is Salute Pool County. This is a dope cook, no doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Hey, but peep this, fellas. Hey, let me say this too, fellas. At the end of the day, like we all keep saying, Bud start off way too slow, right?
It ain't gonna be no
I'm gonna
start.
tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. It's the wrong goddamn fight to be a dog trying some new tricks. Your ass come out there and you trying to fight faster than you normally do. Shit, I'm telling you, they gonna walk your ass out that ring with somebody holding your hand.
But check this out,
As in holding your hand, making sure your ass get through them ropes. I'm telling you, that pressure is another. Hey man, think about it. When we go back and watch the Gamboa and Crawford fight, yeah, we seen what Crawford did to him. But remember when Gamboa hit him, he had the noodle legs. When Crawford got hit, Crawford immediately buckled and went backwards, went backwards from the contact. You can't name a motherfucker who hit Earl and he ran from nothing. He said he always coming forward or holding his ground. You see what I'm saying? Earl has been buzzed. He's never been hurt. Crawford done showed displays of being hurt. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, you see what Cavallazzi did him? He tried to back up and fail.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though. I tell you what. If he get hurt in this Errol Spence Jr. fight, Earl gonna finish him, bro. If he get hurt, he gonna get finished, bro.
Earl is the wrong nigga. They always talk about.
Hold on, Pool. Let me say this to you, Pool. Because you jumping in, you jumping in, throwing them hard ones, right? Now look to what you said. Not only is Earl gonna finish him, but Crawford's gonna help him finish him. You know why? Because Crawford gonna get hurt and start throwing all that wild, loose ass shit, and Earl coming straight down the pipe with that fundamental shit and going to the body. Crawford's gonna help. If Crawford get hurt, Crawford's gonna help Earl take his ass out of there. Watch what I tell you.
Thing about Bud right there, hit him hard, he has to get back. And when he tries to get back, he gonna throw one of them looping rights, and it's gonna be straight right down the pipe.
Hey y'all subscribe to G5 Gabe, man, the winning team. You know what I'm saying? They doing big things over there. You know what I'm saying? He got a AM. He got an AM morning Show.
I be
Y'all
stopping
check him
by.
out, man. He telling you about life and everything. Very, very
I got
wise
you, bro. I'm
man.
writing down everybody tags right now on my paper to make sure I got everybody to follow and subscribe.
Well, let me
Yeah,
get my
I
people
just
in
use my
here.
iPhone.
Ramon and Emily
Record
Jones says
videos
Bud's
real
gonna
quick.
be looking like Rolly. What happened? Laughing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
you know Bud gonna be smiling like a
You know what?
slab. But I
Bud
got
is
tape.
gonna have that. I can
Bud got
foresee it
that tape
now.
though.
I can see the ref stopping the fight, and Bud is saying on after the post conference, "Yeah, I don't know why the ref stopped the fight. I was good."
You know what
No.
I'm
No. Let me even give you a
saying?
better one, bro.
Bomac
Let
gonna
me give you
stop the
even better,
fight.
bro. Let me give you a better one.
Bomac
Bomac
gonna
is
stop
finna. They about to do the same shit that Sean Porter did. They gonna do it and blame it on Bomac. And Bud gonna be acting like he's so pissed at Bomac because he felt like he had a chance at the fight, and this
it.
nigga could have been losing literally
And guess
8-0,
what?
and he's
Guess
still
what?
gonna pull that what the fuck happened
What's up,
shit, and
Derek?
it ain't
Guess
gonna be
what?
Bud fight.
And guess what? And Bud ain't gonna want the rematch either
What's
though.
going on, Joan
But they gonna
Turner?
blame it on Bomac.
I'm gonna be real with you. If I was Bud, last thing I want is a fucking rematch. I want to be able to, if I can, I want to win the first time. Because if Earl beats your ass the first time, it's gonna get worse the second time.
It's gonna be worse. And first you gotta heal from that first ass whooping.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be no one punch knockout. It ain't gonna be no one punch knockout. It's gonna be battering. It's
Culmination of
gonna be
punches.
accumulation. It's gonna be
I'd rather Earl hit me and knock me out than me go all 12 with that motherfucker. I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
But you're not gonna get
You may
knocked out.
hit me with something.
You gonna see
You
his
may
punch
hit me and
coming.
put me down. You may hit me and put me down. And I get to 10 count and I go home with my motherfucking people. But you going motherfucking 12 round. I ain't trying to have everybody coming to see me in the hospital for fucking 2-3 days and shit.
Hell no.
I got shit to
Hell
do. Hey,
no.
Bull, I got shit to do. You ain't about to just have me in the hospital 2-3 days, motherfucker.
For sure, for sure. See, that Bud trying to get that shit in the contract and shit. You trying to get that
So,
shit in the
man.
contract. You can't hit me with no body shots and shit,
Yeah.
nigga. You know
Hey,
what I'm
Pool.
saying?
Hey,
But look,
Pool. I got a public service announcement. I need 12 of y'all. There's 130 of y'all in this chat. I need 12 of y'all to go hit that subscribe
Okay,
button
I'm
to
gonna
give
get my
me a hey hype.
JV. You know what I'm
For
saying?
I
sure.
All
got
my
you here,
people.
Will.
Hey,
Yeah,
Trill
for
Will
sure.
got some dope content, bro. Y'all go over there and knock it out, y'all, for me. You know what I'm saying? That's my man right there.
But I'm gonna tell you
You know
For
what
like
I'm
sure.
saying?
this.
Salute to you,
When you
Pool.
throw a punch and a motherfucker connects and counters you while you in mid
Y'all
punch,
take a second to go do that. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
the
Yeah.
we'll stop the cook. We'll stop the cook for y'all. Go ahead. We're gonna take a minute break for y'all all to go subscribe.
Ramon
You know
and
what I'm
Emily
saying?
Jones, salute to you. Thank y'all for hitting that subscribe
Yes,
button.
sir. Ramona Emily Jones. You know
And you
that's
can
a
hit upper echelon. If
pillar
you ain't
of
subscribed to upper
Bullpool kind of
echelons,
box.
hit upper echelons as well.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Hey, we definitely been cooking tonight, man. And the thing is,
Hell
though,
yeah.
hey y'all, hey fellas, if you notice, don't get me wrong, everything is perception, but we've been saying a lot of factual shit. And that's what a lot of people don't want to hear. They don't care about you picking Earl to win. They hate when the facts come out why
Hey,
it's a great chance he go win. That's what they don't like.
why you think I got that video? I mean, I got that movie that Errol Spence, The Truth. They'd rather take a lie than they accept the truth.
That's a fact.
They would
And,
rather take a
you
lie
know,
than they accept the truth.
and I've never seen this kind of animosity towards somebody with 3 belts. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's
Yeah,
fighting
man.
the best
That
in the
nigga's the
Well,
division.
LeBron.
yeah,
He the
you have.
LeBron
Look
of
at
boxing.
Dev.
Cuz the
Look,
LeBron of
Dev
boxing.
undisputed. Dev undisputed. They give him
He the
undisputed
LeBron of
right now
boxing.
too.
Whether
I
we
Charlo,
like
mean,
LeBron or not,
I
we
mean,
know
you
everybody
got
talk shit
undisputed.
about him.
put it
They
this
hate
way.
that man,
On
bro.
one
It's like they
side,
hate Derrick James because they be giving Charlo the same kind of hate too. So
well,
you
on
know,
one side you got a motherfucker who fighting the best in the division. On the other side, you got somebody who fighting people you never heard of.
hand me
You know what I'm saying?
downs.
You fighting. Now, how does that work in boxing? You know what I'm saying? How does that shit work? I don't understand that shit to save my life. You know what
And
I'm saying?
like
Then
everybody talking about he got a Hall of Fame resume. I mean, yeah, he beat people, but he ain't beat nobody that's in the Hall of Fame.
Hey,
Like
right,
Pool,
nobody on his
yeah,
resume will make it to the Hall of Fame, really.
that's a fact. Now, Pool, remember we touched on this shit before too. Ain't no way in hell you supposed to be pound for pound this and that, but before your fight, they need to do a whole 3-week camp to introduce you to the motherfucker that you about to fight. Because don't nobody in the world know who the fuck he is. But you
right.
pound for pound number one. Get the fuck
But you
out of
know
here, man.
what? That's why they keep jumping over him with other people. That's why he keep getting jumped down to number 2 because he ain't lost. So you got to keep him up there. But the schedule of his schedule, like his strength of schedule is not good. That's why when somebody make a big fight and they win, they jump him above Crawford.
Right. Or they talk about how Bud. This is the biggest thing when we pay attention to a lot of Bud Crawford guys. they don't want to talk about Bud's amateur career, who he lost to, and this and that, because like they say, it's professional boxing, and I agree to it. But they want to use that shit when they talking about somebody that didn't do shit in the pros, or he wasn't all that in the pros. Yeah, but he was this, he was that, he was a 2-time medalist, he was this, and then in the amateurs, he fought this guy, he beat that.
They use Lomachenko's amateur. That man had his first 3 fights as title fights, and he did shit in the pros.
Come on, bro.
Like Lomachenko, they did the same thing with Lomachenko. They gave him all the
shit in the pros. Then he got
right.
a title fight. His second fight, he lost, and still get another one on the third. Like, how the hell did that happen?
Yeah, I know, man. I was tripping on that.
But then on top of that,
I got something for y'all last when it's my turn around. Go ahead.
They'll throw in that Crawford was undisputed at 140, but look at the route he took. The route was the easiest one. That route was laughable.
He didn't have nobody. Everybody that he beat. Motherfucker can't even name the 4 people that he beat for undisputed.
No.
Hey, my man was just driving on the road with no motherfucking traffic lights, so he was always able to go straight. You see what I'm saying? You had no hard. You ain't running no true red lights yet, to where you actually got to sit and figure this shit out.
Everybody that had a belt got it off of vacancies. None of them motherfuckers win that shit. He fighting placeholders. Nobody got to hold the belt, so they just said, "Look, hold this until somebody come beat you." Like, you fighting intern champions. You know, motherfuckers like intern coaches. They ain't the real coach. They just got you there to find somebody better.
But y'all want to hear something even worse than that, though? Think about this, right? Now they say Bud is this killer. He's this killer, right? And we know he cold, so don't think nothing like that. But that's what they say. He this killer, right, fellas? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so so answer this, right? This nigga went 1-1 with Danny Garcia in the amateurs. I'm about to relate this to the pros. So listen, he went 1-1 with Danny Garcia in the amateurs. He lost to Ugas twice in the goddamn amateurs, right? Why the fuck you didn't want no smoke with these niggas in the pros? And then Ugas had a strap. That'd have been your best time. Where your get back at? You ain't never about to beat the fuck out of Earl in the amateurs, and then you got a belt in his same division, and he don't want you?
He gonna call for that smoke.
Come on, bro. It's a lot. Like Earl said it. Earl said it years ago. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors with them niggas, man.
That's right. That's right.
He's gonna expose
That's right.
Bud,
And that's what I'm saying.
That's that bag. He wasn't gonna mess his bag up.
And see, that's what I'm saying. See, his fans don't realize he was very strategic.
But
in his career.
Pacquiao was the bag. He thought Pacquiao was the bag. That's why he said, "I'm over the Errol Spence fight."
Hey, I gotta say it again, Pool. I gotta say it again, bro. What did Bob M say? He got the what? Best matchmakers in boxing.
All right, let me finish this one real quick, brother. You can take
very strategic. See, a lot of people think Bud is that dude, bro.
All right, can I finish what I was saying though? Right, this is what I was saying. Like with the Pacquiao, he thought that was his cash cow. That's why he said he's over the Spence fight. When that Pacquiao fight didn't manifest and it went elsewhere, Bud had to regroup because he was gonna make Pacquiao his motherfucking cash check and he was going out. Because I remember an earlier interview, Bud said he's not gonna be fighting when he's 35 and 36. You feel me?
Right.
He said that.
Facts.
So now he blew the Pacquiao fight because that was supposed to be his bag. That was supposed to be his big bag. That's why when Ugas beat Pacquiao, you see the damn text messages Terence Crawford was sending to Earl like, damn. That was a messed up opportunity.
So that's why Bud was like, I don't care about the Spence fight no more. It's
because he had the Pacquiao fight.
He thought he was getting the Pacquiao fight.
And he smoked the mirrors, bro. The Pacquiao fight. So
and like you said, bro, it wasn't even just about the money. It was the fact he was going to use it for two things. He was going to use Pacquiao for that big payout fight he never got, and he was going to use Pacquiao for that motherfucking Hall of Famer on his career and get the fuck out of boxing.
And he was
think about it. He was already out here stealing people's names. Why do you think he fought Kell Brook and Amir Khan so late? He just want them on his resume as in the name. He just wanted the name, not the fight. So 5 years later, we look down, we running their names, but we not realizing he fought them when they was bumps. We just see their names. He beat Michael Jordan. Yeah, but Michael Jordan was 47.
Michael Jordan was damn 50 years old.
Yeah, it's the same. So he out here stealing people.
Joe Louis was 135 years old.
Let me get one of my people in. Ramon and Emily Jones says, Bud saw that EJ did what EJ did to Ugas, and his whole soul left his body like Mortal Kombat.
Facts.
Flawless,
Finished
flawless
him.
victory, flawless victory.
Let's think about it. Even Bud Tune
Fatality.
changed. Even Bud Tune changed. Remember
I'm gonna
before the
tell you,
Ugas
look,
fight, it
y'all.
was I'm gonna stop him. I'm gonna beat his ass.
No,
I'm gonna this
look.
and that.
You want me to tell you when his tune changed?
Go
If
ahead.
you go back and watch the Spence and Ugas fight, Bud was calling it from the first 4 rounds, then the 5th round. Then when Earl got rocked, Bud was calling it, and then after the 6th round, Bud started tweeting. When
Yeah.
Earl
No, for
started
real.
when
Turn that
Earl
pressure
started
up.
and he was hating the whole time, talking about Ugas was winning the fight. He was hating on the low, was saying that Ugas was winning. And then when that damn 6th round, when that damn pain started being delivered, that motherfucker stopped
You didn't see shit
responding.
else.
Everything. Look, go
Yeah.
look at it. He stopped responding. Then when Earl called him out and said, "I'm gonna take your motherfucking strap," it took that nigga 15 minutes. Now look, you've been responding the whole time. You didn't even come to the fight because you said you had something to do, but you was sitting at the house at a house party watching the fight. Yeah,
Right.
buddy, like that was real big business right there. What you had to do.
And
But
why you think he didn't want to be at the fight? Because
because
he knew
he didn't want to
he
see that
knew.
fight.
Pressure.
But check this out.
Let me finish, bro.
But
Let me
look,
finish.
let
Let
me
me finish,
finish,
Let
bro.
bro.
him go.
Cause
Let
Let
I
him
me
was in
go.
the middle of
finish.
it.
Let
I
me
was in the
finish what I
middle
was
of.
saying.
Go ahead.
I know, but you cut me off though. I was
No, I
saying
was talking at the time. Okay, I mean,
no.
let me finish what I was saying.
No, I was
Like,
talking about the tweet, and then you came in the middle of the tweet. That's what
Just
happened.
go ahead, fool.
Yeah, I'm about to fit. Let me just say this and I'm done, bro. But what I was saying, if you look at the tweets, when he sat there and did that shit, when he sat there and said, I'm gonna come take your motherfucking strap too. It took the man 15 minutes to respond. The man didn't even really want to respond. There.
You're 100% right. Like you said, how you watching the fight the whole time, but you not watching the end of the fight? Stop playing. He's seen all that shit, bro.
well, Bud didn't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Just like when EJ was there when he beat Porter and he was talking shit as EJ left, right? He didn't want to be in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Where EJ, you know what I'm saying, beat the shit out of Ugas. You know what I'm saying? He had to sit there in front of all these, these fans screaming for Earl and shit. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be
Yep.
looking weird and
Yep.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to be there. So EJ don't have that opportunity to be talking shit to him on the mic while he's out there in the crowd. But see, EJ ain't even like that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even like that.
You right, Pool. But you know what's even scarier than that, Pool? You know how big of a fact you just touched on? You want to hear something scarier than that? It wouldn't even have been that EJ was talking shit. He didn't come to that fight because there's only one belt left out there. They would have went down there and got that nigga Bud and made him come to the goddamn ring.
You
I'm
goddamn
telling
right.
you,
They would
them
have been
reporters
like,
would have
well,
had a
You
microphone
think so?
all
You
in his
think
face.
so?
They would have been
hell
responding
yeah.
face to
Hell
face.
yeah.
He the last
It's
belt.
one
He the
belt
last
left.
belt.
Everybody been talking about that shit. Them
Yep.
motherfuckers would have had a fucking field day.
They would have
They would
came
have
and got
had a
Bud
field
ass.
day.
They would have
Well,
came and
Bud,
got
I
Bud
was
Bud
ass.
last time he
hoping
was in
I was
Texas,
hoping
he
he would
had a hard
show up.
time.
Yep.
I was hoping he was
I was
gonna
hoping too,
show up,
Paul.
bro.
I was hoping, bro. But he
I
was
thought he
smart.
gonna. Mm-hmm.
But like you said,
Yeah.
Poole, he's strategic. Ain't that what you just said? Bud ain't
Yeah.
no dummy, bro. He knew what was gonna happen. He knew they would have had his ass on that jumbotron looking stupid as fuck. As in while Earl talking shit. Hey, Earl would have told him in that moment when he said, "You know who I want." Man, if Terence was there, he would have told him bring his ass up here to that ring, bro. Or they would have had a camera and a microphone in Bud face right then on the spot.
Mm-hmm. Why he
Bud
hating
dodged
and
that.
shit?
He purposely dodged that.
Why he hating and shit? Had that goofy
Yep.
look on his face. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
What's going on, Miss? Thank you, Mr. Punch Out, for that super chat. He says, after that Ugas fight, Bud was all on video wrestling bodyguards and shit. He said, Bud knows Errol want them eyes, Jeeper Creeper style.
Yeah,
Hey,
what
shout
the
out to
fuck you
Marlo.
doing
Hey, shout out to
wrestling, dog?
Marlo
Like,
TV for that too. Shout out to Marlo TV for that too, because Marlo
Oh
really got that
yeah.
shit
that
surfacing.
the
Hey, but
hell,
it's real
motherfuckers.
though. It's
Hey,
real.
but look, what the hell you wrestling, motherfucker? Like that shit looked lame as hell, dog. Like
Yeah,
you sit
Mm-hmm.
there, you a grown ass man wanting to play and wrestle and
yeah,
shit. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
he
like,
be doing that shit with Stevenson a lot.
yeah. But hey, look
Right.
though, fellas.
see, Dev told that motherfucker chill out. Dev was like, man, go ahead, chill out, man. Like,
Yeah.
Dev don't be on that little bullshit. Like,
Mm-mm.
Shakur
Hey,
don't be
also
messing up,
Pool.
be telling them what up.
Yeah.
Hey, Pool. Like another thing too, Pool. If we go back to remember when they was arguing when they met up in Oklahoma, right? When Earl had the red jumpsuit on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go back and watch that, bro. It was only one nigga serious, bro. It was only one nigga serious.
Earl got mad at that nigga.
Earl
too,
was
boy.
for real. Listen to me. Earl was for real with this nigga, bro. It was him joking around, and I called you on FaceTime. Earl, like, nigga, I ain't got your number. Who said it? Earl, like, we could bet 100, bet $1 million. Like, it's only one nigga serious the whole time.
I killed Broner.
It was only one nigga serious.
Hey, look, but that light skinned nigga was talking about, no, you won't. No, you won't. He's like, man, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this nigga?
Earl damn near whooped his ass. Earl damn near beat his. Hey, Earl damn near beat his ass on spot.
No, I like when he said, "Tell your boy to be quiet." Then
wasn't that Bernie though? Wasn't that Bernie the boxer right there? That light skinned motherfucker. Wasn't that Bernie the boxer? Talking about, no, you won't. Wasn't that Bernie?
Now, I don't know if that was Bernie.
That wasn't him.
That was somebody else. That was somebody else in his entourage.
No, that wasn't him.
That was doing that shit. He kept telling him, "Shut the fuck up."
I'll watch that nigga. He talking, no, you won't. Then he's like, nigga, who the fuck is you? Like nigga, who the fuck? Because that nigga
he on the side like he gonna jump.
See, the thing is this. It's about humble parents, right? When you hear Bud, mom, and them, salute to her. She's a hell of a fucking woman. Excuse my language, even saying fucking hell of a fucking woman. She's a hell of a woman. Now listen to this, right? With Earl parents, they more humble. They out the scene, and Bud, mom is too, but they out the scene. So you don't really hear what really got Earl in the box. They just think Earl was just this good ass kid. Nah, bro was out here running the streets fighting all the goddamn time too. That's what made his dad put him in boxing. Like, look, bro, you ain't about to be out here fucking up, running with these no good ass dudes, doing this, doing that, fighting all the damn time. That's why he got to put his son in the boxing.
Yeah,
just like how you hear Bud mom saying, I used to try to pay people to whoop my son ass, as in just because he was that good. Cuz got a story too. It's just that his parents ain't out here, just throwing that shit in people's faces for them to go, to go regurgitate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because EJ was a bully, man. He was a bully back then.
I got the whole story on the thing. I got the story out there. His dad came in there one day while he was sitting on the bed talking about, pack your shit. We going to
everything.
We going to the gym.
Hey, nigga said, where we going?
Where we going?
Errol wanted to play football.
He said somebody wanted to follow. I seen it on Up thing where they were saying he wanted to follow his friends and all that shit there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he had to train though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Roman and Emily Jones says facts. He said that scared energy Bud had when he saw EJ.
I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened though. See, that was the problem though. See, Earl had got into the boxing and everything, right? And he still was doing what he did, but he still wanted to be that little thug and everything. And like, what really happened is shit. He went to the club and shit with Yellow Beezy and shit. Like, I'm about to give y'all a breakdown. I'm about to give y'all a breakdown about the damn accident and shit, right? So they had went to that damn club and everything with Yellow Beezy and shit. And Yellow Beezy, he was beefing with Mo 3 and them, right? So Mo 3 homie, or like it's like a manager to him, but like his homie was at the club and them, and Yellow Beezy.
When they chased that nigga?
I'm gonna tell you what happened. Yellow Beezy, Trap Boy Freddy, and a few Yellow Beezy people, they started whooping the nigga. And Earl was right there. Earl didn't throw no punches or nothing, but they actually beat the shit out that nigga. And Earl was right there at his Suburban and shit, right? Because he was right outside. He sat there and watched while they beat the shit out that dude. You know what I'm saying? So when they really beat the shit out that dude, Earl got in his shit and left. Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Beezy, they left his shit too. But the dude was with Mo 3. So Mo 3.
Hey, let's stop talking about that though. Let's stop talking about that. Somebody died from that shit and all kind of shit. Motherfuckers living life a different way. Whether that, no matter how big it was or how little it was, we gotta talk about something else, man.
I mean, come to the place where everybody will know. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you 100%. I'm just saying, like, hey, when it come to death behind shit, bro, everybody got a family and everybody got people they love and miss. So shit, if he wasn't there, shit, we ain't got. I mean, if he ain't do shit, we can leave that out.
Let me holler at Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts, y'all. He got a great channel, y'all. The man, you know what I'm saying? He's a philosopher in boxing, man. This dude here, y'all check out Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts, man. I love how he break down fights. He just be having a casual conversation with you, going over some thoughts, what he's thinking about on his videos, man. I love his stuff over there. What's going on, Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts? He says Bob Aaron had no faith in Bud against Spence. That's why he kept floating Josh Taylor versus Bud as a big fight. Facts.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna say one thing right here though, but that's why Earl refocused his life. You know what I'm saying? Because Earl seen how shit can go. and that man got a family right there, and he realized what was important. That's why I'm
100%. I agree with you.
yeah, that's why that I wasn't gonna get to the dirty part. I'm just saying this is
Okay, I got you,
why.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying this is why Earl refocused himself, and he finally seen that, you know, you got to be a man out here. Like you can't live that juvenile life. Like I had to realize that myself. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Me too. That's why I didn't want
yeah,
to talk about it. I'm glad
I
you
wasn't
jumped
gonna,
back in and said what you said.
I wasn't going. You know, I wasn't going to tell the FBI shit. I was just
Got you, my dude. Yep.
I'm a street nigga too, bro. I was just giving
100%.
the background. Yeah, I was just giving the background. I wasn't about to throw out the rest of the shit. I was just what I was saying is he was in a situation, and what I was saying, even though he didn't do shit, he got lumped in and got affiliated. And so this man,
100%.
this man almost lost his life just by being somewhere. And so this man sat there and realized your life could change in a blink of an eye. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have lost it all. His wife could have been out here with them kids with no husband. You know, he all the money that he got, he really ain't invested none of it yet. You know, he just started making that good bread because you know he just became a champion. So you know, like his light would have been shot out before he got started. You feel what I'm saying? And so he realized that, and he realized God gave a motherfucker second chances. A lot of people don't get second chances.
Nope.
And he realized that right there. So he rededicated himself, and he put himself back in the situation to become great. And then, just to make sure he was where he needed to be, his eye messed up, so he had to go through the trials and tribulations again. And so now he done had his third chance. So Earl has had 3 chances, and most people only get one. Some people don't even get that one. Now Earl, he knows that he's blessed, and he knows that he ain't supposed to be where he's at right now. But because he's highly favored and blessed, he's able to be in that situation. So now Earl's going to use it to the best of his advantage and ability. Ain't nobody going to be able to stop that man because that man right there is highly blessed and favored, and he's going to come at it like he realized what he's done been through. And can't no man hurt him because if a Ferrari going 100 miles an hour, going out that window didn't stop him. If God's with you, bro, can't nobody stop you. And ain't no man going to stop him. So Earl goes into that fight like he's invincible. That's what I'm saying. When you got yourself,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, when you got yourself, and that's what I said about Bud. He doubts himself now. Once you start to doubt yourself, that's when you already lose. Like if you look at the damn religious texts, they say it's about your faith. It's about your faith. If you believe in anything, then you can achieve it, right? But once it's about having, like some people say, it's about faith as a mustard seed. If you have a faith of a mustard seed, you can build a giant tree. So if you got faith in yourself and you believe in yourself wholeheartedly, then there's nothing that you can't do as a human. You feel what I'm saying? As we are all in God's image. So as that right there, we also have a way to tap into that power. And so if you believe in yourself wholeheartedly, your mind and your body will go on to a level like on the Last Dragon. You reach that upper level. You feel what I'm saying? Once you get everything in sync and you got everything going the right way, the same motion, like when you reach that level of mind, body, soul, spirit, and physical all together, you can't be stopped. And Earl and Derek James, Charlo, and motherfucking Frank Martin, they practice not only physically, but they practice mental strengthness. Derek James helps them when they're going through mental problems as well. You see how he tries to keep Charlo in check. Like he tries to tell Charlo, look, now we love that man. Let's not do that. He tries to train them mentally as well as physically. So when they're in there, man, it's nothing you can do to chink that armor because they believe wholeheartedly in themselves. Plus, they believe in their coach, Derek James.
Hey, hold up. Let me say this to what you're saying because you're 100% right, and I'm gonna let you get back and cook. I just gotta agree with everything you said, and I want to touch on where you at now. Like you said, he's that big brother mentor to them, right? But then when you look at Bomac, what he is with Terence Crawford, he just like that. When you go to your cousin's house and he let you, when you go to your cousin's house and he let you do what the fuck you want to do. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, man.
Like you go, you got them. You growing up, you had that cousin that was 10 years older than you. They was grown, but you could do what the fuck you wanted to at their house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Derek on the other end, like, nah, bro, we not doing that shit over here. Carry yourself like a man. You got children. You got a responsibility. Like, he's showing them how to mature as a man daily. Bomac is that. I mean, if you want to do it, I'm just gonna laugh at it, even though it's stupid as fuck. You see what I'm saying?
Look, and that's like when you discipline your children, when you beat your children's ass, even though you punishing them and you dropping spankings on their ass, you actually doing them a favor, and they will love you for it. That's why you got these kids that go around and kill their parents and shit without the motherfuckers whose parents didn't discipline them. If you don't discipline your child, you don't love them. You spoil the ride, you spoil the child. And if you can't discipline and be straight up and be straightforward, then a motherfucker ain't gonna respect you. And Derrick James doesn't bite his tongue, and he tells them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And that's the difference. And that's why they can trust him wholeheartedly. And that's why they go out there and they put their life and their body on the line, because they know that Derrick James is going to have them prepared for any situation. And if any situation arises, they know he's going to be working on a solution to it when they get back to that corner.
Hey, yo, can I touch on something real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
John Turner in the chat was pretty much trying to make it sound like Errol Spence has been scared of Bud. No, when there was in Oklahoma, the infamous video, the infamous video. Shit. So they gonna be on that.
That's a dude. It's a dude.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But what I want to touch on was, you know, why Derrick, his coaching is so effective, y'all. The reason his coaching is so effective, he trains with them dudes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He trains with them. He can do everything. Everything they do, he shows them. You know what I'm saying? He's doing it too. He lost all that. Remember how big Derrick James was?
Yeah, Derrick James lost all that weight training with them.
That's right. He lost all that weight, and it inspired them. And they got a
Pool. Let me ask you a question, Pool.
Go ahead.
Real quick. I'm gonna let you finish cooking. But if you see a motherfucker telling you to do something, you will listen to it. But if you see a motherfucker doing it with you, that'll make you respect them that much more, right?
100% facts.
And it's easier to do it with him.
Exactly. And he keeping himself. He opened up a gym. He opened up a damn gym to keep himself in shape. And he does classes twice a day. So he's staying in top shape because he opened up a gym. And you know, what's your dude name? Blu-ray. You know, he used to be there when Blu-ray teaches. You know, he picked up a few things too. And so, you know, Derrick James teaches, he got his own damn exercise gym.
Yeah. And Blu-ray trained with Earl too, so it's like everybody in his camp is working with him. As in, like I said, if I go to your house and you got me doing all this shit, and I'm thinking to myself, like, God damn, what the fuck is he gonna do? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but when we go there, it's on my way to your house. I'm saying to myself, oh yeah, me and Poole about to get in there real quick. It's just it's easier on the mind. You see what I'm saying?
And you know, another thing Derrick got as far as leadership ability, he stays calm no matter what.
Yeah, he don't never get flustered.
He don't never. I'm talking about he be so cool. He get hit with EJ get hit with a big shot. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you might see him, you know, show an example. Get down low and stay low. Don't come up, and he'll show him how to go to the body. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. Other than that, you know, when my boy get hit, it's all smooth. You know what I'm saying? He just tell them what to do.
They trust each other. They done developed that trust for each other. He knows their capabilities.
Man, y'all hitting so many points, man. I wish this, man, the way y'all talking, the way we all talking together right now, I wish it was only Bud followers in here, bro. Because we just giving y'all.
That's why y'all can't mess with Jonah Turner. That's my Bud fan who don't give a damn. He gonna show up.
That's why. Yeah, you heard me. I ain't saying. I love those who get their points of view. You know what I mean?
He gonna come in here. He don't give a damn how many EJ fans it is. He don't give a damn.
I talk shit to Joan, but Joan don't care. That's why, you know, I done accepted Joan.
Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know. I was gonna cook Joan ass too. Sure was.
Hey,
but think about this though.
You cook. I done cooked him a couple times.
He like being Israel.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You cook him. Joan stand for a little barbecue now. He even throw a couple steaks on the grill too. But his steaks don't eat real meat though. He be having that damn
he got plenty.
He be having that damn Beyond.
What you were saying?
He got plenty.
That plant based.
I was just saying this, like, it's just, man, bro, like, when it get hard, bro, in that ring, fam, like I say, Crawford had never been under them lights like this, bro. It's gonna be that's mentally draining in itself when you already got that. I think I can beat this motherfucker. I think I can. I think I can. You see what I'm saying? And then when you get in that ring, the nigga that you looking across from got a fucking Lamborghini motor in him. Like, bro, and then when you go back to your stool and you're not even 100% sure you trust the motherfucker who guiding you or telling you what to do, come on, bro.
Well, it's
You
like
really out there in the ocean by yourself.
Upset. When you start doubting yourself, shit is over. That's what Up
Right.
said.
Yeah.
That's what
And
them
you want me to tell you
Because
the
combinations.
funniest shit?
can't
That's what them
nobody put
punches
it back
gonna
in
do.
you.
You know the funniest shit that Bud said, right? He said the same shit. Like Bud, I said Bud predicting the future. Because when him and Earl was arguing that day, Bud sat there and say, when you realize that you getting your ass whooping, there's nothing you can do about it. He said, that's when I'm gonna laugh. And I'm like, Bud, you don't even realize how close you are to the truth. Because you gonna realize it ain't shit that you can do when that man is on your fucking ass. I hope you remember that tweet when you in there around the 4th or 5th round and you realize how deep the ocean really is. And you like, and you sitting there trying to damn tread the water and you barely keep your head above the waves and the
And
waves
then
is
you gonna
getting
see what
bigger.
then you gonna see why they call that motherfucker the big fish when you out there in the ocean by yourself, goddammit.
Hey, look, you got miles of water
Pool.
everywhere. You sitting in the middle
Hey,
of
Pool,
miles.
that comment you just had up, Pool of JV, that shit was funny as hell. Talk about, Bud do trust Bo back at Golden Corral and on Thanksgiving.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, but you know, Terence had said that day he was talking about, oh, you must be drunk again and all that bullshit right there. Like
family cookout.
See that's that
That's adding to the
bullshit right
fire,
there.
though.
See,
That's adding to the
that's what I'm
fire,
saying.
though.
Like that shit.
see, he
That's
can't
adding to the fire.
outshine. See, he can't outshine EJ, bro. So he got to take those low
And he
blows. You
went
know what I'm
dirty
saying?
as hell with that because he knew that was a whole situation. But he want to
Hey,
throw that shit up. He talking about, you must be drunk. You must be on that shit again, like drinking again.
if Errol was one of those type of dudes, Errol could have said, "Well, at least he went at a dice game." He could have threw that shit out there.
Trevor Bryan said, "Bud by KO." He just snuck that in there. He just slid that in on.
Yeah, Bud by KO. Yeah,
He
right.
just slid
How?
that on in the Bud by KO. I'm out, nigga.
What?
Tell me how that gonna
I'm
work.
out, nigga. I'm go.
Yeah.
Hey, Bud by KO, I'm out of here.
He gonna get
Exactly. You know, you
bye.
slid that on in there. Jonah said, I have explained many times on this podcast that Bud will defeat Errol. Go back and watch the older chats. Yeah, I know. We know you're just gonna stand on your
No,
square,
John,
bro.
we seen what you said, but you didn't explain it. You just said something like
Yeah,
you ain't really give
Bud
it.
Bud gonna whoop EJ. He gonna knock him
Yeah,
out.
you
How
said
he
it,
gonna
but you
do
didn't
it?
put no facts though. You ain't put
I
no
done
facts.
invited
I'm telling you
invite
how
him on the
EJ gonna
panel,
do it.
man,
Use the
but he
fact.
won't come on the panel, man. I tell you, he can come on up, man, you know, but he won't do it.
You got to put some facts behind it.
Cedric
Now, just saying he
25.
gonna.
Man, Bud gonna summon his Super Saiyan form and he gonna beat EJ, man. That's what he gonna do.
Yeah, man.
He gonna return to Super
Bud.
Saiyan.
Bud got shot in the head, so shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey,
Bud
but think about this though. Hey, whoever said Bud got shot in the head, right? What's your name, big dog?
Hey,
What's
upper
up?
echelon.
Upper echelon, right? I'm with you, right? So think about this. All them times they talking about, even Earl after the accident, the drunk ain't shit, and before that, a drunk ain't shit and all that. That nigga ain't never once came to a platform and said he thought he was tough, but motherfuckers almost aired his ass out and killed his motherfucking ass. He don't never do nothing wild to them, bro. It ain't never nothing wild, bro. But the thing is, like they say, the loudest motherfucker in the room, when it's game time, look at their face. When a motherfucker know what he on, hey, we come from this, y'all. No matter where y'all live at, we
that's
know
why I said.
we know how it go. You know how a motherfucker look if he really like that. He ain't gotta talk to you.
Earl is a true alpha male. Beta, Bud is a beta trying to wear an alpha uniform. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Bud has too many female. Bud has too many female.
A million.
He
A
tries.
million.
He tries to prove things
Paul,
to
do that again.
everybody. He always trying
A
to prove himself.
million.
He always trying to prove himself, and then he act like motherfuckers ain't give him his limelight. That's why we waiting right now because, like I said, Bud's a diva. Excuse me, the damn drink came up. But what he said, what Bud, he's sitting there. He realized that people ain't give him his accolades, and people ain't kiss his ass like they supposed to. So now everybody's watching Bud now. Everybody waiting on Bud to sign. Like right now, he's got the attention that, and it's fucked up because nigga, the only reason you get this attention is because of Earl. You're not getting it because of your own self. You getting it because you're fighting Errol Spence. That's what
he just never humbles himself. That is what it is. Bud never humbles
and
himself.
You don't realize, everybody waiting on you, but they waiting on you because of your dance partner. If you was
who else can Bud get the payday?
Huh?
You right. Go ahead, bro. You right. Keep going.
Everybody else you was fighting, people wouldn't be worried about your damn fight. You see, your own fans don't even buy your goddamn fights. I have to buy your fight.
Oh, let's talk about that, bro. Let's talk about that.
Let me get the super chat in, y'all. 725. Thank you for that super chat, my brother. He said, bro, Bomac talked about how he didn't pay for Spence fight and streamed it. He said Errol Spence's response was that he brought Bud fight because he would support black fighters. Isn't that the truth?
That was facts. He said that live. He said that live.
Yeah, like nigga, you sitting there streaming shit, and then you get mad because motherfuckers ain't buying your fights. Like, what the fuck?
No, but look though. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, y'all. Answer this, y'all.
How petty they is, though, dog. That's that
like you said.
Shit. That's that female
right, nigga. Hey, bro. Excuse my. Hey, that's that female shit, bro. Now think about this, right? How the hell are you number one pound for pound, and you got some of the lowest fucking numbers in the game? It doesn't add up.
It don't.
Evidently, everybody can't think you the best ever in the world, and you got some of the lowest viewership ever. You see what I'm saying?
Because it's all bullshit. They had Lomachenko number damn one for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
You know why? Name a fight,
right?
Name
you
a
the
fight
only one. You the only one in pound
fight.
for pound history that has these low ass numbers like that.
Name a fight besides the Sean Porter fight that he fought that people wanted to see. All right, he fought Sean Porter.
Pool. Hey, Pool too. Hey, upper echelon, y'all too. Peep this though. Remember, that can't be true though. Even though what you said is a fact, but we gonna act like Bud. That can't be true because only reason why Earl did all them numbers against Porter is because it was Sean Porter. Now you fought this motherfucker, and y'all numbers ain't do shit.
They ain't even hit you cake. He ain't even hit
Not nothing.
And Mikey Garcia, because Mikey Garcia, he never broke any goddamn records and shit by himself.
And you want me to tell you what it is? Errol Spence did numbers with Mikey Garcia, with Danny Garcia. Matter of fact, he broke the record and had the top thing. He passed Canelo with Danny Garcia.
He broke the gate. He passed
Canelo on the gate.
Especially with the pandemic.
In a pandemic. He passed Canelo in the gate with a pandemic with Danny Garcia.
And the funniest shit ever is Danny can never he can't get past that jab, bro.
Fight. He had
Danny, go ahead, Paul. You say Danny couldn't what?
Danny can't get over that jab, bro. I mean, he keep talking about all it was a jab. We had equal power punches numbers, and the only difference was the jab. Yeah, 5,000 jabs.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? That's the difference.
At the front door.
That jab is a big difference.
You know what I would have told Danny Garcia? I was like, that was the difference between the Devin Haney and Cambosa's fight was a jab. I said he beat that nigga with the jab.
But Danny dad was trying so hard to have that nigga back. No, Danny, don't say that. He's telling you, no, Dad, it's okay. Hey, Danny sound like this in a press conference. No, Dad, it's okay. You don't have to have my back. He just beat the shit out of me, Dad. It's okay, Dad. You don't gotta. Everybody saw it, Dad. You don't gotta cut my rescue, Dad.
I'm disappointed in Danny. He just
and during the fight, he kept saying, Danny. He don't let him pity pat you. Don't let him pity pat you, Danny. He's pity patting you.
He was pity patting. Danny didn't feel no goddamn pity pat. Danny was feeling boom.
Every time he came back to the stool, his dad talking about how he was getting his ass whooped instead of teaching the nigga how to win.
Getting his ass whooped the whole time.
There you go. You said you would cook that Jones. There you go. Jones said Bud was well known before Earl. Go ahead and cook him.
Where?
Cook him.
Since where?
Go ahead and cook him.
One of Errol Spence's pay-per-views beat every one of pay-per-views that Bud ever thought about doing.
Exactly. Bud did 50,000. Bud did 50,000.
He can't even pack out a KFC. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all something else. Bud was so terrible as a fucking promotional tool that ESPN who do they show at the fight? They showed Lomachenko and Tyson Fury. And Bud was sitting right there in the damn
something crazy though. I'm gonna say like this.
Shit to do with Bud.
Bud is good on regular TV. He broke the ESPN record when he fought Jose Benavidez. And that's only because he fought Jose.
That was a good fight.
Yeah, that's only
was a
because
good
he
fight,
fought
though.
Jose. He fought a
This man got hit with an AK, and it was a good fight.
and
To the
look,
12th round.
Jose was
This
the
nigga out
only
there with a
reason.
leg. He out there in a knee brace.
Yeah, no, he had a bullet wound. The man couldn't move laterally. He could not even
Nigga had
move
on a knee
laterally.
brace, man.
And look, he still went 12 rounds. He still went 12 rounds with a damn injury. The man
Bro, this
leg
nigga
went
had a
out.
knee brace.
His leg, did you see his leg went out in the 9th round? That's when
Bro.
Bud started pouring it on, but it took him to the 12th round to finish the man. But
Bro, he
Bud
didn't
fought
have
an
on a regular
equally,
knee brace.
but see, Bud
He had
fought
on
a,
an ACL knee brace.
yeah, but Bud fought a fighter that could hurt him. That's why he did over 2 million views on ESPN.
Yeah.
That was his best fight.
And he had a problem with his
And
jab.
it was a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest, and he couldn't even close the deal earlier. That was literally a one-legged man in the ass-kicking contest, dog. This man had one leg, and he was in the middle of an ass-kicking contest. You could have bounced around that motherfucker and pot-shotted him, but that nigga was keeping Bud back with the jab. He kept hitting him with the
But
jab.
then remember they asked Earl. Remember they tried to throw that up when Earl was saying that smoke and mirrors. Remember he had that when he was on that conference stand when they had he was talking about them niggas with smoke and mirrors and how Terence Crawford ain't fought nobody. And they brought up Jose Benavidez and Earl said he had one leg. And what did Earl say? Man, I got footage of me destroying Jose Benavidez in sparring. Like destroying this nigga. You basically saying like you took him to 12. You know what I mean? Like destroying him. You know what I mean?
But see,
Jose
Benavidez was good, like as a Mexican brawler. But dude, his damn come forward. He really didn't even have his power because he couldn't plant his foot. Like he couldn't
exactly.
Sit down on
That's
his
what
punches.
Earl was saying.
Yeah, he couldn't even sit down on his punches really and hit Crawford. Now how you?
But that's what I'm saying. When Earl fought him, Earl saying he wasn't shot yet. Like I whooped his ass when he was really him.
But this is what I'm saying. Crawford fighting a man that can't even sit down on his shots. Yeah, he had knockouts, but he couldn't knock Crawford out because he couldn't sit down on it. Now, if Crawford, and I'm going to say, if Crawford would have fought Jose Benavidez before he got shot, that would have been a different fight because Crawford had just got up there. And if you went 12 rounds with 40% Jose Benavidez, bro, that nigga could crack. And if he was able to sit down on his shots, he kept you away with the jab. Crawford might have got upset right then. I might have said it was a 50-50 fight. Because the nigga was like, 27-0, right?
His career been a blessing. Like you said, his career been a very good blessing. And like Poole said, they've been
perfect
strategic
matchmakers, like Poole kind of said.
Man, and when Bob said that, and then we actually go backtrack his career, that's 100% fact. They definitely got the best matchmaking in boxing.
Exactly.
And then what did Bob say after he got rid of Bud? Well, we really didn't want the Pacquiao fight because at the time when we were trying to market Bud, we also know Bud doesn't do terrific against other southpaws. So if he don't do good, this is your matchmaker saying this, so he knows about you. He got a team he paid to study your game against others, right? So if he know you're not that crazy against other southpaws.
And you see,
Earl will walk through.
I was just about to ask y'all about that. What y'all think about when Bob Arum said Bud, you know what I'm saying, had problems with southpaws?
Yeah, he does. That's why Bud goes southpaw against conventional fighters because he has an advantage. He got his he got his power hand as a lead hand. If people ain't noticed it, he's not really a southpaw. He's right-handed, but he goes southpaw. He goes southpaw to have his right hand as his lead hand. That's where
it's closer to you.
Yeah, that way it's closer to you, and he can hook off of it. He can hit you with a lead straight, or he can hit you with a straight right, or he can jab you with his power hand. See, that's a little nuance that he got. You know, most people put their lead hand back, but Bud figured it's easier for him to put his lead hand forward because he can throw it quicker there, so it makes him look faster. He's really not as fast as people think. He's really not as fast as people think.
And like you said, you're 100% right on that. And just to add to that and let you jump back in, like you said, he's so much faster with his lead hand already closer to you. And everybody he's fought, 99.9% of them who had the longer reach.
Bud. That nigga
by far, and sometimes he had to reach by at least 3 to 4, 3 to 5 inches.
His arm reach is like an ape's, dog. Like when he was in the damn junior middleweight. I mean, when he was in junior welterweight, it was nobody even close. His arm reach is the same as Charlo's. This nigga has a 76-inch arm reach, dog. 76 inches, man. Like that nigga shit is long. Ugas has like a
I think it's 74, but that's still long as hell too,
Nah,
though.
Errol Spence
For
is
5'8".
74. Errol Spence is 74.
Earl
So,
72.
oh
G
yeah,
72.
Ugas was
Errol
74.
72.
I know Ugas
Yeah,
was taller than
Ugas is
Earl.
74.
Ugas was 76. Ugas, they
Yeah.
lied to us. They showed
Yeah,
Ugas, it was
I said the
74,
same thing.
72. Ugas shit was 72 before the fight. Then the night of the fight, his shit
I thought
76.
it was
I said, God
69.
I
damn.
knew
I
Ugas
thought
shit
it was
was long because I
69.
remember they had
Yeah,
Ugas
then they
shit like
showed
69
76
at
at the
one
thing.
time. No, at one time they had his shit like at 68, 69. And I
Yeah.
was like, ain't no goddamn way. And I said, ain't no damn way. Ugas shit like
And when I seen
74.
76, I was like, what the hell happened? This nigga grew overnight.
He got 8 on.
But see, look,
Hey, fool, when I
Crawford
see that
arms is
76, I said, what the fuck?
Yeah, I
yeah, but
said
Crawford arms
76.
is way too long for look. Now look, his arms was that long in the 135, the 130, the
Yeah.
140, and see, he has a reach advantage over everybody that he's done fought.
That's why he didn't
That's
fight
all it
Ugas.
is to it.
That's why he didn't fight the nigga. That's
But
why he
when
ain't
he
fight
fought
Ugas.
Jose Benavidez was damn near almost 6 feet, and he got a reach, and that reach. And you see, Kell Brook ain't that short either. He got a little reach, and he was partnering with the jab. See, if you got a reach enough to damn hit Crawford with that jab, you fuck up his fighting style. Now, when you a
Well, you see
small,
the
short
trouble he
guy,
gave him. You
if
see the
you're a
trouble
small,
he had.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you got some reach, you can dish with Crawford. And see, everybody talking about Earl gonna have problems in the no man's land. That no man's land is gonna be worse for Crawford because Earl's jab is quicker than Crawford. And
Right.
Crawford gonna try to come over top of it when he's in a damn southpaw position. And when he try to come over top of it, he gonna catch that goddamn motherfucking left. That lead left is gonna do something real fucked up to his ass. Because if you notice, anytime somebody step, Earl always put his foot on the outside of the motherfuckers. Like he's always got his lead foot on the outside. He does
I
that
thought he put his foot on
unconsciously.
the inside. I thought he
No,
ignores
you want
all
to
that.
No, he step on the outside.
now you always keep
No,
your
no, go watch it. They did a breakdown on EJ and stuff.
nah, Earl
You
always
know,
put it on the outside, bro. That's where your power. That's how you keep a motherfucker.
no, he goes on the inside. Go check it out for
Bro,
yourself. You know what
I
I'm
used to
saying?
box. I got the breakdown. He
No, I
always
mean I know the mechanics, but
no.
Errol
Earl
does the
always keeps his foot on the outside,
okay.
bro.
All right. Man.
I'm just saying, go check. We
I'm
both go
just saying,
check it out. But I'm just
look
telling
at
you,
it. Go look at it. He don't care about that, bro.
full counter,
He
full
don't.
counter. Check this out. I just did a whole
I just
video. No,
told you,
no, no.
just go check
Listen.
it out. When you get
No,
time, go
no.
check
Check
it
this
out.
out. No, check this out. I just cut up 40 fucking videos, bro, for the 47 palms.
I understand that.
No,
I'm
I'm
just
just saying. But
saying, when you
look
get
at every
time, go
one.
check it out.
I did, but look at the 47 palms. You'll see his foot is always on the outside when he knocks him out. Watch.
Okay. I'm just telling you.
Okay,
I'm
well,
just
I'm just
telling you.
saying I did a breakdown video as well, saying that how he always keeps his foot on the outside when he. That's the only way you can cut off the ring is if you keep your foot on the outside, you don't let him get by.
Now he may cut off the ring like that, but when
That's what I'm saying. When Earl's
go look
attacking.
now
No,
when
when he's digging in the body, when he's digging into the body and doing his body work, yeah, he keeps his foot on the
yeah, that's
inside
what
when
I'm
he's
talking
doing
about.
that. Yeah. But I'm talking about when he's doing his work and when he's boxing you and he's keeping the distance, he keeps his foot on the outside. Now, when he's doing that goddamn inside touching your soul, yeah, his foot's on the inside because he got his power foot planted right there between your damn shit right there. And that's when he's digging his right into your body. That's different. That's different because that's when he's delivering that power right there. But when he's boxing or keeping you in place, he got his right foot on the outside of your foot.
Oh yeah,
He's keeping you in there, so you can't go nowhere.
That's how he did Ugas. He blocked Ugas off.
He cut the ring off. And once he got you cut, and then he get in there and he start the 47 palms, then he'll step in. And when he
how it go up the 47 pounds?
It's the
a lot of them don't know.
47 bludgeoning. It's the 47 bludgeoning, soul disrupting, body destructing, defense body malfunction. I mean organ malfunctioning, defensive piercing strikes. That's all I remember.
That shit dope.
It's a whole thing.
Y'all got to check out his videos, man. He got all that shit on his videos.
No, I be watching. I saw when he said that. I already know. Like I say, I be following all y'all, man, and I love it. Like I say, I'm gonna start looking for more who people be going live and shit because like this, man. Ain't nothing like, man. It's good for the soul, good for the people listening at the crib, and we talking something that everybody
It's an open
interested in.
discussion. You know, it's an open
But you
Yeah.
say, but you say he started in the middle, right? You say he started off with the
Nah,
jab.
he starts on the, he keeps it on the outside to cut you off in the corner you. That's how he cuts off the ring. He cuts off the ring. He stays on the outside. That way you can't get past him. His foot's always outside of your foot. So when he's cutting off the ring, that's how you cut off the ring. He keeps his foot on the outside. That way you can't get past you. And if you try, he'll throw that hook. That hook keeps you inside.
Man, I thought I was the only one that seen that. Keep going, bro. No, seriously, that's how he get everybody on the rope or in the corner. He got a whole philosophy, bro, out there with him. He's so fundamentally sound. It's footwork, it's brain, it's calculations. Like he turns you when you don't want to be turned off of his natural foot placement.
That's why Derek James said you're gonna fight where EJ wants you to fight.
Hey, look,
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Me and Paul Counter was sitting up here talking when I came up with the 47 pounds. Because I was sitting there, we was talking on the show, and I just started thinking about the way Earl cuts it off and the way he does it. He keeps it on the outside so you don't go nowhere. And if you try to move, he's going to hook you to either side you try to go. He's going to kick you back in with that hook. And then when you hook, he's going to get you another, then he's going to hit you with the straight. And then once he gets you turned, he gets you turned into a way, he got you turned to your least power. See, if you conventional, he got you turned to the left. If you southpaw, he got you turned to the right. And then that's when he steps into your wheelhouse, and that's when he puts his head in your chest, and he starts going to work on your ass.
Yep, right into your body. Ain't gonna be nothing but rib shots, liver shots galore.
Yes, sir, boy. You know that he got a mean setup, and I've never seen anybody really fight like him. Tell you the truth, you know what I'm saying? The closest person I could think of, you know what I'm saying, that fight maybe, you know, similar, you know what I'm saying, with the pressure, you know what I'm saying, the constant, you know what I'm saying, volume punching is Marvin Hagler. You know what I'm saying? That's all I could think about, and with his punch, his durability, you know what I'm saying, same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Stanionis comes like that too. Stanionis, Hagler, and somewhat Tyson. But Tyson has a more peekaboo style, but Tyson comes with that relentless assault too. But Stanionis has been tailoring his style to Errol Spence. If you've been paying attention to it, he comes in with the high guard like Spence. He lives behind that jab like Spence, and he tries to work the body just like Spence. He's about 50% less effective than Spence, but he's getting there.
Let's see. Hey, then we lost some people, didn't we? Let me see. It said Rick Beaver says Data. He said Data how I fight a southpaw, but I'm right-handed. He said I'm that so my left hand is powerful too. Orthodox. I don't like my left hand, but southpaw are strong with both. 100%. What's going on, Gantz? He says Ugas reaches 73 inches. I could have swore they said 76 in that month. I could have swore. John says no. He says no one Earl has fought has consistently went to Earl's body.
I mean, that's a good plan, John. That's a good plan. You can consistently go when you get your shit tore up too. Everybody like, did you not hear what Selena said? Did you not hear what Ugas coach said? Earl is so fucking hard to hit. And they was right there. He sat there and said that Earl is hard to hit. Anybody that's fought Earl know that you can't hit him as well as you think. Just because he's right there don't mean that he's right there. It's a lot of you can constantly try to go for his shot, but as you going for his body, what you think he doing? I'm pretty sure his punches are more effective, and the way he crouches and look, you gonna try to constantly go to his body. The way he's set up in your body, he got his foot and his body crouched over, set up, so he's in your shit. You gonna have your arms on the outside of him. That's why he steps into your body. So your arms is on the outside of his frame. He has his frame turned into your frame. Like he's sideways into your straight up frame. So your shots are coming around him. It's hard for you to get an angle. He smothers your shots while he's firing on you. That's why people don't like when Earl gets that damn rope or gets him cut off, because he makes you turn square up. He makes a person square up. And when you square it up and he's turned perpendicular inside that square, he got the angles to hit you with, and you can't really hit him with power at your angles. Yeah, you can hit him, but it ain't gonna have no power because you square. You're not in a boxing power punch. your body is square, so you can't generate no power for your shots.
Hey, I bet none of these Bud fans can name one fight Bud been in that can compare to the caliber of fighter that Errol Spence is. They can't name one. Errol Spence does not waste any of his punches. He don't waste no food on the table. Errol Spence goes in with a tactical, surgical precision. He's going in there with all kinds of demonic doggone tendencies. He's going in there to destroy shit. And y'all sitting over here thinking Bud gonna do all this mystical shit we never seen him do in any of his fights. Y'all keep wishing upon a star that he's gonna walk in there, he's gonna knock Errol Spence out when you ain't never really seen Errol Spence get hurt like that. Ugas caught Errol Spence flush with
motherfucker, boy.
He caught Ugas caught Errol Spence with a 2-piece that would have sent somebody else to the canvas. Errol took it with a smile
without
and came
mouthpiece.
forward.
He ain't have
Without
a mouthpiece. He wasn't even looking.
The man smiled at him and walked through him and beat his ass after that.
Oh, he did flip that switch. He flipped that switch and got his ass whooped.
And see, Bud, he need room to punch, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing they not understand. He's gonna get, he think he's gonna clinch. He thinks he's gonna be able to shove EJ off, and EJ strong as shit. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be inside, and Crawford is gonna be ineffective because he's gonna be pressuring the shit out of that dude and stuff. And when he see them, he can't catch EJ. It's gonna be over for him. Mentally,
that's like I said, when that man see you and you square it up and he's sideways inside your shit, it's hard to throw a hard effective punch when you square it up and you got your back squared up against the ropes and this man is 1 foot in front of the other one and he's turned in a damn boxing stance hitting you in your shit when you square it up. There's no way you're gonna be able to throw with power to knock him back off. That's why Errol doesn't get hit that hard.
What did Errol Spence tell Bud? What does he always tell Bud? What did he tell Bud when he was standing in front of Bob? He told me lighting his ass, and it's gonna show. And I can't. I want every last one of you Bud enthusiasts, you Bud dick riders, you Bud extreme fans, you Bud fans. I want y'all to come back after this fight because this fight gonna be in November. I want y'all to come back with that same energy because I'm gonna laugh in your face. I promise you I am. Because Bud's gonna get mauled. I'm
gonna go live from the fight. I'm gonna be at the fight going live.
He gonna get mauled by that pit bull. I'm telling y'all. Y'all keep thinking Bud got all this mystical power, and you can't show me one fight where he broke bones in it. He haven't. Exactly. I can show you 3 where Errol had.
Always talk about one at a time, y'all. Earl got more knockouts than Bud. Bud got TKOs. They talking about Earl ain't knocking nobody out. Earl knocked people out. You ain't naming people that Bud knocked out. Earl knocked out Bundu. I'm talking about knocking a motherfucker out is when they out cold.
Like
name one person that Bud put to sleep. And I ain't talking about who the ref stopped or the corner stopped. They keep talking about Earl ain't got that type of hit. Name one motherfucker that Bud put to sleep. They had the card up out of there.
Name an eye that Bud broke.
That's a knockout.
Name one person eye that Bud broke, man. Let's talk about facts. Name one person that Bud Crawford eye. Who eyes he got?
Who is he sent to the hospital?
Who he sent to the hospital who couldn't see out of their eye for 40 hours? That bled. Name one person. You can't, because there ain't none.
But I mean, Spence sent Kell Brooks to the hospital. He sent Lamont Peterson to the hospital. He sent Danny Garcia to the hospital. Danny Garcia had to go to the hospital. He sent Ugas to the hospital. He sent Ocampo to the hospital with blood. The man had a ruptured motherfucking liver, dog. He had blood in his pits for a week. Did you see that liver shot that he put him down with?
Yep. And he broke Ugas' ribs.
Yeah.
I keep on thinking that. Keep on thinking that Bud gonna come in here and do all this.
Mikey Garcia went to the hospital too.
Yeah, Mikey Garcia went to the hospital.
Roll his shit up too.
Rich Beaver says Spence goes to the head and body automatically. He said, I seen him head, but
never seen him
he has great balance as well because he sits down on a lot of his punches. And Ramona Emily Jones says Bud's going to be in a defensive posture all night long.
Exactly. That's
facts.
Everybody got a plan until they get hit. Everybody has a game plan until you get hit. You might say you want to go do this and you want to do that.
Who guys played it too?
Yeah, that's what I said. They had a damn plan. They was talking about fucking up Earl eye and everything. And look who eye got fucked up. They was all talking about Earl eye before the Ugas fight until Ugas got that damn eye touch. And like I said, you can have the biggest game plan in the world, but you don't know how you're going to respond when you start taking them shots. If you throwing and you getting shots coming right back, because Earl gonna throw with you.
And they strategic shots. They ain't wasting shots. They are strategic and right to a point. He's gonna hit you.
Earl taking shots from light heavyweights and middleweights and super middleweights. So he's ready to take everything you throw him back. And while you throwing headshots and shit, he hitting you in that soft tissue. And he tenderizing that tissue. And you know what? Your body instinctively reacts. When you get hit hard to the body, your shit drops without your permission. And when your shit drops...
Oh, shit. Ben Israel in the house, goddamn. What's up, Ben?
That's my boy Ben. Big Ben.
He says Ramon and Emily Jones says EJ might break Bud hip in this fight.
But it's gonna be flipping around and shit.
I mess with Ramon and Emily. They on my channel too. Shout out to Ramon and Emily, man. You know, there's some good fans right there. You know.
Look at Dave says when you fight Crawford, you look like a sea fighter. I was like, yeah, that's because they are sea fighters.
They are sea fighters, nigga.
Right. Keep that same energy though. When Bud get that eye broke and them ribs cracked, and he come over here, his eye all swole. I don't want to hear no crying. I don't want to hear no whining. I don't want to hear no excuses. I want y'all to say that we was right.
I got to read the Shalom pull counter. Shalom up.
Shalom.
He says it's man down today, tomorrow, and forever. Boy, y'all, goddamn it, that's Ben Israel.
And I'm gonna tell you like this: why you think Bud trying to get as much money as he can? He know
Go
more.
ahead and preach.
Hey, his fans got more belief in him than he got in himself.
That's gonna be one of his downfalls right there, because his fans got too much investment.
Well, if they got so much damn faith, then why they don't buy his damn fights?
Exactly.
The people that they say hate on him buy his damn fights and shit.
I bought every one of Bud's fight.
You too. I have too. I know up fans.
I bought every one of Bud's fight. That way I can talk shit because I'm spending my money.
Exactly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I have brought every one of it, all them bullshit fights.
Hell, I be buying his own fights. You know, I like boxing.
I brought the Amir Khan fight.
I'm
you know what I'm saying?
No.
Me too. Even though I think Amir Khan flopped in that fight. I mean,
he did. He sure did.
Amir felt that damn power. And, I ain't gonna lie. Amir's washed up now.
He is.
Ever since I see him with that no look left hook, that no look.
I don't believe. I know some of the brothers and sisters in the chat may agree that this fight might go 12 rounds. I don't see it going 12 rounds.
I
don't.
Me neither. No.
I don't see it.
It's gonna be like
I don't see it.
Hearns. I don't think it's gonna be like Leonard Hearns. I think it's gonna be more like Hagler and Hearns. This is gonna be like Hagler and Hearns more than Leonard and Hearns.
And just like Nocturnal Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts said, y'all subscribe to Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts. Guy got great content over there. He said even Bud fans are giving him a puncher's chance, right? Because he's looking for that single shot. He think he can stay away from EJ, and hopefully he makes a mistake and he catch him. See what I'm saying? But EJ don't box like that, y'all.
EJ is very technical in his boxing. He keeps his guard tight when he's boxing. If you notice, Mikey Garcia could barely touch him. Danny Garcia could barely touch him. Lamont Stevenson could barely touch him. Because Earl kept his guard tight. He was getting in, getting out, not getting hit. Now, everybody keeps alluding back to the Sean Porter fight. That's because he chose to fight that way because they said he couldn't fight on the inside. But when Earl goes out there to box, he don't get hit. Even when he was going against Ocampo, he will fire it up Ocampo, but wasn't getting hit back and stop. See, they look at the damn work that Earl do, but even though he's doing all that work, he's not getting it in return. So even though he's beating the shit out of motherfucker, he's also moving and shucking and jiving. So
hey, I'm gonna tell you, I tell y'all what, this fight is gonna be like your favorite dog getting hit by 18-wheeler when you watching it in slow motion. This is gonna be. I feel bad for y'all Bud fans, man. I really do. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on Bud's accolades or nothing like that. I'm just saying Errol Spence is just a better fighter. He's just
and they don't take into account this guy durability, bro. He could take a blow. You know what I'm saying? He could take a shot. What happens? Yeah, what happens if Bud give him his best shot and nothing happens?
He gonna
What happens?
he gonna do that shit that Bud said. What Bud said in that tweet. When you look in there and you realize it ain't shit that you can do. He said that's what he wants to see.
I'm
That
telling y'all what
Bud
it's
said
gonna be
that's the
like.
look he wants to see on Earl face, but he gonna see it on Bud face.
Shout out to Trill Boxing Talk. And Trill said the realest thing that stuck out to me, and it still stands out to me. He said it's gonna be like your favorite dog getting hit by an 18
Black
wheeler, and it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad, bro. Man, he sent Ugas to surgery, bro. He sent Ugas to surgery.
Man,
That man had to have surgery.
Nigga orifice leaked blood for 3 days, dog. Your
Did you
eyes
see
not
his
supposed to
eye
see
in the
blood.
fight, y'all? Did y'all see his
Bruh.
eye? What it look? Did y'all? I mean, in
saw
a
it after the
short period
fight.
of time,
No, I
his
seen
eye
it in
was.
the 7th round. I even got it on my video when he uppercutted and caught him. Ugas was like, "Ooh," and backed up. And I seen it then, like that shit shifted when as soon as that glove hit it, it shifted.
And man, he was looking like a gremlin or some shit, man. When they stopped the fight, man, that nigga, he was swole. I mean, 3 ways to Sunday, bro. I'm talking his face was toe back.
But shout
I
out
was
to
like,
the Ugas. That nigga risked his life 4 times coming over here to America. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So they was trying to stop that fight. He said, "Hell no, man."
mm-hmm.
That belt, he done got that belt money. He
So
started
you had to
living that
cross.
life, and him and that damn beautiful woman he had, it was enjoying it.
So he had to cross that. He had to cross that damn ocean. You would have gave that nigga a piece of fish. He would have beat
That's
EJ
what
ass.
you don't realize. Errol Spence fought these fighters when they was champions. A fighter fights different when he's a champion and when he don't have a belt. Kell Brook was a champion. Sean Porter was a champion.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to come take a champion's belt because a champion know what that belt means.
Mm-hmm. They bring value to it too.
Yeah. When Sean Porter and Kell Brook fought Terence Crawford, they weren't champions. They was contenders. It ain't the same. When you a champion,
yeah, they wasn't even contenders. Shit, they were on their way out.
When you're a champion, you train like a champion. You pitch excellence.
You know, my thing is they act like they don't see the difference. You know what I'm saying? They act like people just taking credit. No, bro. We boxing fans, bro. We want to see the best fight, the best at their best. You see what I'm saying?
Perfect example. Keith Thurman, right? When he was a champion, you see the way old Keith Thurman used to fight as a champion, right? That Keith Thurman that fought Mario Barrios, that was nothing like the old Keith Thurman. Keith wasn't a champion no more. You know, when you're not a champion no more,
you don't fight the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the same motivation because Keith Thurman was a motherfucker when he had them belts. You know what I'm saying? He was moving, he was sticking, he was doing everything in that damn ring. He had the instincts, you know what I'm saying? He had the drive. But as soon as he lost them there, soon as he you know what I'm saying, he dipped off and went to the Mount Olympus and stopped playing the flute, the nigga was done. You know what I'm saying?
Looked at it and thought about it, right?
That nigga was done. When I seen that nigga up there in what was the Taj Mahal or wherever the fuck he was up there in the mountains,
When I see
Tibet.
When he got that belt from Danny Garcia, I said, "Yep, it's over with." Once I see him get that belt from Danny Garcia, and I see Errol Spence right there, little young Earl, and I see him keep ducking him, I said, "Oh shit." I said, "This fight ain't gonna happen." And this is when I was a Keith Thurman fan, and I was just now noticing Earl. You feel me? Like I ain't even gonna lie. Like I said, I seen Earl, but Keith was my dude. Keith was my guy. Me and Earl was good, but you know Earl wasn't my guy yet. But when he kept pressing Keith, now I always thought Earl was a good fighter, but you know I always believed that Keith could get him. And you know the fucked up shit. At the time, Keith probably could have got Earl because Earl didn't have the experience yet. The problem, you want to catch a fighter before they gain that experience. The Errol Spence that fought Kell Brook ain't the same Errol Spence that fought Leonard Bundy. Ain't the same one that fought Chris Algieri. Ain't the one that fought motherfucking Sean Porter. Ain't the same one that fought Ugas. Each time you put a fight and it's a challenge, that's why Earl challenges himself to fight in different ways. Because He's mastering the style. That's like if you master the art of hand-to-hand combat, then you want to learn foot to hand. Then you want to learn grappling. It's like you want to learn every facet. Like you learn how to beat a counterpuncher, right? Beat the greatest counterpuncher. Then you go beat the greatest boxer, the greatest front foot dominant fighter. Then you beat the greatest motherfucker with the Philly tail. Then you go beat the greatest inside fighter. Then you fight the best dude with the most power. See, you keep putting yourself against extremes. Like it's called moving your fighter wheel. That's what people do at the beginning of a fighter's career. They put their fighter up against people that specialize in certain styles. That's why you got all these different journeymen and stuff that's out here that got about 40, 50 fights, but they bring something to the table. Okay, my fighter need to learn how to fight an aggressive Mexican. Then you get you an aggressive Mexican that comes forward. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Say like I need somebody that's defensively sound. Then you get you a damn fighter that's like Mayweather. Maybe one that don't punch as much, but that's defensively sound. Like Billy Joe Saunders before he sold out to Canelo Alvarez. That nigga had incredible defense. I don't know what the hell happened, but he was a nice fighter. That's all I'm saying. Like you gotta put your fighter against people that's gonna test him. Errol Spence, he fought against the crafty Bundu who could switch up. Bundu ain't no damn walk in the park.
Yeah, Thurman didn't finish him.
Hell. Now, if Errol Spence didn't fight Chris Algieri and Leonard Bundu before he fought Kell Brook, I think Kell Brook would have beat Earl. Kell Brook would have beat Earl then. But from the experience that he got with Chris Algieri, the way Chris Algieri's moves cut off the ring, and the way he had to stick with Chris Algieri's speed, and then when he had to deal with Bundu's power, and the fact that Bundu could switch and do all this and that, those two fights prepared him for Kell Brook. And even when he first got started, you see Kell Brook was up 5 rounds to 1. Kell Brook was putting it on Earl ass. But then Earl had to take a deep breath, and he had to go in there. He had to realize, look, you're better than that. And then he called upon the skills that he done learned, and he started implementing them. If you notice, him and Derek James started adjusting. Like, they started getting off faster. Stop trying to go this way. They started getting off more faster and harder. And then they started pounding more to the body. And like, they made the adjustments and they beat Kell Brook. They stopped him. So now he just had a tough fight that pushed him to his limit. He's that much better off of that fight. And then right after that fight right there, he go against Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson was a tough fight. That's a slick fighter. Lamont Peterson gave Floyd fits in the doghouse. You feel me? So now you putting your dude against a slick fighter that's world renowned. So now Earl going against a world renowned slick fighter, right? So now he done got that experience, right? Now he going up against an up and coming young contender who's hungry in Ocampo. Ocampo's supposed to be a big puncher. He's a young up and coming big puncher. Earl stopped him in the first round. Now he's coming up against Mikey Garcia, the pound for pound Mikey Garcia, the boxer, the counterer, Mr. Pound for Pound. He outboxed him, out-countered him, he washed him. And he got that much better. And he wasn't strict and conditioned. So he's learning, and he ain't got to worry about stopping this motherfucker because he's not at full power. That's the funny shit about it. He's fighting these motherfuckers at half of power so he can get the full experience. Because if he went in there at 100%, he wouldn't have got the full experience because he would have stopped them a lot sooner. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I feel like he did that to get the 12-round experience. So he went in there with Sean Porter. They said he couldn't fight on the inside. He beat Sean Porter in a dog fight on the inside. So now he done did all these fights, all these strategic fights have made Earl this much better. He's adding on to this perfect plate that he's putting together. Now he's back from the accident. He's fighting Danny Garcia. It's supposed to be the biggest counterpuncher. It's supposed to have the hardest punch. He washed him. And he took a clean shot from Danny Garcia on the chin.
Overhand right, too.
No, they stopped. The round was over with, and Danny still hit him. Remember, he just wiped that shit off.
And walked to the corner.
He took a clean overhand right that set Amir Khan out. And Danny threw that shit with bad intentions and everything. He knew what he was doing. Earl wiped that shit off. So don't tell me my nigga ain't got no chin. He took a full shot from Danny Swift Garcia. And then he washed Danny Garcia. Now, he got all those different styles that he done got. Now, you put that shit in the pot, fix it up real good. Now, put in shape with it. Now, put strength conditioning with it. And then pour it out on Ugas. And then it poured it all out on Ugas. But being away from the ring, his timing was off. His timing and speed was off a little bit. So now, after that, they done went back in there. They done adjusted the sights on that damn AK. So now they got the AK lined up to do maximum damage at a maximum rate. Now, when Terence bring his ass into that ring, it's over with. Because Terence go out there and he ain't fought nobody that was going to improve his skills.
I told y'all what this fight gonna prove. I'm gonna say it again for the ones who just joined the live. Like what's gonna get shown in this fight is what iron sharpens iron means. That means the caliber of opponents that Bud's fought versus the caliber of opponents that Errol Spence fought. It's gonna show improved time. You know what I'm saying? Now I see people in the chat trying to dismiss Mikey Garcia, who's a 4-division champion. Danny Garcia, who's a former champion. Y'all.
It is Captain. Let me get some people in, y'all. Boxing Nocturnal Thought says Bud fans are dependent on Spence to make mistakes. He said Bud can fight his most perfect fight and still won't win against Spence. And Charles Young says, Charles, you dropped off. He said Bud gonna need a doctor in the locker room too. What's going on, Clarence McClain of the winning team? You know what I'm saying? Y'all check out Clarence. He be on Instagram, and I think he has a channel. You know what I'm saying? Check out Clarence McClain for the TWT team over there. They doing big things. It says, peace to the chat, fam, full counter boxing. Salute, brothers. And let me see. What's going on, Ben? Ben up in the house. He says, EJ is a bone crusher. He said, Bud will learn the hard way. Man, hashtag man down. What's going on? And Ramon and Emily Jones says, I can see it. I can see the narrative after the fight shift too. He said, EJ waited so long to fight Bud and got old instead of them guys giving EJ credit. Ain't gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna matter because they talk so much shit about how great Bud is, and everybody been breaking this shit down to him, but they just won't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it is when you have a special fighter. You got a lot of fans. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to believe that they just human, man. They just human. You know what I'm saying? And you got a special fighter, another special fighter in Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? Y'all underestimating this man's ability. You know what I'm saying? His will to win. And he's an Olympian. Y'all forget about that too. So the man has mastered different styles. He's fought a lot of different styles. He fought a lot of great competition in the Olympics and things. Bud was kicked out the Olympics. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, he had to learn. He had a learning curve. You know what I'm saying? When he came into the league, yeah, he had enough talent to catch up and everything, but shit, EJ went straight through that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And even though he didn't win gold, you know what I'm saying? He fought some good motherfuckers in there that today that are great pros today. You know what I'm saying? He fought against Castano. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He beat EJ. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He beat EJ in the amateurs, but look how good that motherfucker is.
EJ said he waited to get up to the 154 to get that rematch.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get that get back.
Well, look how good he is, man. He gave.
That's gonna be a big fight for EJ. Him and Brian Castano.
Oh, that's gonna be real good at 154.
Nobody that beat him though.
Nope.
Danny Swift Garcia was right there.
Cedric 25. Go ahead, Trill. Go ahead.
I honestly can't wait to see Errol Spence at 154. To be honest with you,
I can't wait to see
what he do at 154
and better Spence. Because see, when he comes down to 147, he loses part of his power.
Mm-hmm.
The best Errol Spence will be at 160, I think. because that way you'll see his full power, and then it'll have other people with power. So then you get to see Earl box. Then you'll see him. He'll have a more like a Charlo style, where he boxes and pops your ass. See, like you know how Jamel Charlo does. It'd be Earl the same way, but a little bit better. See, when Earl and Charlo spars, that's the way they spar because they doing world championship sparring at each other. Because Charlo is a bigger guy, and you know Charlo he hits real good. So you know him and Earl while they doing world class sparring, Earl not just sitting there trading shots with Charlo like that all the time. They sitting there boxing and they sitting there doing world class sparring. And then Charlo gonna move up to 160. Charlo moving up to 160, and that's gonna have Earl at 154. So Charlo gonna have the weight advantage on him again. So it's gonna be good even more. So he's gonna always stay a little heavier, so he can absorb the shots from EJ. Because EJ's a durable build person, bro. If you look at it, he built for it tough, man.
Now Dave skates all day said Brooke had Bud looking like ET in the second round. Laugh out loud. So film study says Bud last fight against an active champ was 5 years ago. And Cedric 25 says Porter had Barry Hunter against Spence. People don't understand how detrimental he was to Porter training camp, especially because he trained EJ before in the Olympics.
Man, Porter had 6 champions in that. He had 6 trainers in his camp. He had 6
and JV said, what is Bud gonna do to survive to the 9th round? And film study says, notice how they don't have to build up Errol, but they need to build up Bud. And JV says, you say Bud has more power than Jamel? Oh, they arguing back and forth. So they just arguing back and forth.
Yeah, now he got more power than Jamel.
Hell no, he got more power than Jamel, man.
Gene Gomez said the 10,000 hour rule. You know what I'm saying? James Blackwell, what's going on, my brother? He says, it's the business. He said, it's the business, my ass. He said, that nigga scared. He said, all 38 fights, it never took Bud this long to sign a contract. Soon as he get the air, he's hesitant to sign. You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about it though. You know what I'm saying? He knows he's never had a opponent this tough. You know what I'm saying? You fighting a dude who may whip your ass. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're gonna make sure you leave every, I'm talking about as far as training, you know what I'm saying? You're going and strategy, you're gonna make sure you go in there with a damn good game plan. See, one thing about Bud is he never had the game plan for the dudes he fought. See what I'm saying? He could go out there. He had enough athletic ability. He knew he was faster. He knew he was crafty enough. He knew them guys' level wasn't on his level, so he could go out there and fill them out and just adjust and beat their ass. Turn southpaw, whip their ass. He can't do that this fight. This is what we're trying to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? He can't just go in there and feel EJ out. He got to go in there with a fucking game plan, and he's gonna have to think his way. He's gonna have to really stick to his game plan to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he's gonna do, he's gonna have to nullify that jab. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to find out how to keep his distance, and he can't keep rolling backwards because you're gonna get tired. The pressure that EJ, see, the pressure that them other guys were able to apply on Bud, he's not gonna get tired because he didn't really have to move that much. But this fight,
Ali used to practice going backwards for 10 rounds. He would practice backpedaling 10 rounds in sparring, just so he could have the ability and the endurance and stamina in a fight, because backpedaling takes a lot out of you.
and that's what I mean. So he's gonna see. He's never had to backpedal the way he's gonna have to backpedal with EJ, and EJ is already aware of his real counter. He's already aware of his tricks and how he likes to turn on angles and try to hit you with looping shots while you're coming in. He already knows that stuff. He's an Olympian. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to nullify that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? But Bud, does he know how to nullify EJ jab, you know what I'm saying, and pressure? You know what I'm saying, for 12 rounds? I don't think so, man. So this is gonna be interesting to see, you know what I'm saying, if Bud is a fucking genius Or is he Doctor Strange and shit? This nigga gonna put a spell on goddamn Errol to slow his ass down so he can get in some counter shots. You know what I'm saying? Or is he gonna have enough power? You know what I'm saying, to hurt EJ, man? That's gonna be Crawford shit. You know what I'm saying? If he could keep EJ on the end of his punches, and I don't think he could do it. You know what I'm saying? If EJ gonna be, if he's gonna be in the shape I think he's gonna be in, he's gonna turn the fuck up on Crawford, y'all. This shit is gonna be ugly. He's gonna get in there immediately. You know what I'm saying? And that's just to discombobulate that dude because he don't like to fight at the beginning of the fights. He like to see your timing. He likes to figure you out. He got need time to calculate. Say what now? Oh, okay. Yeah, he needs time to calculate. And EJ, he's aware of that. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to give him time to calculate. He ain't even probably going in there with no, what they said, what Derrick James said, what EJ style, he'll break your face. He'll break your ribs. That's his
Damn
style.
straight.
That's his style. I'll break your face. That's his style. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It's all under the fundamental attack. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all think Bud, you know what I'm saying, is some kind of mystical, dude. But I'm telling you, man, we've seen some of the best athletic fighters get their ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just what
Right.
it is.
I see people trying to discredit what Ugas was capable of, and Ugas was a good fighter. And I think most of Ugas's losses were very, very questionable, especially against John
His
Porter.
first two losses,
But there's a
he won
there's a
the
reason.
shot. The first two losses he won. But
Yeah,
he was coming off the amateurs and he was promoted wrong, and both of them losses was controversial. Everybody said he arguably won them first two fights. Now the third fight that he lost, it was a damn unanimous decision. He actually lost that one. And then his fourth loss was against Sean Porter, where arguably people saying that he won that one as well. So he really only got two losses on his record, to Spence and to the third person that he lost to. Because three of them losses, you could argue could have went any other way.
Yeah, but I think what it is, what I'm saying is, I think they're trying to discredit everybody Errol Spence is to give Bud a more fair shot at beating Errol Spence, and that still ain't gonna work.
That ain't gonna help him when he get in the
That
ring.
dog still ain't gonna hunt. That dog ain't gonna hunt.
Let me shout out Just Do Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check out Just Do Boxing and the TWT, the winning team. You know what I'm saying? They got great stuff here. Clarence McLean and G5. You know what I'm saying? Them guys got it going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Check out those channels, man. If you like mine, you know what I'm saying, you really like that. They got very great boxing insight. You know what I'm saying? I listen to them every day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? While I'm driving and stuff, you know what I'm saying? On this road, I be listening to Just Do with G5 and all them guys, if I'm not asleep. You know what I'm saying? So check them guys out, you know what I'm saying? And
I want to thank everybody in your chat for going to subscribe. I'm down to I need 8 for 800. I
need
thank
8?
all y'all for that.
How many you need?
800. Yeah, I'll be at 800 after that.
Okay. I mean, wait, what your other channel? You had some subscribers, didn't you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You could. I remember you were going through that bullshit with them dudes, you know what I'm saying, fucking with you and everything. I'm like, these dudes on YouTube, man, they're real bitches, man. They're real bitches. You know what I'm saying? They are like vindictive chicks or something. You know what I'm saying? Just because you like a different fighter, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want to destroy your credit. They want to burn down your house, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like,
that's what
what's
happened when the
going
truth
on?
come out, though, bro. But the one thing about it, though, Pool, is facts don't care about your feelings. I mean, facts. I base my opinion based off of facts. And I mean, I can't help it, but I mean, you're not gonna like it. Oh well, I really don't care if you don't like it.
But why would you? I mean, why would they take it so personally? Like they really know Bud Crawford or they know whatever fighter, you know what I'm saying?
That beta male shit, bro. I told you, the motherfuckers got beta mentality.
It's got to be like some sociopath shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that make
how
people
can
in
you
their
get
feelings,
that?
though, bro? For real.
How can you get that damn mad? You know what I'm saying? I can't do it, bro.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Women get mad at the darndest shit. You feel me? You can't.
Right.
I mean, I could never like make a hate channel against another channel because I just don't care like that.
I don't give a shit. You know,
I'm like, I
Paul,
mean,
you're right. I don't give a shit. I really
I
don't
don't
give a shit.
understand how they take it so. How do they do that? I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, I'm from the John. I mean, I used to watch John Wayne movies, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like from that old
Yeah,
era. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like nigga, like Clint Eastwood, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm smoking cigars and shit and chilling, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
shit like that never occurred to me to do. It would never occur to me to do something like that. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you've been to my channel though, Pool. You see what I do at my channel. We laugh, we joke. It's like being at your cousin's house and
Right,
we having
right.
fun. But motherfuckers don't like it because you're successful. And with success comes hate. You know what I'm saying? And that
Hmm.
envy and that green monster of jealousy, motherfuckers start seeing you doing videos where you have 200-300 people in your chat like yours do. You they just start hating you for no fucking reason, just like they hate on Errol Spence. They
Bro,
can't tell you a logical
I'm
reason why
starting
they hate
to
that
hate a little
man.
bit. I'm starting to get a little bit of hate myself, and I'm just not starting. Like
I,
Yeah.
nigga, I started this channel last August, bro. I started this channel last
bro,
August
I've only been
when my
started for
other
2
channel
months.
got banned in last July, and the motherfucking trolls came right back over there to the channel. Started doing now. All I do, I don't even waste no time on them. I block them and get them on out of
Check
there.
this out, bro. I've been
Right.
for 2 months. This is my second month doing this, right? And motherfuckers is mad at me because they like, damn, he had 1,000 subscribers already. But what he don't realize is I be putting in that work. Like I got over 107,000 views last month. Like
Man, keep
107,000.
doing your thing. Keep doing your
Right.
thing.
No
You
You
know
know
what
stop.
I'm
that's how
saying?
you got a
Yeah. I
thousand
mean,
subscribers.
why
You
hate?
doing your work.
Why hate on
But see,
somebody else's success? You know, it's
instead
like
of
you know,
hating,
shit good, you shit good.
this is what I'm saying. Instead of hating on the next man, why don't you try to see what you doing wrong and try to damn put that energy into making your shit better instead of them trying to tear down the next person. Or if that's not the case, maybe you can ask that person, like, bro, what are you doing? So get your shit popping like that. Instead of
Right.
Right.
hating on a motherfucker like me, I asked Pool Counter, I asked Champ Side, I asked Blue Blood, I asked the TWT team. I asked because
Hmm.
I'm a man, bro. I'm a man first, and I have
Me
pride.
too.
If
Before
I
everything.
know something, I'm gonna ask, bro, because the only dumb question is the one that's not asked. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know, they say a closed mouth don't get fed. Right.
Motherfucker
Right.
You know
can
That's
what
choose
I'm
why
saying?
I'm
to
asking.
a motherfucker can choose to say
Like
what.
I let Bud people in my channel. You know what I'm saying? I read they shit like Mr. Infinity 18. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the biggest Bud fans, and Joan Turner. I mean, I don't be caring about that. I don't be hating on them
I got
dudes. You know
people
what I'm
coming to
saying?
my channel. I got people coming to my channel talking about, oh, like I sat there and made the secret shouting techniques of Derrick James, right?
Hmm.
I'm explaining Spence, Charlo, and Martin shit, right? I had a dude come comment on my shit talking about, why would you break down their styles like that? You ain't really a Errol Spence. You want them to lose on the low. Because if you did, you wouldn't have been putting all this shit out. And I'm like, bro, I'm sitting here saying why people sleeping on Earl when he's this great. How am I?
Hmm.
I'm not saying no damn type of shit that people can't. So if anything, I'm big up in Derrick James as a sensational coach, bro. Like, motherfuckers find a reason just to talk shit to you, dog. Like,
And it's not like they're not watching film and shit. Like they don't see it themselves.
but they
You know what
don't.
I'm saying?
A lot of people can watch something and still not see it. It's the
No,
blind eye.
I'm talking about the different camps. You know, like when they
Yeah,
study, when they do film study, it ain't like you exposing something that they don't see. They breaking that shit down too. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Hate to break this
So
shit down.
Ramon and Emily Jones says Bud ain't. He said Bud ain't gonna know if he should be blocking his eyes, ribs, hips, chest, stomach. How he's gonna how he said how he's going to even think
Exactly,
about
Ramon.
offense. He said mental pressure EJ applies is huge. You know what I'm saying,
Ramon.
Mister
That's what I'm talking
Ramon
about.
and Emily Jones.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Ramon and Emily. That's exactly what I'm saying. And see, Earl already got
Mister
shit programmed. While the
Mister
other motherfucker got
Infinity
to think. Go ahead, bro.
Mister Infinity 18, who's a big Bud fan. He says you prepare for fundamentals, but you can't prepare for Bud because he brings more than just fundamentals in the ring. And Joan Turner, another Bud supporter, he says, Charles Young asked Poole why Bud was kicked out. He said, I want to see if he tells the truth. Why? He said it wasn't because of his. He said it wasn't because of his talent was insufficient. No, Bud was causing all kind of shit around that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But he got into it with your boy Russell. You know what I'm saying? He was balling up at one of the trainers. I think it was Sean Porter dad. You know what I'm saying? I
Bud was
mean,
acting like a hoodlum. That's why he got kicked
right,
out. He ain't have no
right.
respect.
You know what I'm saying? So, you
And
know,
that's why people don't respect him now, because he always got something to prove to somebody. He got to always prove like he the biggest and the baddest. And that's
right.
his
You know what I'm saying?
downfall right there. Because when Earl hits his ass good, he going to want to prove that he can hit Earl back. And when he does that, the fight's over with.
Facts.
You know,
That's the end of the fight
and
right there.
nobody's saying Bud is scared. It's just that he's outmatched. Roland
Bud
Emily Jones,
is
thank you for
scared
that
though.
$2.
You know something? You know something,
Let, let me
Paul?
let me
You
get this
said,
super hold
hold on,
hold that
before you
thought.
do that,
I want you to say that. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
now
Go
do
ahead,
that super chat first. Go ahead.
Roland Emily Jones says, thank you for that $2 super chat. Said we donate when they hate. Keep grinding, fellas. That's what's up. God damn
And
it.
Already.
You gonna be spending a lot of money because they be hating a lot. God
And what
damn it. Go
Poole
ahead,
just and what Poole just said, it ain't like Bud scared. Maybe it is. Maybe Bud is
mm,
scared. Because that's
wow.
called a defensive mechanism right there. When people show out and they try to prove shit, it's because they really scared. They don't want other people to see. Like
Mm-hmm.
when he sat
That's
there
an
and started
ego thing.
wrestling. Yeah, when he started wrestling with that guy, that shit ain't had nothing to do with boxing. But Earl broke this dude. Let me show you I can wrestle this big old guy that's real big. Like he's trying to prove shit. Secretly in his heart, he's scared. And that's why he don't want to take that fight, brother. They could be fighting next week if he would have signed the contract with Earl in April. It's been over 3 months since the fight with Ugas has been over with. That's enough time for a training camp and a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Going into their second fights of the year. And Earl's still sitting there waiting for his second fight. Earl wanted to fight
Mm-hmm.
3 times this year. He wanted to fight Ugas, he wanted to get Crawford, and he wanted to get a 154 fight. Now
Mm-hmm.
Earl about to be stuck with just 2 fights this year, and that's messing up his damn motherfucking. But like I said, that's Bud. He being a Don dealer right now. He got everybody waiting on him. So now Bud get to control the damn narrative. Everybody waiting on Bud now. But it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's his last dance. You know, like when Kobe did his final
He
farewell tour. I ain't even gonna
wait.
rush it because this is farewell tour right here. He deserves it. Let him go ahead and get
What
his
my
last
thing
hurrah.
is he always saying shit, like just contradict himself. Like, he was just trying to make this case that, you're scared if you don't, say if you
Take
asking
this
for
shit.
all this money and all this shit,
But he
right?
did
And
it. But he asked for all the
right,
money.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He can do it, but don't you do it. You know what I'm saying? And his fans, they just look at that shit like, okay, that's Bud. You know what I'm saying? And he asked for all this damn money for the fight. Well, Bud deserved this. No, he don't, bro. You know what I'm saying? If
Nope.
you don't promote shit, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't out there, you wasn't at the Ugas fight, nigga. You know
But
what I'm
you know
saying?
something?
You would. Hmm.
If I was Earl, if I was EJ Poole, I say it like this: if I was EJ, I'll go ahead and give Buddy's 25 million. That's all you get. That's all you get. You get a guaranteed 25 million. You don't get shit off the back end or nothing. All you get is 25 million. And I think this motherfucking fight gonna do what it's gonna do. Bud gonna be sitting there looking stupid with just 25 million when that motherfucker do a million buys or 800K buys, and
Mm-hmm.
he didn't want to trust the back end. I would go ahead and give him his 25 up front, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's 4 times
Well,
more than
I
he
mean,
ever got.
I'm just glad he about to sign, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and
Yeah.
the drama be over. You know what I'm saying? And I have confidence that he want to fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. If he had that
That's
spirit, if he had that attitude, like you remember when Tommy Hearns wanted to fight Sugar Ray Leonard, that you knew that motherfucker wanted to fight Sugar Ray Leonard.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? When Marvin Hagler fought Sugar Ray Leonard, you knew he wore a hat said war. You know what I'm saying? You knew he wanted to fight with Bud. It's like hot and cold. It's like
When Floyd wanted to fight Gotti, you knew he wanted to fight Gotti.
right, right,
Mm-hmm.
When
right, and
Floyd
that's what
went
I'm looking for with Bud. He
and
don't
when you
have
had
none of that.
Floyd versus Diego Corrales, both of them wanted that shit, boy. I'm talking about
Badly.
being personal with that shit. They wanted each other off of that one.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You don't see none of that with Bud. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? He don't want to.
At
I don't
first,
know.
he was doing all that disrespectful ass shit. Now they ain't too disrespectful now because
Oh,
everything
it's an
they
honor to share the ring now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
because you know why? He's trying to soften that shit up. But anything that you said can and will be used against you in the ring of fence.
Hey man.
You get your Miranda rights, nigga. That's
Right.
why. That's why.
It's a goddamn police brutality, nigga. You know
That's
what
why
I'm
when he
saying?
said that damn alcohol shit, Spence said, "Say no more." You know, because he hit Spence with a low blow, and Spence was just joking with the nigga. Like Spence was joking with
Bud
him.
was not a champion longer. Y'all
You,
stop
you,
that, man.
you know what's cool is they both are bullies. They both come from a bully background. So you got two bullies going in there facing each other. You know Errol's saving up all that shit he talk.
Oh
You
yeah, you
already
know
know.
everything is on that bulletin board. You see that
You
motherfucker got that damn mustache. He got that 80s construction worker mustache. Man, he look like the
hey
damn
that
of the
that
business people, bro. YMCA. He got the
like
mustache
he
and everything.
like he
hey,
driving dump
hey
trucks and shit
hey
for a
Yeah.
living.
he come to the fight with that shag. If he come with that shag, nigga, it's
Over with.
over.
That
If he
shag
come
He
with
come
them
with that
Cordero.
black Air
shag.
Forces, if he come with them black Air Forces on like he did against Ugas, bro, good night.
Mm, mm,
You
mm,
come with black
mm.
Air Force energy, over with. Y'all some
Yeah.
other
Man,
water.
Like I said, like I told you, this right here with Bud, Earl's gonna shut. Earl is tired of all the running the mouth. Everybody's been saying for years what Bud was gonna do to Earl. Now you see what happened when motherfuckers said it's Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Remember they said well, it was Mikey. Just like they were saying motherfuckers Ugas was gonna have problems with Earl was gonna have problems with his eye versus Ugas. He took Ugas' eye. Well, motherfuckers said that Earl was gonna get beat with the chocolate brownie, and motherfuckers was hitting Earl with brownies over there. He took Kell Brook eye. When you tell Earl what he's not gonna do, you just making it worse for yourself. And everybody made that shit worse for Mikey Garcia. And what's gonna happen now? All that shit that Bud and his camp has been talking, EJ has been storing that shit up. And when they get in that fucking ring, as soon as that bell ring, Earl's gonna be done fired off 30 shots because he's been waiting on this nigga for 5 years. This nigga's been disrespecting Earl. He's been disrespecting Earl's wife and his kids. His camp has been disrespecting Earl's family, dog.
And his
They
sister
wow.
has too.
Huh?
His sister has too.
Yeah,
His
that's what
sister
I'm
been
saying.
disrespectful to his family.
I said that they whole camp has been disrespectful as fuck to Earl's family. Earl just taking all that shit in because when he get in the ring, he gonna let all that shit go, all of it. There ain't
Yeah.
gonna be
Hey,
no I didn't mean
Pool.
to after that shit. Watch.
Hey, Pool, I'm gonna dip out. Thank both of y'all for this great ass cook, man. And thanks
Hey
for
man,
everybody who went
anytime.
over and subscribed to the
Hell
channel,
yeah,
man.
I'm
Thank
about
y'all
ready to
so
go
much.
in about another 10, 15 minutes myself.
Y'all know the door. Y'all
Yeah,
know the door open. Stay open over at the channel. But yeah, y'all want to come cook over there? Hey, y'all more than welcome over there, man.
All right, just
hey,
send me
no.
the just hit me up when you about to go on and we can like
I go live on Fridays, like Friday at 8 o'clock. I go live. I got a show called Free Smoke Friday. It's pretty much we talk about everything over there. Whatever you want to talk about, we talk about it. So
No
yeah, and I'm
doubt,
on a
man.
crusade now, trying to get over this 1,000. I'm trying to get over 1,000 subscribers before my birthday, and I got
Yeah, man. Y'all should
roughly.
please subscribe to Trill Will, man. He's real good. His content, man, is very great content. He does music. He does a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Great family man. You know what I'm saying? He's a real true brother. And subscribe to Trill Will. You know what I'm saying? Channel, man. Y'all check it out. He's very funny too, man. So
Yeah,
y'all do that for Pool Counter Boxing. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it.
and don't be a mayate. Don't be a mayate.
I love that little segment you do.
said don't be
Hey,
a
salute to
nigga.
you, Pool Counter. Salute to you, man.
All right.
Y'all have a good night, man.
All right, Trill Will.
All
You
right,
know what I'm
peace.
saying? Peace out, bro. You
I
know what
can't
I'm
get out
saying?
this
But
damn screen I'm in back here.
see now you got your shit going. Now you see how it is now.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out this
They
damn
be
screen
trying
and
to
I
get a
can't.
nigga to, hey man, put my shit in 3D, man. You know what I'm saying? Turn my shit sideways.
Nah, I
You know what
done
I'm saying?
clicked on the chat thing and it won't bring up nothing else. I can't get out the
I
chat
tell
screen.
you, man, this stuff is sensitive. That shit would have you locked out your own damn live stream, bro. You be trying to get back in. People be cooking and shit. You be on the outside looking. You know what I'm saying? So Jalen Cloud says, will the inactivity of Crawford show up in in the Spanish fight? He said, like the the ring rush. He's been out the ring for a year. Bud, you know what I'm saying? He stays pretty active, but we'll have to wait and see because I don't think I ever seen, Terence Crawford like rusty or nothing like that there. You know what I'm saying? Plus the opponents he fought, he never really had to, you know what I'm saying? He never really had to you know what I'm saying, be better than he already is, you know what I'm saying? But he better not be
Hey,
rusty
Pool.
against Earl.
Hey,
Yeah.
Pool.
Mm-hmm.
Drop another link in the chat. I'm about to switch off this pad and switch to my damn iPhone because I'm stuck.
All right then.
All right, Stank.
So let me see. Courtney Thompson says he says you're gonna complain about that. He said you really don't want the smoke. He never did. And a lot of people say that, you know what I'm saying? And you know, with Bud, you know what I'm saying, being a diva, you know what I'm saying, he always got that nonchalant attitude, like he could take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? He never want to give EJ no clout, you know what I'm saying? He always want to seem like he the bigger dude, you know what I'm saying? He got that kind of ego. And Cedric 25 says you have no subscribers. He said, how are you teaching anything? Oh, he's talking about there. I got some, you know what I'm saying? I got a few. He says, they said stop hating on other channels, you know. So that's something I just don't understand. I don't know why they do just because you like a different fighter, or you know, what I'm saying you like a fighter that they don't like. You know, maybe it's just a way to create controversy and make some revenue or something. But you know, what I'm saying this is something I enjoy. I always enjoyed. I've been watching boxing for over 40 years, y'all. So you know, this is something just kicking it with other boxing purists and stuff like that who know the sport and everything. I love this, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't about hating on other channels for me. I wouldn't know what the hell they doing because I don't go to their channels. You know, they come to mine talking shit. So, they welcome because I mean shit, I ain't no celebrity or nothing. So Courtney Thomas says, Dan, you're making your own. Okay, they kind of arguing back and forth. Gene Gomez says, try bullying each other's fireworks. Film study says Bud's not even a big name pay-per-view wise, but he's still trying to make a stance that he deserves big money for what he did at 140 and 135. Laugh out loud. See, and that's my thing, If he fought somebody, if he fought some like really tough competition, it wouldn't be really nothing you could say, you know what I'm saying? But the dudes he fought, what I'm saying, look at Mayweather run, you know what I'm saying? And then look at what I'm saying, Bud's run. You know what I'm saying? You can remember all the fighters that Mayweather fought. You know what I'm saying? This was before he was big. You know what I'm saying? This before he was Floyd Mayweather. But you can remember everybody he fought. You see what I'm saying? But you can't remember unless you're a hardcore boxing fan, you can't remember nobody Bud fought. You know what I'm saying? But that's because they wasn't good fighters like that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They were okay fighters, but they wasn't special fighters. They wasn't Castillo, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't Diego Corrales, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't Gotti, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't these type of status of fighters. So, we remember those dudes who Floyd fought because he fought great champions and shit. Bud did not. He fought Ndongo, and Ndongo is not a great champion. You know what I'm saying? I know they said, man, you shitting on Bud resume, but that's what it is. And Dargo was a crappy fighter, bro. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't that dude. You know what I'm saying? He was not a Castillo. You know what I'm saying? He was not a Juan Marquez. He was not on that level. See what I'm saying? That's the problem with Bud. It ain't hating on Bud. It's just that he didn't fight those caliber of dudes. That's why we look at his 3 division championship like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Who did you fight in those weight divisions? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can keep saying he's a 3 division champion, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's undisputed, but undisputed of a House of Woods. You
Up
know what I'm
up in
saying?
the ice.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So you keep saying Bud was champion 3. You know what I'm saying? He fought Ricky Burns. Bro.
Like I
I mean,
said,
that shit.
nobody that he fought is a Hall of Famer.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what did they talk?
Like the man said, he picked up them last 2 names, Brooks and Khan, just so he can have some volatility, and that's crazy.
Right.
He
Right.
fought them outside of their prime, and those are best names on his damn resume. His
Right.
last 3 fights, Brooke, Khan, and Sean Porter. Those are the 3 best names on his shit. And
And
all of
see,
them, Sean Porter was on a podcast. He already retired. He came out of retirement. Gil Brooks was in the 154 division. And Amir Khan, he'd been washed out since he got that no-look pass from Danny. So His
So you
last two
know,
opponents with his little Hall of Fame runs, like I said, it's smoke and mirrors. But
right?
like
You know what I'm
TJ
saying?
Tate, 39-1, that's still a good record.
Right. You know what I mean? So it ain't hating on it. I mean, if you're a boxing fan, some of you guys seem like some of y'all seem like y'all new boxing fans or something. Cause y'all act like y'all don't know how traditional boxing goes. You know what I'm saying? You act
The
like you don't
best
know
fight the
which.
best back in the day.
Right.
That's why
They act
everybody
like
had
they act like
losses.
they don't recognize, what I'm saying, when fighters are the quality of fighters, you know what I'm saying? They act like they don't know, or they just willfully ignorant, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they just, we live in a time of misinformation and propaganda and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So,
Some people just like being stupid. Like some people just don't mind being in the know. Like you remember the movie The Matrix, right?
mm-hmm.
They got everybody out the Matrix, but you remember the damn one dude that turned on him. He said, I know this ain't state. I know.
Mm-hmm.
That man, he knew it was fake, but he still wanted to go back in because some people just can't accept the damn truth. This man wanted to go back to eating fake food and being controlled by machines. And he knew
Uh-huh.
just because he couldn't handle the truth. Like some people are so programmed that the truth messes with their mental.
Yeah, what's
And
going
that's why
on,
it's
Brian
easier.
Colbert? Yeah, we talked about Joe Smith last stream, how he knocked Bernard Hopkins out the ring. I was so goddamn embarrassed about that shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, look at this dude here. But he was about 50, you know what I'm saying, when Joe knocked his ass out the ring.
At his
Yeah, I
50th
think he was
birthday.
yeah, I think he was about 50 when that happened and
Joe
shit. I was
Smith, Joe
embarrassed for him.
Smith did that and then turned around and lost to Bivol. That's how Bivol got his belt. He took it from Joe Smith, and then Joe Smith went and got another one, and Better BF took that one.
Hmm.
Joe Smith,
So
Joe Smith be getting them title shots though. I can tell you that.
no, Gamboa wasn't out his prime when he fought Bud at all. No, he
Nah,
wasn't.
Gamboa was still a monster. He still was a monster. And he
Hmm.
gave Bud everything Bud can handle. But Bud started leaning on him, and that damn weight, he started taking Gamboa's energy away from him. Because Gamboa
Hmm.
was coming up to that weight, and he wasn't used to it yet. And Bud did the veteran thing like Tyson Fury did Deontay. You drop that weight on a motherfucker, let him carry your weight a little bit, hold him, get him tired, and
And
then get back.
another thing about that was one of the first fights you noticed where Bud was getting pieced up when he was in the orthodox position. You know what I'm saying? He had to switch
Yeah,
on
because Gamboa's a
Gamboa.
fast motherfucker, though, dog. He was a cyclone to Guantanamo cyclone.
Uh-huh.
But
But Bud was getting his ass whipped in the orthodox position.
but
You know what I'm saying?
Gamboa was also coming off a 14-month layoff too. He had been laid off for 14 months because he had some legal
Yeah.
issues. See,
Yeah, he moved up.
that
He
was his
moved up
tune-up
too.
fight,
Yeah, he moved up too. You know what I'm
and he
saying?
ain't
To
get no
fight Bud.
tune-up fight or nothing.
Hmm. See that
But
these are
Bud,
things.
Bud
See,
ain't the
see,
first
this is
person
the
to come
truth.
back.
See, this is the truth. See, this is the context of what they're not telling you. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is the context of the things. All this stuff matters. You know what I'm saying? Not just the name, not just the knockout. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff matters. So that's when I say, it's pointless of trying to come at hardcore boxing fans because we know everything, all the what I'm saying, everything that surrounds the fight.
If
So
Gamboa had a chance to fight and get that ring rust off and get
mhm.
really acclimated to the 130, if he would have really got used to that division and he would have got that 14-month layoff off, because he fought Crawford ain't the type of fighter that you go 14 months without fighting and then come back and fight. I don't care who you is. Spence won't even do that. Spence will do Ugas, but Spence, he not gonna come off a 14-month layoff and fight no Crawford. What you don't understand, this man, first off, he's in another division, 2 weight divisions up from where he normally campaigned and was a champion at. Plus, he had legal issues, so his mind was messed up, and he hadn't been in the ring in over 14 months. And then his first fight back is against Terence Crawford. Yeah, that's a damn a monumentous order, the damn order. Like that's a hell of a damn thing to come back to.
That's true, Cedric 25. No excuse if he sparked them, but what I'm saying, at the same time, you got to know the
Bud
context.
got him. Bud got him.
You know
If
what
you
I'm
get
saying?
in that ring,
You got to know the context. That's like, you know what I'm saying?
anytime you get in that ring, you can't make no excuse. All I was saying, you know, it'd have been a different fight if Gamboa had a chance to get a tune-up in.
See, it matters when you catch a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Leonard, if he wouldn't have caught Marvin Hagler before he fought John Mugabe, you know what I'm saying? John Mugabe took some shit out of Marvin Hagler. You know what I'm saying? Go back and watch John Mugabe versus Marvin Hagler. You'll see what I'm talking about. Sugar Ray Leonard was ringside. That was the fight he decided he wanted to fight Marvin Hagler. See what I'm saying? And Beast Mugabe was hitting Hagler with some shit. That fight was blood and guts. You
That's
know what I'm
like
saying?
Sandoval beating Mikey Garcia. If Mikey Garcia never would have took that punishment he took from Errol Spence, Sandoval would have been out of his league versus Mikey Garcia.
Yep.
But that's just like Lamont Peterson got stopped by Sergey Lipinets. Sergey Lipinets and Lamont Peterson is not on the same level, period. But Lamont Peterson took all that brutal damage. Like, when you fight Earl, you lose years off of your boxing career. And Earl pummeled Lamont Peterson, and Barry Hunter let that fight go 2 rounds too long. And Lamont Peterson took too much damage, and he was never the same. And when he got in there with Lipinets, you know, he was punch shy. His shit just wasn't the same, and Lipinets took advantage of that and stopped him. No excuses, but
yeah,
when you goddamn take a lot of damage. Okay, look at the motherfucker that Oscar Valdez hit and Burchett. When Oscar Valdez knocked Burchett out with that damn motherfucking steroid punch, he fucked up. He fucked up Burchett. He fucked up.
Yeah,
Burchett's
he was
career.
done. He was done, man.
And you see
Cause that next fight, he could take no punches. Yeah.
Yeah, his next fight, he was gun shy. Because he done sat there and took that brutal shit, and he got knocked out again in the next fight. And that's another thing about a fighter. Once a fighter gets knocked out, he's not the same fighter no more. Look at Adrian Broner. He was the problem. He was the can man. But ever since he fought Maidana, after Maidana beat the shit out of him, he's still punch shy. He's still scared to let his punches go. Like an ass whooping does that. See, a boxer, the greatest gift a boxer has is the gift of invincibility. And once they realize that they're not invincible, they're not the same fighter no more. Once a fighter take an ass whooping and it wasn't even close, they're not the same fighter no more. It shows them that they're human. See, fighters
you
have
seen
a godlike
Tyson
perception of themselves.
You seen Tyson?
Yeah, fighters have a godlike perception of themselves. And once you crack that, then they're just ordinary people.
Yeah, Mike Tyson,
got knocked out by Tarver. Then turned around, got knocked out by Glenn Johnson. Like, Tarver started the motherfucking knockout train on Roy Jones. Roy Jones got knocked out damn near 5-6 damn times after that. Was once the baddest man to ever lace him up. And once you get knocked out that first time, you ain't the same. Look at when Costa Zoo knocked out Zab Judah. He wasn't the same after that. But he fought and trained and got back to where he needed to be. Once a fighter takes that shit, they're not the same. Luke Campbell dropped Ryan Garcia. When Luke Campbell dropped Ryan Garcia and Ryan Garcia came back and won, Ryan Garcia got depressed. He done went through all types of emotions. Ryan Garcia started to doubt himself. He really didn't want to get in the ring with nobody. Really, he kept pulling out of fights because his air of invincibility was gone. Even though he got back up and finished that fight, that knockdown really hurt him mentally. And that's what they say. You can tell what type of fighter they is after they. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's if you get hit when you get back up. And it takes a different type of man to get up from being knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, sometimes these guys, you know what I'm saying, they got to, you know what I'm saying, they got to grind it out, man. They got to, you know, because you don't feel consistently the same all the time in every fight. Sometimes you just off. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you still got injuries. They got to fight through that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, it depends on when you catch a fighter, you know, what's going on in their life. You know what I'm saying? It's a human. They're human. You know what I'm saying? They don't just come like the same every damn fight, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They human just like we are. You know, they got cousins going to jail, people dying in the family. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers choking on chicken bones and shit like
Okay,
that.
like another look at Walmart. He was considered one of the best at flyweight. He lost to Orlando Salido, the one that beat Lomachenko. Lost so bad the first time they had a rematch. He lost again. He lost his air of invincibility to that man. And then that man took it. Look at Rung Basai and motherfucking Chocolatito. Rung Basai and Chocolatito, they fought. Rung Basai beat him. And then you see what he did to him the second go round? He knocked that nigga through the dirt.
But
He
you
had
know what?
Chocolatito face down in the dirt.
You know what, Lisa? Bud would accept a fight with Thurman, but he won't. But Thurman ain't got no belt. You know what I'm saying? But he won't accept the fight with Boots. See what I'm saying? That let me know a lot about Bud. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't the dude you really think he is. I believe Earl would fight Boots, but I don't think
Earl
Crawford
said
would
he
ever
gonna
try to
fight him to
fight
the
Boots.
154,
Right.
160. But Earl
But
said Earl ain't fighting nobody else at 147 but Crawford. If he can't get Crawford, he moving up.
that tells me everything I need to know about Bud mentality. You know what I'm saying? He'll fight.
Because
He'll fight Thurman, but he won't fight Boots.
no, he wouldn't fight Thurman because Thurman tried to get the fight.
Oh, he did. He wouldn't fight Thurman either. I thought he
Thurman
wanted to
tried to
fight
make the
Thurman.
fight. When Thurman realized that Earl wasn't about to fight him, he started calling for Bud. And then Bud talking about, nope, I'm going into the Spence fight. I don't want nobody
But
but
then,
Spence.
then, then I thought when Bud said it was gonna take 8 months, he said he'll fight. He'll fight Crawford in 8 months, and then Crawford was like, why so long?
Yeah, but then after Spence beat Ugas, Thurman was trying to get with Crawford. Crawford was like, nope, I want Spence now. I don't want Thurman. He said
Oh,
that's a
okay.
fight. But as much time as it took right now, Earl could have got another fight in. Earl could have got another fight in and then been training for November, because if he would have gotten another fight in August and then it'd be time for him to fight right now, then he got August, September, October, November. That's 4 more months until a damn fight. He could have got one more fight in and then fought Bud. You feel me? But
Hmm.
or Bud could have fought Thurman as a tune-up.
Well, that's what we thought that was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? We thought
No,
that he was
Bud
gonna try to
turned the
get
shit down. Bud turned the shit down. See, he could have fought Thurman in July, and that would have gave him a tune-up. Plus, that would have boosted his sales coming towards Spence in November. Because Thurman was with it. Because Thurman was saying this is the only way he can get back in the damn picture. He was trying to do anything to get back in it because Spence told him no. So he figured that he had to take the belt from Crawford. And
It
then
don't it
Crawford
don't
said,
it don't matter who Boots fought, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's about being the baddest in the land. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it like this,
see,
if
now
you if
that
if
shows that
you
he's just a casual fighter. I mean, a casual dude. Talking about Boots is nobody. Boots is going
if
to rule
you
that damn division, dog. He'll beat the shit out of Crawford. He does the switch better than Crawford. He got more reach than Crawford. He got more stamina. He got more power. And he got a better damn switch stance than Crawford. He will beat the dog shit out of Crawford. He called out Crawford. Crawford ain't even mentioned that nigga. Crawford ain't even say Boots. At least Earl said something back to him. Crawford ain't.
Mhm. Because they already see that skill. You know what I'm saying? They already see what's up.
Crawford ain't
Lisa
done. He not
says,
trying to get that bag. And see, Keith Thurman posed a threat to Crawford's bag. Like,
mm-hmm.
on paper, Crawford should be able to beat Thurman. But what if the old Thurman came back? And actually, it takes Crawford a long time to get started. Thurman's one of the quickest starters in the game. Thurman will rack up 6 rounds on you real quick and then sit there and damn run the rest of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
He been stole a
Lisa
victory from Crawford. He even beat him on the points like he did Garcia and Porter.
Lisa says, why every big name face each other? Why Crawford making excuses? Just sign the fucking papers. Scary. The world knows Crawford scared to fight pen against paper. Just pick up the pen, sign, no talking.
Hey,
And
Lisa,
stuff.
make sure you go subscribe to Upper Echelon Boxing, Lisa. I like your style. Go subscribe to my page, Upper Echelon Boxing.
All right, y'all. It's getting late. You know what I'm saying? I got to get up and drive 10 hours. And, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody showing up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna wrap it up. I'm
I'll put
saying
my link in the chat. Everybody that's not subscribed to Upper Echelons, y'all go ahead and give me a subscribe. And I
I
like to
like
shout out my boy Pool Counter and shout out to everybody for coming here, man.
y'all subscribe to Upper Echelon, and I'd like to thank Lisa, Darian Sutton, Dave Skates All Day, you know what I'm saying? Delton Voss, Cedric 25, you know what I'm saying? All you guys, Ramon and Emily Jones, Jean Gomez. I like to thank Brian Colbert, everybody that be coming here on a regular basis, film study. Saying thank you guys for stopping in, man. I appreciate you. Y'all keep this thing going, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get some sleep, you know what I'm saying, and we'll come back another time, you know what I'm saying, and we'll chop it up some more. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get some sleep tonight, you know what I'm saying? It's like usually we be going on for about goddamn 4 or 5 hours, but you know what I'm saying, we're gonna cut it a little short tonight, you know what I'm saying? We'll get started on another time. I see y'all guys. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I'm out. Peace.